and gentlemen, we are live from the Monster Factory 4. My name's Jason Latona. I am sitting with the couple that makes the Monster Factory, puts the monster in Monster Factory, right? You guys, it'd be just the Factory 4. That's
it would if it wasn't exactly. You're right.
Doesn't sound quite so catchy.
Factory 4. It doesn't make sense.
I don't know.
Monster Factory. It
There it is, Monster Factory 4. But I'm with none other than the monster himself, the champ, Monster Michael Todd, and the lovely, stress-free, beautiful Rebecca Todd. How are you guys doing today?
Hey.
I'm sorry. My wife's over there too.
Oh yeah, okay, cool.
We are fantastic. Actually, this has been in the planning for months. There's been a few snafus that we had to work through.
There were a few hiccups.
So excited to have this great set of athletes here tonight, and cannot wait to get the action.
One-day event yet.
It is.
We've done 10 matches in the past. At our biggest today, we ended up having an extra main card match. A match last night wasn't able to happen, so we got put on the undercard match. We have 12 matches today, all kinds of arm wrestling action, some amazing matches, so super excited.
So if you didn't check out last night, it just gives you a preview of anything can happen in arm wrestling. We had some, I guess, an upset, would you say? And we had the favorite John Therrien losing to Stephen Logsdon, but that just shows you anything can happen now. But let's get some logistics out of the way. Let's give a big shout out to our sponsor. Without this sponsor, we don't know if this could happen. Without the sponsor, we don't know if your arm would be so jacked.
What?
Right?
Next Thursday, baby.
All right.
And getting a second dose.
Second dose of Vitacell Biologics. That's Vitacell Biologics. You can call them at 1-855-696-CELL. That's 1-855-696-2355, and use that code MONSTER after this guy. Because what that code does, guys, is it shows them who is watching. It helps them support arm wrestling. It helps us do events like this to keep Monster Factory 5, 6, all the way up to Monster Factory 55. We were talking about Monster Factory 55.
You said 39 yesterday.
39, it's going up to 55.
5,000. Monster Factory 5,000.
Monster Factory 5,000. So
there you go.
get your Vitacell Biologics so you'll be alive long enough to join us for that.
Exactly.
We also want to thank a couple sponsors. Redcon 1, where you can use the code MONSTER20, save you a little bit of money. McHenry Excavating, 9 Line Apparel, who've been in this guy's corner for a long time. Again, use that code MONSTER20. And Merritt Construction. All these guys, find them on social media, find out, give them a like, a follow, and just show them that Monster Michael Todd and Rebecca Todd, they sent you. It'll keep supporting these events. Another thing we want to talk about, they came in last minute, but Forbidden Props came through.
Oh my God, did they?
With one of the most awesome looking props.
They got here today.
Yeah, just a few hours ago.
Just a few hours ago. So just like Jesus, he always shows up on time.
There you go,
right?
Amen, brother.
So
yeah, but check that. We're going to see those things in a minute. You may be able to see them when we go back and look at Luke. So don't pay attention to Luke. Look to the side of Luke and see those amazing axes. We have lightweight championship, heavyweight right, heavyweight left. Today's going to be an amazing match.
And our good friend Pavlo over there, he's been the axe collector.
He has way too many axes.
He has too many axes. So we got a couple guys that are trying to keep
one
him.
from you.
I feel like he has my axe.
He might have your axe. Monster Factory 5000, he might get it back.
Monster Factory 5000.
But another big place we want to, another big sponsor we want to give a shout out to is you guys, the fans. Without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. To keep these free events going, thank you for your continuous support. Send those super chats in. If you want to ask Michael and Rebecca a question, Rebecca Todd will be on the 1s and 2s answering all those questions for you. And even if you don't have a question, you just want to give us some money, Michael Todd will not be mad at you. I guarantee that.
I will love you forever.
Speaking of money, I got some money, some side bets going. Let's talk about this card.
Okay, guys, so it's going to be an amazing card. So the first match that we're going to have tonight is going to be Jody Williams and Russ Schrader. There's some history with these guys. Both of these guys wanted this match, so I'm super excited to see how this thing plays out. That's how we're kicking this thing off tonight. Then the second match, John Therrien versus Stephen Logsdon.
Yes.
Round 2, except this is on the right, the left. This is on the left arm. This is a rankings match. I think they're ranked like number 11, number 12, number 13 in the North American rankings. This thing has great implications for the rankings. Then we have Bob Brown versus Austin Wade.
I'm so excited.
Dude, like,
we love having Bob Brown in.
Well, we love having Austin Wade here too because he's got Bob Brown scared, so that's awesome. Bob's like, listen, this kid,
always puts on a show.
He's undefeated.
Bob Brown used my bathroom, and so I know he's scared.
Oh,
I'll just let you tell that.
That's a brave young man right there. All right, so then after
Austin
that,
Wade got him shaking.
Then we got Danial Worley, Jody Williams coming back for a right-handed match versus Danial Worley. That was originally a Roger Learn match. He wasn't able to make it. Jody's like, yes, sir, I absolutely jump in for that one. So that's going to be a crazy match as well. Then we have another match that got changed. It's Karl Stanley left-handed versus Jonathan Breida. Jonathan ended up having to have work. Sonny Gay messaged me, hey, I want a right-handed match. I'm like, I got the perfect guy. Got a big fellow from Florida coming up. So we got Karl Stanley and Sonny Gay. The last match of the undercard, a rematch from the Arnold Classic this year. Devin Gagnebin versus Mirtaleh, Aslanov.
Let's call him Aslan.
Aslan, the lion from Azerbaijan. He's an animal. This dude has got pedigree like crazy. He's won pretty much everything out there. And that's going to be an amazing match.
He may be the most well-dressed guy. He showed up in
He's a sharp-dressed man.
He's giving Dallas Langston a run for his money in the Metro category.
Oh, wow. I don't know if I'd say that. He's a pretty big guy.
He's a pretty big guy. We're going to have a 5-minute intermission after the undercard, and then we're going to go to the main card. And, man, I'm excited.
All right, first match, Tim Tallmadge versus Robbie Russell.
Yes.
So this is a number 7 ranked guy in the 220 versus a 9 or 10 ranked guy at 198. And what's crazy, if you look at it, if you look at social media, it looks like the 198 guy is actually the favorite. But I just talked to Tim Tallmadge earlier. He's like, I got something for this guy. So I'm excited to see that match. I think it's going to be crazy. The next match is so many of these matches could be match tonight. Some of these matches could be main event matches. Danial Mosier versus Brent Rakers.
Yeah, and that's one of those. I'm talking to both gentlemen. I was just talking to Daniel. It's like, you're in a match, and I go, who knows what's going to happen? He's like, yep. And that's what's so cool about these matches. They're coin flips. They're who gets to their spot first. Can the speed of Daniel take over the power of Brent? So, and you said his name right, Brent Rakers. So.
Rakers.
He's Rakers and rolling back there.
He's Rakers and rolling back there. All right, so after that, we got Artem versus Pavlo. I would have pronounced the last names, but I didn't want to mess them up.
Derbedyenyev.
Yeah, but we didn't get Artem.
Oh, Taranko.
Taranko.
Okay.
We got a couple of badass dudes going for that left-handed heavyweight title that I think it should still be here for some reason. I don't know why it's up there with Pablo. I don't know. It doesn't know. So Pablo kicked my ass last time, so now he's going to be defending this title left-handed. We got Artem coming up. A lot of people saying, Artem has nothing to lose in this match. Artem is the underdog coming to this thing. Pablo is the reigning champ. But Artem may have the right lane. He looks strong. He looks big. He looks way bigger than what he weighed in at. I think he weighed in like 208. He looks a good 220.
Easily.
Kid's strong.
Definitely the hardest names on the card to pronounce.
By far.
On to the next one.
Next one's Eduardo Tietê versus Tullier.
Yes.
Now, these guys are grinders.
Yes.
Like both of the
it's gonna be
both
fight,
explosive.
sure.
Both. They took a picture and posted yesterday. Basically built exactly the same, right?
Yeah.
Super strong inside pullers. Both versatile. Both been at this 20, 30 years. So who knows what's going to happen there. And then we have a right-hand lightweight championship match, Roman Gromov versus Dustin Hyatt. And that's a match that I tried to set for MonsterFactory 3.
Right.
Roman wasn't able to make it. Dustin stepped up, had another amazing victory here, and then here we are tonight. I wanted to put this match back on the card, but I was like, these guys are deserving of a title.
Yep.
The winner tonight will be the lightweight champion of MonsterFactory. Super excited to see what happens there. And then on to our main event, Ron Bath versus Pablo.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and Ron Bath.
So much chatter about this one on the internet. You're talking about it's even odds everywhere that I look.
Yeah, and I'm a big Ron. I've been watching. Me and Michael were talking earlier. I've been watching Ron Bath since the '90s. The guy looks like if Ken had sex with He-Man, the child would be Ron Bath.
Wow.
Okay, we went there.
I did not know it was that kind of a show.
He's just a stud, is what I'm saying. In this day and age, I can do that. But
You can in this day and age,
But
for sure.
no, Ron is just a specimen at, I don't know, but he's over 30. I know that.
He's at least 30.
He is a specimen. He looks awesome. And obviously, Pablo looks like he always just got done doing
Listen,
the same.
Pablo is jacked.
Yeah,
And
jacked.
it's like and I know he's light because he keeps making this 240 weight every time he comes here, but I swear to God, the guy looks like he's 260. He's
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah, I
he's
don't
huge.
understand it. Yeah.
And so I'm super excited about that match, but I'm just ready to watch some arm wrestling.
I'm ready to watch some
Absolutely.
arm wrestling too. Rebecca?
I want to do just a little bit of housekeeping really quickly. We have a few super chats I want to read. This one before it even went live is Z's Guitar Camp. Shout out to the Monsters for putting these events together. Thank you so much for
Appreciate
your
the support.
support.
Thank you very much.
And, whoa, they're going so fast. Hang on, guys. Hang on 1 second. Let me get to them. They're
It's
going.
the
My
wind,
girl,
Rebecca.
my
It's
girl.
I
really
need
windy
to
in
slow
here.
this down just a little bit.
Baby, you killed it.
I'm telling you what. Also, I see there's some chatter about the sound. We have got Robert Kelly is on our sound and production. He's doing a fabulous job. We did have just a little bit of a snafu just before starting. He is working on it. We'll continue to work on it and improve it throughout the show. But sit back, relax, and enjoy the awesome entertainment. We've got Dirty South Arm Wrestling saying, let's go, Ron Bath. Sir Bagels, go, Jody. Oregon represent.
What?
G-Man Games, love the event. Thank you. Hope it keeps growing. Heel up, champ. If I missed
Thank you
any,
very
I'm
much.
sorry. I will
Appreciate
try
it.
and get back to those. But anyways, super excited. I want to get on to this event. So let me first talk about our master referee. Our head ref here at the MonsterFactory is Luke Pulcher. He is a WAF master referee and USAA master referee. He has complete control of this match. His down ref is senior referee Roman Gromov, as well as Tim Tallmadge.
All right.
Tim Tallmadge will be doing some of the main events because, well, Roman is in the co-main event, right? So he absolutely cannot be on the table for that. So these guys have full control, and the rules here at the Monster Factory are very simple. They've been the same through all of the Monster Factories. It is a WAF rule system with a running foul. All fouls count and accrue. Now, a match-stopping foul would be an elbow off the front, side, or back of the pad, okay? Shoulders across is running, just little bobbles are running. I think the Kinks move infraction might actually stop the match. So.
Is it no runner?
It is a runner. Okay,
runner.
He can stand them up. So anyhow, guys, watch these things very closely. Last night was awesome. We did not have one foul. And we had a match that had over 800 pounds on the table, and they managed to keep their elbows
down. That's
in
craziness.
a 7x7 inch pad. That's
All right.
amazing.
Yeah, it's almost like that's how arm wrestling is supposed to be or something.
Almost.
Insane. All right, here we go. We throwing this thing off to Luke or what?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Pulcher, it's on you.
Gentlemen, to the table.
All right.
Oh, did you guys introduce? Because we didn't have our...
I did not introduce these guys. We got Jody Williams from Worley. We got Russ Schrader from Northwest Arkansas. Left-hand match. 242-pound implications here in the rankings. A couple of strong guys. A lot of talk on this match. Russ Schrader is what a lot of people think is the favorite, but Jody asked for this match. So what's your take? What do you think?
I mean, I saw Jody perform in Arm Wars, and he just there's no quitting Jody Williams. That's the one thing I know. So even if he goes down around even 2 rounds, he is going to come back. He's going to be fighting till Luke Pulcher says a winner.
Right. So right there, he did get a false start warning, and it looked like he started to hit the fingers, and then the match started to go back Russ's way, but that could have been because Jody backed off because he did get the infraction for the warning.
Now, for our fans at home watching, if he would have did that movement in the referee's grip,
ooh, that was a nice top rope.
Really nice top rope.
Oh, that looked good.
Yeah, okay, so here's the deal. He took hand control. Russ pulled through. Now we're going to the strap. Now, the thing about the strap is once you tie yourself to the other opponent, hand control does matter, but that arm power and that back power what's going to say?
Go ahead.
I mean, it definitely it changes the match a lot.
Absolutely.
Sometimes they say the strap favors a stronger man, but I don't know which one's going to be. We're going to find out a lot in this next start.
I want to give a shout out to Paul Lynn. He says he dropped a super chat and said, "Wish I could join you all in." We absolutely love Paul Lynn, but he's got big things coming next week.
He has a world title defense next weekend, East versus
That's
West.
no excuse, Paul.
He definitely should be here, Paul. What's going on? Back-to-back weekends, baby.
No, you guys have got to be sure that you have purchased your East versus West card for next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
Yeah, it's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one.
It's going to be a big one. What an
Would
awesome
love
week in
for
arm
one
wrestling.
of our
This is
moderators
like
to
arm
drop
wrestling's
that link
Christmas and New Year's. You know, like you have Christmas,
and then a week later
you have New Year's. That's basically what's
it's
happening.
Very similar to what's happening in the arm wrestling world right now. Yeah, you got Monster Factory, and the funny thing is, we booked it for this day, and then Ingen's like, no, I needed that date. I was like, so he moved ours, and he's like, no, it's Ramadan, so he moved his back. So we flipping back and forth, but we knew we were a week apart.
But
so
I love that y'all work with each other.
And Engin's been a very big supporter, sharing the link, sharing the posters.
We've both been at this thing a long time, and it's fun to be involved in putting together some really good arm wrestling matches, some good events, and still have that passion and desire to get out there and compete, you know.
And
I think Ingen's making a comeback pretty soon, right?
Absolutely.
Yes,
So we hear.
I heard.
Yeah.
But it's just
Here
nice
we
to
go.
see, the top guys
Here we
supporting
go,
each
guys.
other. Oh, wow, Russ was really in a nice position.
Russ was
Looks like Jody just got
control
turned over right away.
Yeah, it looked like he might have got hit faster on the go, mistimed his go, got his palm turned up. It looked like he was about to go for an open top rope Kings move, but Russ Schrader had enough pressure to put the match away early. So we were 1-0 Russ Schrader. So right now what we're seeing is what a lot of people predicted, that Russ was just going to be, a very much a powerhouse in this match. I still don't think this means that Jody's out of it. Jody has several options. He does have a very strong hand. Can he take the hand without the strap, walk through it, and get a without the strap pin? That's always a possibility, right?
Absolutely.
But,
yeah, like I said earlier, we watched Jody in Arm Wars, and the guy has no quitting him. He gets fired up. Jody's been in the game for a minute, and he loves this stuff. You can tell these guys are passionate about what they do, and it's just always wonderful to see on the table. So, again, like I said, with Jody Williams, I don't think the match is over until it's over.
Absolutely.
Calvin Jones dropping a super chat says, looking forward to this. Feel like we should be paying. Well, thank you so much,
Well,
Calvin
we appreciate
Jones.
you guys very
They
much.
can, actually.
My bank account is that. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, Phil Woody gifted 5 Monster Michael Todd memberships.
Oh, Phil Woody. What a blessing.
Yeah, we may actually have a surprise for our members tonight after.
Oh,
the show.
are we going to do it? Do we
think we're
know?
gonna do it.
We
I'm
might do
excited
it.
about it.
Who knows? All right, so we have round 2 coming up. I do want to speak to Ms. Latona real quick. Will you run into the house and grab the medals off the shelf? I forgot to get them.
Speaking of medals, Michael is alluding to the custom Monster
Factory
Michael Todd,
arm wrestling medal.
MonsterFactory 4 arm wrestling medals.
They're actually just MonsterFactory arm wrestling, but they look amazing.
They look amazing.
They don't have a number on
I'm
them.
only calling it 4 because my wife really wanted one. And
She was the number 3
so
winner.
if one goes missing, maybe check Sarah's.
I
check her bag.
will 100% believe it was her.
Okay,
That's
I
a
will
fact.
too. I'm going to check her bag.
She may like trophies as much as me. I'm not sure.
I don't think anyone likes trophies as much as you.
This might be true. All right, here we go. So what's going to happen? Is he going to bust his hand? Ooh.
Oh,
ooh.
Joey and Son's going inside, but yeah, I was going to call him match. I was definitely.
So we are all slips go to straps here, but he says that match slipped below the pad, so the win goes to Russ Schrader.
Yeah.
So if you slip below the pad, you have been pinned at that point, so the slip does not go to the strap.
Right.
So I do think that he had a little bit of purchase. He went inside. He realized that is not the place to go. Russ Schrader. Russ Schrader looks very, very powerful inside, and he also looks very, very powerful on the strap. So what options does that leave for Jody? Is that a mid-wrist press? Is that a shoulder? What are we looking at?
I'm not too sure. I'd love this. Are we able to see a replay of that? I wonder if we were able to see a replay of the that slip. And
We might, if Mr. Kelly can throw it up, we might be able to see a
I'm just
replay
throwing
real
it
quick.
out there just to test him, see if he's paying attention.
Just to see if he's following,
Yeah,
if he's
that's
tracking
all.
what we're saying over here.
That's all.
But yeah, it looked like it to me. It did happen very
It looked-
fast, but
yes.
it did. I mean, that's why we have a master referee up there calling the shot. So if the man says it's a slip, it's a slip.
I want
When
to
he says
say
it's
thank you to
pin.
Craig Soublier, who dropped us a super chat saying, "Here we go." Thank
What's
you
up,
so much
Craig?
for your support,
Now that
Craig.
guy works out all the time and posts some really motivational stuff.
He
He is
does.
one of those dudes that's just very, very consistent with his training. So it's also very inspiring to see someone out there just being hardcore at it, consistent on a daily basis, and that's Craig Soublier for sure.
J-Man Game
It
saying,
looks like-
"Love the event. Thank you. Hope it keeps growing. Heel up, champ."
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And if you weren't paying attention, or if we didn't say it, it's probably because we didn't say it. All the matches on the card, both the undercard and the main card, are best of 5. So
Yeah, we
three
did not say
wins-
that.
3 wins
That was
will
on
get
us.
you.
Three-
I'm sorry,
Oh.
but
Three wins gets you a victory.
Gets
Did
you a
we
victory.
mention that from the undercard and the main card, there will be chosen a match of
We
the night?
did not mention,
Yeah.
guys.
I was so busy worrying about Code Monster.
Cold
Yeah.
Monster, baby, Cold Monster. So what we have on the undercard tonight, like I said, this is match 1 on the undercard. We have 5 more matches. We will be selecting a match of the night where both athletes will split a $500 purse for match of the night, and then in the main event, it's a $1,000 match of the night that the athletes will split.
Now, if I'm Jody, if you're Jody, are you looking maybe to try to base something, maybe fake it?
I'm
top
still
rope
going for
and
the
go
bottom.
inside?
Ooh, see,
Again,
that was
I like
beautiful.
what he looked like. I like that.
That's
I
such
like
a
that.
beautiful hit, but can he apply that same pressure in the strap? And that's what we need to find out right now. Because the thing is, if he can do that once and open Russ up and get Russ flatten his wrist, get his bicep open, he can put enough fatigue on it to maybe do that again. But here's what I think. I think Russ Schrader is looking at, he's 1 match away from clear total victory here at the Monster Factory, and I think that's what his game plan was. That's what he's going for. And when you're only 1 match away from winning, you fight really, really hard.
No,
you know what I mean?
I was going to say, or I'm playing devil's advocate. Do you, if you're in Rush's position, you're up 2 matches. Is it possible you get complacent?
That is possible when you're up 1 match. If you're up 2 matches, you're looking at that finish line. You need 1 more match. In my opinion, that's how I do it.
Sure.
I could see me dominating somebody round 1 and be like, yeah, I got this dude, and then somehow screwing it up. But if I get that second win under my belt, oh yeah, it's on. I'm eyeballing that medal, and I'm like, I'm putting that thing around my neck.
If you're Russ, are you just doing the same thing over again and assuming it's just going to work?
Same thing,
right?
only harder.
Yep.
You know. Now, if Jody can, I just don't know if he has the ability to crack Russ's wrist back in the strap. He looks so good outside the
He
strap.
does.
You know.
Really great.
Get
Now,
ready to do this,
if I'm
guys.
Jody, would you maybe go to a ref script to maybe get a little more speed? No, he just stopped him right there, and there's a match.
That's a good pull. Good
Really
pull.
nice job on Russ Schrader. Congratulations, Russ.
Very good, Russ. Awesome job.
He
And
did a
Jody
good job.
almost got enough purchase right there in the end.
Yeah.
He put the brakes on him just for a second. If he'd have been a little bit higher, we could have seen what happened.
And we're going to talk to all the athletes tonight, both the victors and the second place guys. We're going to talk to them all. We're going to start with Jody Williams, and we're going to bring in Russ Schrader after that. We're going to do that for
All right,
every
Jody
match.
Williams to the table, sir.
Again, super impressive from Russ.
Right here, Mr. Williams. Right here, Mr. Williams.
Okay.
Here we go. Here we go. So,
Our guy Chocolate Thunder's in the house. How you doing, Jody?
Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up?
good to have you, brother. Good to have you. So, you do have another round. You do have another match. You have a right-handed match. I know the left. This is the one that we're banking on. This is the match we booked for you.
Right.
What did you feel that was different about Russ today?
Super duper strong in every angle that I thought I had an advantage in. So,
Okay, so you look very good in your slip outside the strap. Your top row looked great. It's just once you get tied to him, it felt like he took away some of that access that you had, some of those lanes,
Exactly.
and he just made it more about power. And
Yeah.
he looks like a very strong individual right now.
he felt every bit of it too. So kudos to him. He earned every bit of that. So hey, what can I say? You know.
Well, what can we expect out of you for your next match versus right-handed versus Danial Worley?
Is this rated PG, right?
I don't know.
We never know the Monster Factory.
Yeah.
We're gonna start out PG and see where it goes.
I'm gonna get pissed off. So.
All right, cool deal, buddy. Hey, God bless, brother.
Yes.
Happy to have you.
Bring some of that thunder.
Yes,
Always a pleasure.
sir.
We gotta go with the other hand here.
Thank you for having me.
I
Appreciate
don't want to wear that right arm out. You know what I'm saying? All right, brother. God bless. Take care.
Thank you, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate that.
All right, bro.
All right, we're going to see this gentleman again in a couple more matches, Jody Williams, but we're going to bring over Russ Schrader.
Our plan is to bring over Russ Schrader. Here we go.
Here we go.
The champ is in the house. Isn't this like the second time you've won here?
Second time, yeah.
Second time consecutively you've won in the Monster Factory.
Got one right and one left.
We shall award you with your own Monster Factory arm wrestling medal.
Thank you. Those are awesome too.
They
By the
actually
way,
turned out really good. I'm
They
super
did.
pleased with them. I mean, considering that this is all custom, I liked it a lot. you
No,
know?
it's awesome. It's an awesome medal. It'll go in my collection for sure.
Awesome, brother. Hey,
I
happy to have you.
appreciate
So
it.
what happened? Is this what you expected to happen? Did Jody do anything different, or were you just prepared and strong and knew what was going to happen today?
Well, I mean, I was prepared for it. I'm as strong as I've ever been. I've been training super hard. He had a little bit of a surprise for me with his hit, which I was kind of expecting that. He's got a lot of rotation, and I couldn't really stop it outside the strap, but, you know, in the strap, it changes everything. So
It does. It definitely looked like once it went to the strap, what he had available to him was no longer available.
Right. He just felt completely uncomfortable. I mean, my hand in the strap, it changes. It feels a lot
Yeah,
better.
you look super confident. Russ, what's next for you? You have a call out. I mean, you're a winner on a big event. So do you have a call out? Do you have something already planned in the works, or what's going
Man,
on?
I'll pull anybody. I don't care. I'm ready.
Yeah.
You know, I want to climb the rankings, but honestly, I don't even. Anybody wants to try it, I'm ready.
Sounds good.
I've got a few tournaments in the works coming up. I'm gonna try to go to Sean Hancock's Nationals and then probably Arkansas State again. You know,
Yes, sir. The following week, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So-
Are you going to be 42s there? You pulling supers? Where are you going to be at?
42s.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what are you going to pull at Sean Hancock's, 260s?
Probably a 260 class.
Yeah, not cut to
I'm walking
231,
around
so-
55 or so. Yeah,
Okay,
I
yeah.
can't.
So that's an easy walk-in weight for you.
yeah, 31's hard to.
It is, dude. That's a hard cut. Trust me,
is.
I've done it a couple times already. It's rough.
Yeah, and it gets harder every time I do it. So.
Yeah, brother. Hey, congratulations. God bless.
Thank you.
Happy to
Appreciate
have
it.
you.
Thank you for
Awesome
having me.
performance.
Always a pleasure to have you at the
Awesome
Monster
watching.
Factory, young man.
Absolutely appreciate it very much.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Give
sir.
it up for Russ Schrader, guys. He can make some
All
noise in
right.
the Monster
Yes,
Factory.
sir.
We got our first victory of the day. And we got a rematch, a banger coming up. Not really a rematch, but, well, I guess it's a rematch, right?
Okay, so the only thing that I'm seeing difference right now is John Therrien's got him some smelling salts. He was asking for those yesterday. We didn't have them, and I think he went and found them somewhere. So what you got before you go on to it, baby?
I want to say shout out from Jared. Good card, guys. Looking forward to it. Hoping you're healing quick, Mike. Tell Robert Gould, wave for the camera. Twin City Pullers represent. Guys, I want to tell everyone thank you. Behind us, we had some folks actually mention in our chat yesterday that we should get a backdrop. We love this because these are our supporters, these are our athletes, and we want you to be able to see them. Right?
Absolutely. I think I just got a notification that we got pizza delivered. it keeps getting better at the Monster Factory. All right, good deal.
Zach Barfield says, love these events. Keep them coming. Psycho CV, Bill looking sharp in the Psycho Armed Sports shirt. And Brian Corner, thank you so much for watching. Brian, your name's still a little twinge in my heart because my husband's arm fell apart at your event today.
It didn't fall apart.
Say thank you for the show. Jazzed Hellcat, thanks. And Ricky Bobby. Mike, move arm a lot. Blood flow for the tendons, no veins. All right, guys, let's get on to this next
Let's roll.
match. Super
We have a
excited.
left-handed rankings match, North American rankings, 198 pounds. John Therrien versus Stephen Logsdon. Let's let Luke Polster take it over.
All right, now the first thing that's standing out in my mind watching Stephen Logsdon yesterday, that setup. Are we?
Oh my God,
it
it's
looks
the
like
same
we're already
setup.
seeing it again. If you can't see his lower half, folks, his body is arm wrestling technically wrong. But
All I
he's
know
doing
is we
something
tried
really
this stuff
right.
last night, and it worked really, really well.
It worked really, really well.
I had to, after watching him do this right-handed, I switched up, and I'm like, oh, now, okay, yeah, look at his feet. Yeah.
Completely, yep.
Yeah, so seriously, yeah, we tried this. Like, we're like, okay, let's see what he's doing here. We're trying to figure, okay, no. No, he's not doing it again. He's not doing it. Look at
He's
him.
not because he's
it's
arm
a
wrestling
little
different.
something
Plus, that right elbow is in the air, not on the
Well,
table.
no, okay. Here,
No, it's not. It's
coming.
supposed to be on this side. Remember the elbow.
Yep.
Yeah, so he's actually arm wrestling correctly now. It doesn't matter. He arm wrestled
So
apparently
I'm going to
correctly
favor
last
John
night.
Therrien in this match. But here we go.
We got some hyped up young men right here.
Yeah, again, John's called the Savage. We saw that Savage come out in
Round two. Round two, he
yesterday.
looked like an animal,
Super
truly
But
savage
did
in
he-
that match.
But like you were saying, we alluded to yesterday, did he blow his load? Did you go too hard? And because he only got so much energy.
Right.
And did he do that? It's that fine line to balance out that energy, but yet conserve it because you have potentially 5 rounds.
Absolutely. Now let's look at John. John's set up. He's so crowding the table. His hands so in the center of his chest. You got Steven looking to go straight outside.
Yep.
John trying to crush inside.
A little
that
bit
was
of
definitely
coming
a
in,
foul.
that's
That
a
was definitely
foul.
a foul. Yeah.
Again,
I don't want to. So we did get a foul. We got a foul.
Who caught the foul? Was it for moving him?
Yeah, John Therrien moved,
Eyes off.
cupping his wrist and supinating in the ref script. Here we
we're
go.
on a 2-foul system, so 2 fouls, but one more movement like that from John could cost him the match. And it looks like neither guy wanted to hold on.
And the thing
we're
is,
gonna
that
go
it
this
didn't look like that before they said go. It looked like John was going to come
And
crushing
crush it
inside.
out, yeah.
But I guess he felt something in that outside that he felt like his wrist was going to be vulnerable if he tried to go inside. So now he's going to get tied to him. I feel like he's going to have the exact same setup again, and this time come crushing in.
Yeah.
Sebastian Sullivan says he feels like he should be paying too. Yeah, well, guys, we just enjoy being able to bring this to you in the manner that we're able to bring it
Well,
to
and if
you.
it wasn't for Vitacell Biologics, this would not be happening right now.
No, and
So
if it wasn't for those at home supporting us as well, we wouldn't be able to
exactly,
do this,
because
it all comes down to that.
Vitacell Biologics, best stem cells available. Go check those guys out. Use code Monster. But yeah, we're just thankful, man. We are blessed. It's an amazing time for arm wrestling right now. We're just happy to be doing our part. And thank you guys for the comments. Appreciate it a lot.
I was going to say, Michael, you said something before about, people investing, they'll buy this or, material things, but they're not investing in the most important thing, which is your own body, your own health. You only got one of these. And,
Absolutely.
People say, oh, this is expensive. Well, anything that's worth it, something is, so.
Okay, now we got a foul each, both movements, the referee's grip. So that was where he just started applying that back pressure, which we have a no load system where you don't have to match pressure.
So we were both at 1 foul, and that's both gentlemen have a foul because of moving in the referee's grip. So it's super important here, nobody moves. And wow, John looking really, really nice.
John went straight outside, didn't look anything like he was setting up originally, but
Nope.
he changed that setup. And
Look,
then
actually-
it looked as he was going that it looked like Steven might put the brakes on, but the pressure just kept going straight to the pad. So very impressive start by John Therrien, but we haven't seen the Savage come out yet. That was a very calm demeanor John Therrien right there.
It was more like the
He
librarian.
told me he was more awake and more ready earlier today. So
Yeah,
he
well-
said
Might
he
have been
felt
from
those
that
smelling salts.
all-you-can-eat sushi that Michael got everybody.
Hey.
That knocked me out.
It did put
okay?
me to sleep.
It did too. I just woke up. I'm surprised my hair looks so good. Thank God for these filters.
Can I read just a couple
Go
of
for it,
super chats
baby. You can do
here?
anything you
Bo
want.
Edgar says, again, really appreciate this event, but thank you so much, Bo, for your support. But Leroy Walker is in the chat.
What's up,
The
Leroy?
machine.
Yes,
He
sir.
was here at the last Monster Factory. We hope to get him into the future one. And
Absolutely.
he says, as always, a great event. Thank you
And
so
God
much
bless you,
for
Bo. Appreciate you.
your support.
What's interesting enough, John Therrien just looked a lot like right-handed Stephen Logsdon.
He did.
Right, just like almost the lane, everything, almost the way he
Just
angled his
fell
body,
over with
everything
it
like
and
that,
it just
yeah.
dropped, right?
Very different than the John Therrien we're used to seeing, like you said, the crashing inside, relentless side pressure that we normally see. It looked like a very calm, controlled arm wrestler.
Gotta say, I'm impressed so far, because especially since John was favoring his right arm.
Yes.
And here we've had a kind of a turn of events here with him having the dominating win round 1.
Absolutely.
So, with,
And
with the off arm.
That's what makes this whole card exciting. Like every match, every
You
one of
just
these
never know,
rounds,
right?
like I said, at this point, maybe Artem beats Pavlo. I don't even know what's happening.
We have
Anything
no
can
clue.
happen. Everything
Anything can happen
Oh,
at the
sorry,
Monster
sorry,
Factory.
Artem.
Artem's like, what's
he's
happening?
sitting right
What are you
there.
talking
Sorry
about?
about that, Artem.
Jeremy C., I see your super chat, and thank you for watching, sir.
Appreciate your support, young man.
Got our
Okay,
down
so
ref from
he's still
Gromov.
he's setting up traditional. He's setting up conventional. He's leaning into it, but his feet are all on this side this time, so he's wanting to throw the body.
Still- yeah,
Yeah, I'm telling you, it looks like John Therrien's got a very strong outside move on his left arm.
he looks like he does too.
It does not look like he's wanting to go inside at all. It looks like he's all outside.
I mean, John's going to be he's a smart arm wrestler, and he's going
He's
to
young,
make
too.
Yeah, he's going to make the necessary adjustments. He's busy, he's active, and he's just. I think he's going to come up with a game plan that he wants to win. Obviously, I think it was a wake-up call for him yesterday.
Big time.
Because we were everyone talking to John. He was like, I feel real confident right-handed, left-handed. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
And he lost that match right-handed, and already now he's looking better left-handed. Like you said, in a rankings match. So.
Oh yeah. And like I said, he is the lower ranked of the two competitors. Stephen Logsdon is ranked higher.
I don't know why we're talking so quiet.
I don't know either.
We need that MonsterFactory behind us here. Well, you can feel the tension. You can smell the tiger balm, feel the testosterone.
I almost got a little bit of smelling salt from here.
Yeah, I might need some of those just to.
Here we go. So literally, a lot of what's going on right here is just anxiety. And it's just we don't know what's going to happen. We're sitting here as fans, just like you guys are watching at home. I have no idea what's about to happen. In that last slip, it looked like. To me, it looked like John was in dominant position. So now, it does look like right now that Steven is shoving really hard, high knuckle, compromising his wrist down slightly. He's losing his riser some, but it looks like he wants to try to low hand top roll. Yep, he got the hand.
Really nice option. We're
and now the bicep's wide open. Yeah,
John's obviously lost his
safe.
wrist.
He's still
he does
safe.
have a bit of pronation still.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a bleeder right there. That's a bleeder.
Yeah. Little elbow hump there. Again, John's.
Just be safe, John. Just be safe.
It looks like John has. Rebecca Todd is not looking.
Well, it looks worse from here than I think it does up there.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. Again, John, a little bit of hand compromise, but it looks like his pronation.
I think he's making a mistake here. I would not be wearing that arm that much. But I'm not giving advice. I'm just saying. I'm just saying what I've been. Unless you have a pronated king's move, then you're just wearing your bicep out. You're doing a static bicep hold.
We need to have a little.
My head was turned. My ears were plugged. I was not.
Yeah,
we need to have a little Rebecca cam in the corner.
A little Rebecca cam would be
the scare cam. The
next time
cam.
there's a scare cam.
MonsterFactory 5 tune in to get the scare cam. Where anytime a match gets into a
I know
dangerous position, Rebecca Todd turns into an owl.
Danny Key, I want to thank you for your support, and Zach Perkins, absolutely. You are welcome. We really appreciate your support as well. American Arm Wrestler, great card. Can't wait for Bubble Bath. Bubble Bath, is that his name?
Yeah, Bubble Bath. Ron
big.
Bubble Bath.
I didn't know that. Does he know something we don't know?
No, I think Ozzy called him Bubble Bath.
Yeah.
And Agent of Chaos says, love the event so far. Please fix the popping sound. Okay, so here's the deal. We may not be able to fix the popping sound, but enjoy this great entertainment. Enjoy the great entertainment as it is coming to you.
The popping sound is new. We didn't have it last night.
Well, yeah, but whatever's going on, Robert Kelly is on it. He is working on it, and he's done a fast.
He's done a great job, but there's also been a lot of rain and storms and stuff. So we're thankful right now that all that went past us, and we're not going to have any issues with that. So that's
and cool. Strutting Buck, Monster, get arm wrestling back to North America. I think arm wrestling's doing fine. In North America.
So it is doing very well in North America, but what we have coming here at the MonsterFactory, if we get the continued support that we're getting, is going to be a game changer for arm wrestling, not just in North America. Every promotion. Yeah. Every promotion that wants to see arm wrestling grow.
And not just arm wrestling, right?
Am I saying too much? Well, no. We're going to get a lot of eyes on the sport of arm wrestling and what it is that we're doing here. So there'll be a lot of people who will soonly become aware of this sport and the passion that we have for it.
And again, if you're just tuning in right now, this match is tied. We are at 1-1. Both guys looking like they're not holding on.
Yeah.
But this was a great match on the preliminaries last night.
It was.
I mean, this was a great match.
So what's this guy, David?
David Teal is throwing
What's
his
up, David?
Also with the sticker. Thank you so much for that.
So let me tell you about David. Go ahead and take this one real quick.
And he also dropped You Guys Rock. This is payment for using the expedition.
There you go. There you go. So
David
Teal.
Is he the one that just walked down here and they called him walking?
Yeah, that was him. Him and his brother. So I am going to Athol, Idaho, August 26th. Originally was scheduled to pull Roby. Toby left-handed. Roby had said he was retired. Apparently he's back now. Okay. But during his retirement, we decided to replace my match with him with a match with David and Nano Cruz. So I have a handicap left-hand two super matches that day. Best 3 out of 5. Both on left arm, but he's making some custom Lord of the Rings swords. So I'm in. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you're telling me you like trophies. That's what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, and they're custom. Okay. They're made by like a local blacksmith or something.
That's awesome.
Very awesome. All right.
So, welcome, Curtis Murray. Thank you for the support.
Thank you very much, young man. All right, so here we go. So can he do? Okay, so the strap is, and we're back to the buckle thing. Mm-hmm. Is the buckle going to play a role? Is that the reason that Stephen Logsdon get the height, the pronation they got in round 2? We're about to find out right now. I mean, does it make a difference?
If Todd Hutchins is watching, he's probably
He's like, no, it doesn't make a
biting his
difference.
nails right now because he might be wrong.
No kidding. He's like,
Bob Brown's back there going, I told you I'm right. Buckle matters. And we're going to see Bob coming up in a little bit here.
Yes, we are. I can't. Oh, there's so many exciting matches.
Actually, the next match is Bob Brown.
Holy crap.
James King is throwing his support towards Artem. He says Artem over Pablo, 3-1.
Oh my goodness. Wow, James King.
And I want whatever he's smoking.
I know you do.
I'm not allowed to have it here, but I'll have it
not on these
Just not on
premises.
premises.
But once you get back on.
Okay. I need something to look forward to other than my cat.
You're closing me.
And you curled your wrist.
Okay, look. This is me. I'll help you. Okay, I'll help you make it fair.
This is not enough pressure.
Don't
Close your
close me
arm.
like that for me because he's shoving his thumb into my finger.
Again, these guys are super competitive. Obviously, neither guy wants to take a loss, and they're going to do everything they can in the setup to get any kind of advantage. They just have to trust that Luke Poulter is completely non-biased, and he's going to do exactly what he needs to do to get the matches, what he believes is fair as possible. Roman Gromov down
we
ref,
go.
giving a thumbs up.
Hopefully no fouls. Yep.
And it looks like Steve. Oh. John losing his wrist, still keeping his pronation. I think we got some elbow fouls though.
Fell off the back. Okay, that is a match.
All right, so we have one foul each. Yeah, off the perimeter. We don't keep runners going when you come off the back of the pad.
Right.
Runners are bobbles in the center of the table, center of the pad, above the circumference of the pad. Off the front, off the side, off the back are all match stoppage fouls.
Right.
We're having a hell of a match though, guys. We just watched a grinder right there. One guy having hand control and the other guy not. Uh-oh.
John literally sacrificing his wrist. Rebecca's still watching, but I'm more actually.
This looks like a worse position than the first round.
Yes. John really on his
Stephen letting us know
bicep.
it's over.
Yeah.
All right, so that's good technical arm wrestling by Stephen Logsdon and a lot of heart by John Therrien. John Therrien's like, listen, I'm in this thing. I'm sacrificing. I'm going for it.
Yeah.
And you saw Stephen Logsdon transition behind it, get his shoulder fully in a rested position, and just nod to the camera like, hey, guys, I got this.
Now, do you think John can maybe make up some ground with if he goes into that flop wrist press? That's a little bit hard to say. Or earlier, or just right off the go, maybe try to surprise him with that.
Yes, I think so. Right now, I mean, he's only down one match, but he is also one match away from losing. So he needs to tie the score. He needs to figure out, I don't care if it's a tricky move, whatever you got to do, surprise the man, jump in there, tie this thing up, and make this thing a best of 5. Don't let this thing end on 4 rounds. I mean, this is your shot right now. Last night, I know he hated watching Stephen Logsdon take home this MonsterFactory arm wrestling medal. Because when I posted him, he's like, those are awesome. So I know he wants one to take home back to Canada. So I know he's going to give everything he's got right now. Right now, the favorite's got to be Stephen Logsdon. He's in complete control. Okay, and he wasn't in complete control prior to the foul.
Agreed.
Once after the foul happened, he realized, okay, I'm in. John went straight for the bent wrist press. He didn't have the back pressure, and Stephen transitioned around, so it looked good.
What I'm more surprised at is we are about 40 minutes into this event already, and I haven't seen you do a double bicep pose once.
This is crazy. So I need super chats for those.
Okay. All right,
It's like my OnlyFans, except it's here at the Monster Factory.
Logan
Pay for the
Cooper
bicep
says,
flexes.
woo Monster Factory. He wooed you, honey.
What? Woo! Bam! Get some.
That man.
Woo!
And if you guys are just joining us, we had Russ Schrader in our first round, 3-0 over Jody Williams. Right now, we have Stephen Logsdon up 2 rounds to 1 over John Therrien. And obviously, neither guy has any.
Like,
intention
why
of
would we ever hold on to each other?
Who does that?
That's craziness. What do we got there, baby?
Tip Altier says, love all you guys. Rebecca, you and Michael look fantastic. Special shout out to Bob. But the funny thing is underneath, Sir Bagel says, man, Rebecca would not like me to watch practice if she looks away at that position. I've already broken my humorous. Okay, you just made me throw up a little bit, Sir Bagels.
Yeah, thank you for that.
I'm more upset. He says, you guys look fantastic. I spent
I'm like,
2.5 hours
listen, you
on
see
my
his hair?
Yeah, 2.5 hours
He had
on
to
that.
borrow the
You had to use my
gel,
special hair
the hair dryer on his. Well, I can't talk about that.
Yeah.
Mac 55. Thank you so much for your
Thank you, Mac 55.
Again,
Appreciate the
shout
support,
out
guys.
to,
Thank you, everyone who's
Robert
tuned
Kelly
in.
and the Filters.
How many people do we have live right now? How many people are watching?
1.6.
1.6 thousand.
I thought
What do-
million.
Someone
That
wants
was
to know what my
really-
prediction is on Pavlo versus Ron Bat. I don't give my predictions.
Yeah, she thinks she's biased if she gives her prediction.
I don't
Actually,
give my prediction,
I just tell you
but
how I
I'm
think
excited
it's
to
going to
see
go,
what
you
you
know.
do.
I think if my right arm is healthy. No, I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. This is interesting. Okay, look at the setup from freaking John Therrien. That is a swing around, outside, crazy, hit you with everything.
But I love
plus
it.
he's
I
got
like
his leg. He
I
can't
love
figure
it.
out which
I
side to
like
put his
it.
leg on.
I like it. Again.
Damn. Oh, he's on a runner.
Wow.
The pin doesn't count. It gives John Therrien still life in John Therrien. Let's see this guy fight. Let's see that Savage come out. He came all the way down here from Canada, and I know he wants this bad.
But I mean, just looking at the body language, I mean, Steven just looks really fired up. John
He does.
looks
It's hard to take away that confidence when someone gets it. The moment someone gets that level of confidence, it's very hard to take it back.
That arm, that's better, man. Like, I'm trying.
All right, the guys are talking a little bit of crap, having fun, but I mean, that's what the sport's about. They're gonna hug and stuff afterwards. So.
I see someone saying, turn
All right,
on
we're going
Rebecca's
back to the
audio, but
referee's
truth is
grip.
I'm kind of talking
She
quietly,
is being a little quiet today. I don't know what that's about.
I'm afraid somebody's going to snap their shit.
Are you really you're worried about the hold the arms? It's all right, baby.
So we're going into a referee's grip. Steven's actually got one foul, so a movement could actually cost
the
him the
movement
match
could
here.
cause another one.
Steven again in control. John's obviously kept his pronation. Steven with the press. And
Very impressive, very
man.
impressive
Really
arm
impressive. Steven Logsdon.
Ricky Bobby says Logsdon's setup and strap is way better.
He is
Very
setting. He is doing everything he's supposed to do. That's an awesome performance by both gentlemen. All right, let's get John Therrien in here. Talk to this young man. See what he's got to say. Hey, get your headphones, sir. Right there. Yeah. Wow. So you looked really good the first match. First setup looked awesome. I loved your top row because I felt your top row in the overalls up there in bowling.
Yeah, for
That's
sure,
where I
for sure.
figured you'd go. Then he flipped it up in round two. Well, what happened? What changed?
He's just very smart in the setup. Managed to burn my hand quick in the round. So.
It looked like his setup was like he spent a lot of time perfecting that setup. Both
Oh, yeah,
his
for
right
sure.
hand setup that he did yesterday, which is the first time I've ever seen that.
Yeah.
But today's left hand setup was more orthodox, but it still looked like he's putting so much pressure on your fingers and hands
Oh yeah, exactly.
the entire time.
He's attacking the top of my hands. He's doing a good job at doing that. So
how
congrats to
do
him.
you go home and fix this? How do you fix for the next time when someone tries to do that?
Need to get my hands stronger and just work. Now that I know that someone beat me with that setup, I just have to put that setup in practice, right?
Exactly. Get somebody to try to mimic that,
Yeah,
try to
exactly.
counter it, and try to control the fatigue. I mean, that's the biggest thing is you're used to training, you work out. When we work out, we want our muscles to pump and swell, but when we arm wrestle, that's the last thing we want.
Yeah,
And it's
exactly.
how do you get that, how do you stop that from happening when you're competing versus when you're training, right?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Hey, brother, God bless. Happy
Perfect.
to have you. I know you're going to be here all night doing some
Oh, yeah,
after
for sure.
pulling, so
Honor to watch you.
Thank
pull
you.
down.
yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
You're always welcome here at the MonsterFactory, young man.
Thank you very much.
All right, God bless. Take care.
John Therrien, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up for him.
Double champ. Come on in, Mr. Logsdon.
Someone's dad is very proud.
Someone's dad is
man,
very
that's-
proud, but
that's
so
the
am I,
goal.
young man.
Thank you.
Number 2. I'm just saying.
Woo! That's what's up.
That is what's up.
Love
So
that.
losing your first match left-handed, what did that do to you?
Well-
Did you think you'd made a mistake? Did he just feel stronger than you thought? Did you
I
change the angle? What happened?
something in the setups with us where he kind of got a little closer to what he needed.
Mm-hmm.
And I could tell when we closed our hands I wasn't comfortable, but it was still a good chance to sit there to try to tax his hand.
Right.
Try to blow his fingers up, but
Yeah, he said that's
had
what he felt. He's like, yeah, he put a lot of pressure on my hand, fatigued my hand, blew my
Yeah.
hand up.
Yeah, that
Your
was-
setups look very good. This was more of a traditional setup compared to last night's setup.
Yeah.
But
I still kicked them feet over there.
Yeah,
but
we
you kicked
saw
him on the normal side. Like you kicked him on the your left side. This was
So
left
they
side.
switch.
Not today. That's what I'm saying. Today was left side. Yesterday was left side. Although he's arm wrestling right.
Yeah.
Yesterday was left. It was weird.
Yeah, your feet go under your hand.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's
Yeah,
crazy
we
to
saw
see
more
it.
of your,
Yeah,
we
'cause-
saw more of your butt crack last night.
yeah, because we
Saying
saw
it's
like
nothing.
yesterday when you were doing right hand, we saw that left elbow plant. We went back and watched this several times, and as soon as you left that left elbow up, that whole body just dropped.
Yeah.
So we practiced it. We were here.
It's like a-
we were
it's
all
like a
sitting here
lever.
practicing it last night. Yeah, so it's definitely taught me a thing or two, man. Congratulations, showed a
thank
lot of
you.
heart. I love the chest pumps at the end. But
Oh.
hey, always welcome. Congratulations,
I
great
love
job.
it.
Yes,
Anytime
sir.
you were wanting to have me here, I'll be on the way.
He's like, I'm back.
Thank
I'm
you
coming
much.
back.
See you.
All right, bro.
Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, see you, brother. Steven Logsdon, ladies and gentlemen. And like you said, mate, you said you got a little bit emotional when he said he's doing this to make his father proud. If I'm honest, I'm pretty proud.
How do you not? He got two
He got
awesome
two
medals. He
trophies.
won 3-1 against an absolute stud. Like John, I mean, this Stephen Law is about to get calls from everybody.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
John Therrien
Everywhere.
is pulling everywhere and putting on a show.
Yep.
And seeing what Stephen Logsdon just did, I think his his stock just went way up.
And speaking of absolute studs, we got one coming up, and it's not Austin Wade, it's Bob Brown.
They're both studs, but I
They're
think
both
Rebecca's
studs.
got a few things. You got some stuff here real quick, babe? Okay.
I gotta say that was a very exciting match. 2 nights in a row.
2 nights in a row, those guys, I mean, like right now, that's match of the night. It's only been 2 matches. I mean, I loved what Russ Schrader did, but that back and forth in that match right there,
Absolutely.
there's a lot of excitement. Like I said, we were quiet because we were both sitting there like,
Yeah.
oh my God, what's going to happen? And then she's turning away. It was crazy. This next match, I'm so excited about this next
I'm
match.
super excited
Now
about this
Dane
next match.
Sellers is just showing some love. Good luck to my Florida boys. Lots of them tonight.
Listen, there's a lot of studs coming up from Florida, but right
Yes.
now we have Austin Wade versus Bob Brown. Look at Bob Brown's intensity in his face right there. We're going to go ahead and let Luke Polster take over. Let's see what happens.
Rebecca, I'm proud of you. Rebecca Todd actually watched about 70% of that last match.
Someone said my mic's not. Is my mic on, Rob? Okay, good.
All right.
Okay, so let's set this up. We have a guy who is going to be crushing down inside, long lever, strong hand, young, hungry, versus the veteran Bob Brown, who is going all outside.
And who is undefeated at this stage.
He hasn't lost a round. He hasn't lost a round.
Really? Not even a round?
Not a round.
Oh,
He's
okay.
3-0'd everybody he's pulled so
Wow.
far since he's been here. So this is a lot on the line right here. This is.
And we know where both guys want to go. Oh, looks like.
Austin looked good outside.
Yeah, Austin
looked good
looking
outside.
going outside.
That was interesting. Okay, so I completely threw off everything I thought about what was going to happen here.
As did I. And Bob's looking to go inside.
No, Bob's definitely not going inside.
All right, again, with this match, I believe setup's going to be a lot. Is Bob is known for holding on with his top roll because of that bottom finger pressure. Wow.
That's an explosive young man right there.
Absolutely, but Bob Brown does not look intimidated at all. Bob Brown.
Well, no, Bob's like, I think I can get stopped.
Yeah,
I'm just telling
if I'm
you.
Bob Brown,
looks focused
I'm
to me.
excited about
Bob
that.
Brown is a guy who's like, listen, strap me to him and somebody say go. If I put the brakes on you, you're in for a bad day.
We watched.
And
I was going to say we watched
very
Bob Brown.
familiar.
I know a guy like
to me.
that. I know a guy like
He
that.
has a lot of trophies, I bet. We watched. Sarah and I were watching Bob Brown live from the LA Fit Expo, where Bob went against back-to-back Oleg Mosier and Eli, and 2 of the most studly dudes at 185, and Bob Brown beat both of them. And I was like, man, Bob is a stud.
He is a stud. What I just noticed is on the screen, we were putting up the poll numbers. Apparently, Bob Brown, 10 of the people who are in the house who filled out thing, 10 people think Bob Brown's going to win, 8 people think Austin Wade's going to win. Let's see who is right. That's the first time noticing it. We filled those out yesterday.
I forget who I voted for.
And I'm just trying to get that $50.
Mark KDX Rider, see your super chat. Thank you so much, and we will do our best.
Appreciate you, young man. Here we go. Oh, this is going to be explosive hit. It's going to be explosive hit. Now can Bob put the brakes on? That's what's going to matter.
And it's going to be hard if Austin actually no loads. Bob needs some purchase. He needs to load to get his move. And if Austin's smart, I think he can trick bait Bob into a quick flash ping.
I don't see it. Nope.
And Bob is in good position right now. As long as he keeps that elbow down.
Okay, so what I just saw right now is the old school,
Yes.
like experience, badass Bob Brown had enough static back pressure and up
Yes, he
pressure
did.
to force force Austin to go on somewhat of a defense and not have his explosive hit. And I told you, once he got to the strap,
Yes.
that's what he wanted.
Yes, absolutely. And
So
I saw
is he
Artem-
going to go outside
I saw-
and hit, or is he going to try to cut back in? Yep.
I like Bob. I like this
That was a
position
hell of
on Bob.
I still like this for Bob.
I do too. I like it for Bob a lot. I like it for Bob a lot. 2 fouls. 2 fouls.
You got to plant that elbow, baby. You got to be able to contain that up and back pressure.
Bob
Listen,
Brown.
that's the last thing you want to happen is let Bob Brown win round one.
Absolutely.
That was going to go Bob Brown's way anyway, I think.
Well, I mean, it could have. It could have. I mean, Bob has a very sticky spot, right? And the thing is, Austin is fiery. He's hungry.
Yes,
He's
yeah.
explosive. He's strong. He's young. He wants this win. We have a lot of experience in Bob Brown. I'm telling you, Bob Brown's undefeated here for a reason.
Hey,
The dude has got tons of experience.
I saw that first stop before the first foul, and I just saw Artem's face. Kind of got pretty eye. You got.
He's like,
He
shit.
saw Bob Brown be Bob Brown, and Artem Taranko is a little emotional right now, folks. And I'm just happy to see my guy Bob Brown.
Okay, so here's the deal. Bob still has to get to the strap.
Yes.
And he has to make the match slip prior to him getting pinned. And as hard as Austin Wade's hitting, that's the biggest name of the game right now. Can he make the match slip prior to getting pinned? Because we saw a pin called earlier once it, I mean, it slipped, but it slipped below the pin pad. So
Sure.
Bob's got to stop that from happening. If he does, I think Bob's a favorite. I think Bob has enough power to put the brakes on this young stud in Austin Wade and wear him out, take him into deep water and drown him.
Absolutely. I mean, Bob Brown has, like you said, he's been in the sport forever.
I think he started it. He was in the first event ever.
Yeah, it was him and Eve, I believe, in the Garden of Eden, were the
He
first
cracked
two
the
arm
wrist.
wrestlers. But for me, what you said is the first thing you want to do. If you're going to tell me the score, if someone's winning round one, I'm not predicting Bob Brown. Even if he's winning, I'm not predicting Bob Brown to win round one.
That's what I'm saying. The last thing you want is Bob Brown to win round
just
one.
round one.
That makes for a bad day. Did you see how impressive Bob Brown's arm looked when he walked across the stage just then?
He looks awesome.
Obviously he's got a little pump in it,
Yeah.
but that's the most impressive I've ever seen Bob Brown's arm ever look. I mean, the dude looks jacked. So is he going inside or is he hitting outside for that fast top row like he did in round one?
I mean,
I feel like he's going to try to shoot inside.
This card is not a ref script. Someone's asking why are they allowing them to move in the ref script. This is not a ref script.
That's why we have Luke calling the shots. He's like, oops, that's on me.
Yeah. K.
Again,
Russ
like you
HC
said-
asking how MMT's range of motion is nowadays. Let me just tell you, I saw him drink a bottle of water with his right arm. Have not seen him reach his mouth with his right arm ever.
It's been a minute. I'm like, okay, so I'll just give you a heads up. I used to be 10 inches from my shoulder. I'm now 6 3/4. I've gained 3.1 inches range of motion. Oh,
Bob is in a great spot right there.
that's an elbow foul.
Yes. And even if he didn't foul, Bob was in complete control of that
Yeah.
match. Once Bob gets to that spot, Bob Brown, super impressive.
To me, this has been the biggest test for Bob yet.
Absolutely, yeah.
Especially in Bob's eyes. And that's what he said on numerous social media posts. Austin Wade scares me.
Yep.
He scares me enough to make me go to the gym and train. He even thanked this young man for scaring him, so he got him off his ass to go train. What I do think right now is we're seeing probably the best version of Bob Brown that's been around for a long, long time. And I don't know, possibly ever, because look at the size of him, look how his arms look. He's got so much experience, and he knows exactly how to arm wrestle. He knows exactly what to do in every position on the table. He just has to get the stop.
I can't wait to ask Bob how much of this is because he has trained with me.
I was going to say how
He's
much of
trained
it
a
is
lot
because
with
he's
me.
watched me. But, I mean, training you,
could be
watch
that.
me, could be both.
It could be both.
I'm gonna take the credit either way.
We actually watch you while we're training.
That
So,
makes more sense.
There we go.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, we have some Michael Todd videos going on in the background.
All right. Dude, I'm impressed.
I'm super impressed.
I was so impressed with Austin's speed in that first outside move because I thought he was going in, and then it just ready go, and there's no explosion because it was a static back pressure, up pressure low to Bob Brown that just shut it all down.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Bob has been out to Vegas almost every weekend, leading up to this match every Saturday, and I know what Bob's hand feels like. I know how strong Bob is. Bob stays on the table all the time, despite him saying how sore he is and beat up he is. He comes out and he shows out.
What we got,
I
baby?
have to laugh about this because 80NAN says Bob is the boogeyman.
He's scary.
I was nervous
Yeah.
because it's the first time Bob bothered his wife, and I was like, surely that's going to be a bad look. Right?
Well, the thing is, you never want to switch things up when you're.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
right?
I'm superstitious as shit, you know. All right, here we go. Let's go, guys. Great match. Great match.
Something I thought was really cute is the look on Craig Tullier's face after that last round. Craig looked like giddy as a schoolboy.
So giddy.
He was giddy
Well, I'm
as a
telling you,
schoolboy.
Craig's a good fellow. He and I
Absolutely.
go so far back, it's ridiculous. But yeah, he's one of those guys that will show his enthusiasm, his joy. But he also show his frustration and
Yes.
anger as well.
Yeah.
He's wears his emotions on his
He's
sleeves
quite
for sure. Yeah.
All right, if I'm Bob Brown, I'm feeling good. And that's
We got Austin on a runner.
Okay, plant that elbow, Austin. We do not want to lose on fouls. Let's see a match here, guy. What we got?
Digging it.
Digging it.
MMT, did you hook up Bob with some Vitacell Biologics?
Bob has done stem cells for a
Yeah,
while.
yeah.
In
I
Mexico,
don't,
I
in
believe.
Mexico. I don't think he's partaken in the Vitacell batch yet. But
Which he should.
we are gonna convert him.
yeah. I don't know. They got some special kind of hot sauce in Bob's stem cells. I don't know. Down in Mexico, he's looking really
They
strong.
spicy? Is that what you're saying?
I think they're spicy.
I don't
They're
know.
doing
It's gonna be
something
hard
for
to
Bob
compete.
Brown.
Just wait until next Thursday when I
Are we
get.
gonna get a flex?
Ooh.
You're not even on camera.
Oh no, I
so-
haven't got any super chats for flex yet. Can't do that. But yeah,
Then they have to super chat you and say, please, Michael Todd, flex.
I like it when people ask nicely.
Well, what if they super chat you and say, please do not flex?
Ooh.
Can we do that?
Ooh, that's a really expensive super chat there. Because you know I'm prone to flex. Here we go. Let's go. Let's see it. What's going to happen? What's going to happen?
Automatically, I just like Bob. And it's in
Well,
the straps, I like
it is
Bob.
the strap, and we saw how bad he shut him down with his explosive hit, and I think Austin depends on that a lot. But he's also 2-0. Like I said,
Bob just power explosion. Bob's just in cruise control.
Oh,
right
yeah,
now.
look
He's
at that.
bleeding.
Look at that. Oh,
Yeah, Bob is
that
bleeding.
actually was a.
Bob, I almost looked away on that one. Bob find down. Austin with the King's move.
Second foul.
Oh, no.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, the
Matt
legendary
Chaney,
Bob
Super
Brown.
Said, let's go, Bob Brown.
What's
I
up,
think
Matt
he did
Chaney?
it. Thank you
Can
so
I
much.
just tell you, I am 0-3 on my predictions so far.
I am 3-0 on my predictions.
Are you really? I am 0-3.
Yeah, I was not
Wow.
playing favorites when I picked those. I was like, listen, this is what I think is actually going to happen.
Robert Kelly, our production man, dropping that super chat, asking, well, can we get a Jason flex?
Can we get a Jason flex? Now, is that a single or a double? Just doing a single? You don't do the double?
Yeah, I'm sore.
Let's throw the forearm up. Let's throw the forearm up.
My forearms are good. And these light, I need better lighting.
You look good in the light.
My hair, it's right now I'm flexing my hairdo. All right, we were sitting with Austin Wade.
Thanks, sir. Dude, you brought it. What was it like? Is that what did you expect? It feels different when you pull Bob Brown.
It's everything I expected, and I just couldn't execute and bring what I could bring for him today.
All I know is that first hit, I'm expecting an inside hit, and you damn near flashed him outside. It was beautiful. Crazy explosive, looked amazing, hand looked strong, you're confident, you just had a gang of confidence, you stepped off trade, you're breathing heavy, but you got tied to that man. It looked like he just was able to put enough static pressure to negate that hit. Is that what it felt? Is that what it felt like?
Yeah,
What happened?
he was really getting to be able to engage his pronation through my knuckle and through his knuckle, his top knuckles, and
I guess we see why he's undefeated here at the Monster Factory. I feel
man.
like you were his biggest test to date. I think he felt the same way. He's done nothing but say high things about you. I'm super impressed with you. I would love to have you back. Let us come up with a good opponent for you. It's just the experience of Bob Brown and the fact that you made him train. Like, you had that man worried, and he's like, listen, I got to go get some. I can't let this young buck come up and beat me just yet.
he's a
Now,
bad dude.
that might be a match we see again in the future, but I got to say, brother, it was impressive to see you. Let's talk to Bob. But, hey, we're going to do some after pulling, I'm sure. Just stay away from my right arm. Don't hurt me. All right. Yes, sir. God
Awesome.
bless,
Always
brother.
a
Take
pleasure,
care.
sir.
Good talking to you.
Austin Wade, ladies and gentlemen. But there is a man.
It's
and his
just
name
like
is
how
Bob.
it's just how these things go at the Monster Factory. He's
I'm
always
tired
in the
of
winner's
sitting
circle.
there.
He's always in the winner's circle. What is going on with that?
I just follow your lead, brother.
Hey! I like this guy. All right, so I want to present you with your arm wrestling Monster Factory arm wrestling medal.
Nice.
Congratulations, dude.
Thank you very
so
much.
was that your biggest test so far here?
Yes, I believe it was. No disrespect to any other competitor. I felt confident going into my other matches here. I really didn't. I know everyone had me as the favorite. I didn't. I really didn't. So I trained hard for this.
Dude, I just saw your arm come across when you walked across. Like, damn, I think that's the most jacked Bob's arm's ever been. I mean,
you know, it's fun. I've always had a really big bicep. I remember 15 years ago, Robinson Jr. was going around measuring everybody's biceps, and he got to mine, and it was like 18, and Rob was like, whoa. I'm like, I've always had a good arm. My forearm, I need that wrist to get stronger.
I'm just saying the forearm was so full, but just after round one, it just looked different.
Yeah, it's so full of blood.
What have you been doing different this time to prepare for this young man? Is it just consistency? Is it just getting off the couch and going to work, or what was it?
Well, the consistency.
Is it Jason Latona here?
It's Jason Latona. He's training with him. Now, the consistency, honestly, this is the truth, started the day you visited our house in Scenic. And I started doing high rep stuff, which I don't necessarily think is the best way to get strong, but it got me healthy. And then I moved in, and then Craig moved into the house, and consistency came, and it just came. And I haven't missed a workout in forever. And then in preparation for this, going down to the Vegas tournaments every weekend and pulling hard every weekend.
Right.
Hard, which I've never done in years. But I pulled hard. And it paid off. I'm super excited.
Okay, so you're super excited. You're undefeated at
Yes.
Monster Factory. This is your time right now. Who do you want next?
Oh,
I'm still on the shelf for a bit. Can't have me
well,
yet.
if I really just want to be nut burger crazy,
I feel like that's definitely you.
I would say I want the winner of Craig Tullier and Tietê.
Wow.
That is probably
Is that crazy?
out there.
Wow.
But otherwise, if that's not a possibility, Stephen Logsdon.
Dude, how impressed was that young man?
Dude.
Okay, so
that
how did you think those
impressive.
matches were going to go?
Not the way they went.
Yep. Yeah.
I honestly didn't, and no disrespect. I didn't, and to me, Steven is on another level. He's another guy that would scare the crap
I'm
out of
shocked
me.
that you called out Craig Tullier. If you would have saw his face, he looked like a little schoolboy on Christmas
He was so
morning.
happy
He
in
was
your
so
corner.
happy
Now you're like, I want to arm wrestle him.
Now you want to challenge him.
You want to arm wrestle the winner. You want to arm wrestle the winner, but
Yeah,
I'm sure you think Craig's going to be the guy because you are training partner. He's lived at your house.
I'm just the reality is though is Craig is someone that hits so freaking hard he can hurt me bad, and so's Eduardo.
Oh, they're both super explosive. You're like, listen, let's just see if my old arm holds up.
I see if it don't fall apart.
Let's see if we can.
So
We got Vitacell Biologics in the back.
That's right.
We can hook you up.
Fine, Bob.
So,
You're fine.
anyway.
Well,
Bob,
brother,
super
hey.
inspiring, man. I'm so happy for you,
Thank
brother.
you.
I'm so happy.
God
for
bless,
you.
dude.
Thanks,
Awesome.
man.
Seriously.
Love you,
It's a
brothers.
pleasure. Love you too, man. Happy to have you. Let's
Okay.
get Mrs. Monster back in the house.
What
and
do I
let's,
do with this?
You just take it, that young man right there. Don't
Ladies
get
and
your medal,
gentlemen, everyone in the house, give it up for Bob Brown.
Undefeated Bob Brown.
4 Monster Factories, 4 victories. That guy's my hero.
He's a stud.
Yeah, I told you he was a stud.
He's a
I said
stud.
it before the show.
I'm just saying. I'm
He's a
very
stud.
impressed. I'm very, very impressed.
Wow, awesome.
So,
Awesome,
wait,
awesome.
wait. Please, Michael, flex for the camera, please. This is Armenian arm wrestler. Giving you
Should I move? I don't want to get hurt.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if we can fit that in there.
Is this the? No, that's the right. I was like, so my left looks amazing, right? So I brought him up. I was like, damn, that right. Oh, and then I looked at this little
It's
bit.
the worst. I keep going.
Gotta get the camera
I
close.
keep going to
Let's
grab
get a
that
better.
water.
Let's get
Randy
a.
Freeman, thank you so much for your
With
support.
this left though, what do y'all know about
Bionic
that?
Dan Plexman says, watching Stephen Bob's King's move styles has taught me lots about my own game. This is a great event. Thank you so much, Michael and Rebecca. Kaboom.
Appreciate you, Dan. Appreciate
Thank you
you.
so much
All
for
right.
the support.
So, what do we have next?
Wow, we have Daniel Worley, and we're going to see Jody Williams going at it here. We just saw Jody. Unfortunately, things didn't go his way. Russ Schrader said no. Will Jody Williams say yes to Daniel Worley, who I believe has been icing him with this whole fake missing the plane thing? But maybe I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
I think we're in for one hell of a match. These guys are mainly left-handed guys, but they both have very strong right arms. So let's see what happens. Let's let Luke take over. Go for it, Luke Pulcher.
All right, here we go.
Can I just say that I've been after you to get Chocolate Thunder here since Monster Factory 1,
You have.
and you gave him 2 matches.
I'm a good guy. I can't help it.
What's the reality that's setting into me is we're only this is now our 4th match. We're only 3 matches in on the undercard.
Right.
And I'm already almost out of breath.
It's a big card today, but we have, like I said, the entire card is stacked. Undercard, main card, and there is no difference, guys. It's just the main card athletes have to wear Monster Factory, and the undercard athletes get to wear whatever they want, and they're allowed to get whatever sponsors they want as well. So let's see what happens here.
There was nothing undercard about that last match.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Randy Freeman says, support, challenge, or meet or beat the U.S. veteran.
I don't know. Let's do it. What's up, Randy? How you doing, buddy? I think that might be the young man who gave that super huge super chat last night. Thank you so much, Randy. Appreciate your support. We look like we got a little movement there before they go.
Yeah, and
so
both guys look like
both
they
guys
did
are going
the
outside.
exact same move.
Yeah, like, hey, let's
They
mirror each other.
Literally, they look like they're set up everything from their feet to their hands.
I'm gonna tell you, Daniel Worley looks pretty thick. His arms look thick. He looks like he's ready for this. They look.
So it's not a strap.
What was it before the? Oh, elbow foul before the slip. Okay.
So we will not go into the strap. And if you're Jody, you got.
Feel free to put all the chalk on those elbow pads you want, guys.
Cody Whitehead says, watching Bob top row and King's move really puts into perspective how important pulling with your pronator is. You can have a strong everything else, but if you have a strong pronator, it helps tremendously.
Tremendously. I mean, if you can win the high game, you can back pressure and pronate and negate someone's offense and speed, and force them to
Okay, guys,
be holding on. Then you're the guy that's going to be having the better endurance most of the time.
Yeah. And watching guys like Bob Brown in this sport, John Brzing, Ron Bath, it's so awesome. If you're a young guy, you got at least the next 40 years of arm wrestling.
Yeah, you got a long time to go. All right, here we go.
Now we're going to the strap.
I'm just saying, that Monster Factory arm wrestling shirt that Daniel Worley is representing there looks good on him. Those are available.
Right?
Those are available. Just actually, they're not available at MonsterFactory.shop. I thought they were. They might be. We have some here though. I don't know. I think they used to be.
I think they're on 9line. You can get them.
I think they're on 9line. Use code Monster20. Grab some of that stuff.
Mine, I just got my new one, and this one is
It does.
a
It's
schmedium.
It's a schmedium.
It's a schmedium.
medium.
Fits me very, very
All right,
nice.
so these guys looked exactly the same
They do.
in the slip. What's going to happen now? How much is this going to how much of a difference is this strap going to? Okay, so right now, it looks like Danial Worley is way, way high. Look at the webbing.
Yeah,
you know, it looks like the
looks
strap's
Luke's
so much
pulling
closer
them
to him. But,
Luke's-
okay, now it looks a little more even now, but it looks like he pulled back real hard into the strap. I don't know. Let's see what's going to happen. Is this going to be hand battle? Is this going to be...
Wow. So if you didn't check that, that was a
Do we want to inform
second
them?
foul. A false start in the ref script gives Jody Williams a win. So Jody is on the board. I'm sure not the way he wants to be. Jody wants to win this match just to show he's the better arm wrestler, not winning on fouls.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, it looked like he got called for a false start, but it looked like Jody wasn't putting any pressure at all.
It looked like zero
so
pressure.
either Jody completely missed the go, and he did go earlier. Jody hadn't loaded yet, and I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, he just got called for a false start in a referee's grip after one foul before the slip. So we are up 1-0 Jody Williams, Danial Worley, but Daniel looks like he's in this thing, and he looks strong. He looks completely fresh. I don't think that took out anything out of either guy.
Yeah, I agree.
Pulsio TV says he thought this match was left-handed. Jody arm wrestled.
Russ Schrader left-handed.
Yes.
Yeah, so originally this was a Roger Learn versus Danial Worley right-handed match, and Roger was coming back from having broke his left arm or something like that. I can't remember the reason being, but we set that match up. Those are two predominant left-handed guys, and we set them up right-handed. And then when Roger couldn't make it, I asked Jody to step in, and then Daniel didn't make his flight because he had booked the wrong flight, so we had to move that match from Friday to Saturday. So that's what we got here is a right-handed match between Jody Williams and Danial Worley.
And
Jody up
like
1-0.
Daniel can definitely arm wrestle better than he can book travel plans.
Apparently so. Yes, sir.
Joe Sharp 13, I see your super chat. You said audio is a bit blown out a bit. Lower dB on mic by 5. That should clear it up. We have Robert Kelly working on our audio and video and doing the best we can. We had a bit of a storm come in earlier, and that kind of messes things up here at the Monster Factory. But I got to tell you guys, what is coming in for Monster Factory 5, we won't be having those
We will not have
issues.
those problems.
Super excited about that.
It's also probably because of the fact you're so soft-spoken and
And we're so loud and
we're
obnoxious.
so loud and obnoxious.
Yeah.
Well, I
That could
don't
be
know
it.
what's going on. I don't seem to have any volume to my voice today. I think I'm scared as hell. I don't know why.
I don't know either. Here we go. Oh, watch that
I
elbow
did
in the
hear you
front,
yelling
Daniel.
at Mike all last night, so you probably
That could have been it.
Yeah.
Was that yelling or?
That's my girl. I wasn't going to make any innuendos. You're allowed to make all you want.
Earmuffs, Jake. Earmuffs.
So I'm just going to say right there, it looked like Jody wanted to let go, and Daniel was just like happy to let it happen, but he looked like he didn't. His arm didn't move at all.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go and say once this match takes off, if we have no false starts, no fouls, I think Daniel may be the horsepower guy right now.
And it looks like
I don't know. It just the setup looks good. I'm looking at I'm jealous of his thick thumb muscle because mine hasn't came back yet. I'm looking at the setup. Look how thick his thumb
it does
muscle
look
looks.
pretty thick, yeah.
And yeah, so I don't know what's going to happen. Jody has a big, strong hand, but I don't know how much Daniel's going to care about the hand right now.
And it looks like the way they're set up, it looks like they're both going outside with Jody's pressure being a little more high,
looks so
outside
much-
side, and Daniel's looking a little more outside back pressure.
I just say
So-
Daniel's setup looks perfect.
Yeah.
Daniel's setup looks
So we
perfect.
have 2 more matches after this left
Mm-hmm.
on the undercard, and then
Yeah.
we take a 5-minute intermission. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's so
Look at
Michael
that.
can use the bathroom, but we're not allowed to talk
We're
about
not allowed to talk about.
Sorry, I already messed up.
I just need to have a break.
in the bathroom. Jody getting some instructions from our other
I'm
referee
just
we were
saying.
gonna see earlier.
I think I would be uncomfortable with the setup that Daniel has.
Absolutely, yeah.
It looks good. Like he looks like super confident too.
And
Let's
Jody
see what
looks
happens.
like his fingers are already getting compromised. Yeah.
Well, you have to fight. We're in the Monster Factory, baby. Well, then go to ref script.
He's already broken the first rule of the Monster Factory. You don't talk to the
I want to
clock.
see an arm wrestling match. I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to be interfering.
I was gonna say both of you already broken. We don't exist.
We don't exist. We're not here.
Yes.
I just want to. I want to find out what's going to happen.
Course,
I'm sitting here as a fan, and I want to see something. I want to know. Am I right? Is Daniel look like he's going to have the horsepower, or is Jody's big hand? But I'm telling you, the setup looks extremely uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's doing anything wrong. It just looks like it'd be really uncomfortable.
Absolutely.
Can I give Robert Kelly a shout out because he is making me look amazing on this video. I'm just telling you, that is not what I see in the mirror.
Girl, let me tell you what I see. Oh, okay, I can't talk about what I see. You lost the mic.
Sorry, guys, my mic fell off.
That could be it.
That's a lot of it.
Y'all probably couldn't hear me because it was in my lap. But I was giving Robert Kelly a shout out because I was saying he was making me look like I got a TikTok filter.
There you go, baby. You look beautiful to me. I'll keep you.
The lighting. Good lighting.
So, have we seen the odds yet? Have you thrown up the odds yet? I haven't seen those. I want to know what people are predicting.
And if you're just joining us, I'm gonna give you a real quick recap.
Jody
of
10-8.
what
That's
happened.
a prediction. Okay.
We have had 3 matches so far. We had Russ Schrader over Jody Williams 3-0. Steve Logsdon over John Therrien 3-1. The legendary Bob Brown over the very studly Austin Wade 3-0. And right now we are 1-0. Daniel Worley winning this first round. Actually, is it 1-1?
1-1.
Sorry, I
because
take
he
that
lost
back
on
'cause-
fouls.
'cause,
Yeah.
fouls. So it is 1-1 going into this 4th match on the undercard. We got 2 more matches, and like Rebecca Todd said, we are going to do a 5-minute intermission so Michael and I can hang out in the bathroom together.
Listen, don't trust this guy.
That
you
sounded
cannot
really weird.
believe anything he
I didn't
said.
mean
What
it
was
like
that?
We're not
Okay,
hanging
you're
out
on
in the
the
bathroom.
wrong show.
It is. We're not
I
on
know,
that
we're
show.
going to talk like about them. Nothing like anyway.
That was the wrong show.
What
the
the heck?
referee's turning
That came
around.
out wrong.
Yeah, he's a wrestler.
Robert
What?
Kelly fell over
I'm
in
just
his
seeing if
chair.
anyone. I'm just seeing if
Okay.
people are paying attention to our mics work, Rebecca.
There you go.
That's all.
That's all you're trying to find out here.
That's all.
Once again, thank you to Vitacell Biologics, Redcon 1, 9-Line Apparel, McHenry X-Ray, Barrett Construction, and Forbidden Props for these amazing awards. If it wasn't for these guys, these events wouldn't be happening. Go to their websites, go to their Facebook, go to their pages, give them a thank you, give them a thumbs up, let them know you appreciate what they're doing for arm wrestling.
Again, because we were not in a ref script, that was just a warning, but 2 warnings make
I
a
feel
foul
like
here.
it's nothing because he was still holding on to the hand. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that is a false start warning. I can't remember. It looked like there's a lot of movement on both sides.
But it's a warning, but 2 warnings here at the Monster Factory will equal a foul, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to the referee's grip again.
Luke has 0 investment in
He does not care who wins. So he's just like, I'm going to call it.
He just wants to start it
Yeah.
there.
I was gonna say, he almost has 0 emotion, too. He's
He looks
very
pretty
calm.
emotionless, doesn't he?
Thumbs up from Roman Gromov.
Okay, so that time it did look like Jody had better hand position. Like he was
Absolutely.
climbing, and it was Daniel that kind of tried to get away from that. But we do know from the setups, it looks like Daniel's wanting this strap. Like he's wanting to get this strap, and I'm just ready to see a strap match happen. Like let both of these guys go full force, hit, see what happens. Because I have no idea, honestly. I've seen 2 rounds, and I have no idea who's the stronger arm wrestler yet.
So we're 3 matches in so far. Like you said, we're going to have a match of the night that so far, in my opinion, I'm going with Bob Brown.
I know, and the thing is, no, Stephen Logs to John Therrien.
Was very close too. But I don't know if I might be partial because
Bob's performance was better.
Okay, maybe
But
So
not
was the match
the
better?
match was John Therrien. Stephen Logsdon was better.
I agree
So
with that, too.
the performance of the night, if we had that, would be Bob Brown so far.
fair
Match tonight so far, in my opinion, is John Therrien versus Stephen Logsdon. But I don't think we picked, do we? Don't we put a poll out and let the fans pick?
Ooh, you might should have talked to me.
I think that's
I might have just talked to Rebecca. Apparently, we picked.
No.
I don't know what happens.
White Wolf says, hi, Mr. and Mrs. MMT. Great show. Thanks for all you do. Shout out to Austin the Canuck commenting on your show. Jake and Uncle John are like a piece of arm wrestling furniture. Thank you guys for commenting. Be sure that you're all also tuning in on a split screen to watch the Monster Factory.
That is awesome. Check it out. Check it out.
Thank you, guys.
Strap that sucker together. Get it tight. You got to speak up, baby. I need to hear your voice
Yeah,
in
me too.
full,
I can't hear
full
you.
volume,
Y'all
baby.
can't hear me?
Tell
I'm
me
so
what you
sorry.
got. What
It's
you
not like
working
we
with
have
over there?
headphones.
Oh, here we go.
What is funny is y'all are missing over here in the chat is they're trying to come up with a nickname for Paul Lynn. Apparently some folks don't like the white orc.
Yeah.
So they got all kinds of
The
suggestions.
Terminator, the
How about Paul Insane? That's what American Arm Wrestlers say.
Jody, that's what we wanted to see.
that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see who was the stronger guy in the strap.
yeah.
And obviously Daniel Worley had the hand in the strap, but man, that explosive hit from Jody Williams and that side pressure paid off.
Yeah,
we're up 2-1 right now.
Jody looked like he lost his wrist a little bit.
He definitely lost his wrist. We didn't care. He went straight Todd Hutchins side pressure on him. So I don't know what Daniel was trying to do. Did Daniel miss the go, or did he just going straight up and back and he got exposed with side pressure? Got his bicep open. I don't know, but I'm impressed with Jody Williams. That's the first fiery thing I've seen Jody do in the strap, because when he was pulling with Russ, he was just getting shut down. You know. That could have just been from the power of Russ Schrader, though.
But, sometimes you're sitting around waiting. Your adrenaline is high just from walking into the room. You feel all these other athletes with you. You can feel the tension's high. Then you hit a minute, and you start to get calm. And it's really hard to sometimes get fired back up. And sometimes you almost need that kind of kick in the butt, to get you fired up. And Jody looks like he's fired up.
Absolutely.
But again, what we were saying earlier about bomb style of arm wrestling, one of the people commented in the chats about the importance of pronation. And again, the reason why Jody's able to go sideways like that with a bent wrist is because he has his pronation intact. Losing your pronation with a bent wrist, you're not going to have any kind of power. I mean, you're literally just on that inner elbow. But Jody was able to keep his pronation and drive sideways without the hand.
Right. What do you think, sweetie? I see a grin over there. What you got?
No, I just want to see these guys leave it all on the table. All right, I want to see another match. Yeah.
That one was fiery. That was a good one. He
I
hit
like
hard.
seeing the excitement. Want to hear the excitement too, guys.
There we go.
I think that sushi buffet tired everybody.
The sushi buffet put the carb coma on everybody.
It definitely did. Like I said, I didn't realize there was an ice cream. I already do apologize to the Todds. I am lactose intolerant, but I had some ice cream, so I apologize for the bathrooms.
My God, dude. What is your obsession?
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to add some light.
Hey, there you go.
I lost a bet with Mike Aiello. He told me I got to be funny.
Oh, well, yeah, you definitely lost. Well, we lost a bet, apparently.
Okay. Mikey's winning.
Ooh,
I knew Bent Express was coming.
Yeah,
but I saw it coming. Did you see the setup? Mm-hmm. I saw that setup for Bent Express like from a mile away.
Mark Reynolds says, Mr. and Mrs. MMT killing it with the MonsterFactory. Big shout out from the UK where we just spent 2 weeks last October.
We did spend 2 weeks last October, and it was amazing.
I want to go
we
back
saw
to the Lake
so many. The Lake District was unbelievable. One of the best surprises we had there.
Oh, that is a full count.
Phil Woodley's brought enough tea. I almost feel like I'm in the UK right now when I came to. I don't feel like I'm in Arkansas. There's so much tea and British accents floating around here.
Exactly. There's a lot of Yorkshire tea and British accents floating around for sure.
And we found out earlier, Rebecca, that Michael and I have the same vulnerability, which is we can't drink hot beverages.
Oh.
Yeah, no one wants to see. No one wants to see wins or. I don't think you do want to get a win or a loss on. You don't want to win on. Or do you? You say you want to win all the time, right?
Winning's all that matters.
Okay.
I used to be the guy that was like, yeah, all right, come back, let's do it again.
Right.
And I would love to see that right now. But hey, listen, I'm in Jody's shoes. I'm like, give me my medal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's it. That is it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was.
Oh, did we miss that? I thought
No, it was 1-1. He lost the first round on fouls.
Right, last first round on foul. He got pinned. Jody won again. So yeah, 3-1. Or was that 3-0? 3-0.
3-1. No, he lost the one round.
Oh, that's right. That is right.
Yeah. All right, who's got Daniel Worley's headset? Get him in here. Let's get you hooked up, young man. All right, young man. So your setup looked great. Like everything there looked good. It looked like on that third round when you were in the strap and Jody did have that hard sideways hit, you still had hand control. But did you miss the goal that round, or were you trying for a straight back pressure? What happened?
What I did was I let him off the top line, so every time I squeezed, he was playing down the second. So I just said, there's some position where you're trying to catch it. Well, I tried to catch it on the side before it, and then this way I just tried to,
come back out of it.
Yeah, so I let off. Nothing was locked.
Yeah, because everything looked really locked in those first couple of setups. Yeah, we couldn't get a good start. You know, you fouled out, and you had an elbow foul, and then you got a strap foul, and then he and you pinned him. And I'm just like, what the heck? Because round 3 was the one I was waiting to see. I wanted to see what was going to happen, and then you let off that pressure that you were loading so tight, and then Jody just came out the gates like a bullet, you know. So
if I would have,
what would you have done different?
Well, in that third one, when I let off all pressure, I was gonna catch him with this. If I would have let off all pressure and just hit here, I would have been a little bit better on that match.
Right.
But,
Well,
I mean, like I said, I tried to catch him just across because it felt like, there was a lane there. I just didn't get to it.
Yeah, hey, that's why we try to do multiple rounds and see what happens. I'm sure you guys will meet again at some point. Happy to have you here. We're gonna have a lot of fun after pulling, I'm sure. So hopefully the trip was worth it.
I appreciate y'all.
Absolutely. God bless you, brother. Happy to have you. All right, man. Be blessed.
Thank you, Dan. I wanted to watch you perform. Nice. Dan Worley, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Again, I think, it's one of those things we just mentioned, a rematch, and that's definitely something we'd like to see.
Dude, I would like to see like 4 or 5 more rounds of that same match right there to see what's going to happen.
Exactly.
What is up, champ? Hey, so you're in the winner's circle this time.
Yes, I'm glad, but you know what? I've never had a match where I didn't feel like I deserved it because you never want to win a match on fouls. But in the record books, it'll go in as a W. But
it does, and you did get a good win round 3. It was a very aggressive
Yes.
hit. I mean, your hand was compromised, your pronation was still intact, your side pressure was there, and you went straight to the pin pad. So I was super impressed with that match. I wanted to see more of that.
Yeah.
And we didn't get to see it come out the way. I mean, like I said, I'd be happy to see 3 or 4 more rounds of that. That's a pretty evenly matched. They're both set up pretty even. I do think he has maybe a better setup.
Yeah.
Because I was watching, think how uncomfortable it would make me feel pulling somebody with that setup. It looked like his setup was on point first 2 rounds for sure.
It was, and it was annoying, but I was just like, hey, I'm not going to pull like that. But at the same time, it's like, okay, I got to not worry about that and focus on the match.
100%. That's what you got to do. I mean, you're going to get to the table sometime, and you've prepared, you've done everything you can, and then you just don't feel great. At the end of the day, you're like, screw it, I'm just going to pull.
Right.
I got to try to win this thing. I got to take home the W. But, hey, congratulations. There's your own MonsterFactory arm wrestling medal. I'm glad you made the trip. Happy to have you. Always a pleasure. Chocolate Thunder.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate that.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you much. Thank you much.
All right, brother. Way up, Rob.
Robert, I've got some good breaking news.
I like breaking.
Are you ready?
What you got?
I don't know if you're ready.
I'm probably not ready. I have no idea what's coming. Oh, pizza's
Guys,
here.
in the chat, Travis Bajan's son just signed with the Chicago Bears. Is what I was just told, and they said it was confirmed. So I'm hoping I'm not being lied to.
All right, guys, we don't know if this is accurate. We think it's true. Travis Bajan, Tyson Bajan's son, just signed with Chicago Bears.
Wow, congrats.
Dude.
Congratulations, Tyson Bajan.
That is spectacular.
Huge.
I'm telling you, that's the one thing that was inevitable with Travis's kids. He was such a good dad when it comes to pushing them into sports and being there for them. And Tyson is a specimen. Yep. So congratulations, new Chicago Bear, Tyson Bajan. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
I don't know
It
what.
was afterwards signed as a free agent, I believe.
Okay, wow, okay,
Chicago
good deal.
Bears.
Well, yeah, I'm super excited for the Bajan family, and that is awesome for Tyson Bajan. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of that young man, and I think this is just going to keep him going and pushing harder and becoming even better than what he is right now.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Spectacular, truly amazing. Dang, that's so cool, though.
That is cool, right?
Yeah, that's very cool.
He just won up Stephen Logsdon for the proud dad moment. I think
He probably did. Listen, Travis is doing cartwheels right now.
I would imagine
Travis is
so.
not that flexible, so I don't know what those look like, but I'm telling you, he might be doing some backflips too.
Absolutely.
That's a happy father right there. That is amazing. Congratulations.
Congratulations to Tyson.
That is so awesome. I'm sure.
I'm hoping it's true. Somebody get Travis Bajan in this chat and make sure that we know.
Yeah, we could get Artem on the phone with Travis. We'll find out, but that's amazing.
All
right, guys. So here we go. Match 5
Match
of
number 5.
the undercard of the night of MonsterFactory for Saturday, April 29th event. Here we go. Karl Stanley versus Sonny Gay. We got 2 really big dudes.
This is funny. Joe says, isn't MMT's arm kind of messed up? It looks fine. Is this an old stream or what? No, this is live.
Yeah, I'm progressing pretty well. I've lost about 1.5 inches on my arm, gained about a ½ inch back. I think I did a light blood flow thing the other day and got up to like 19.5 on my right arm, and it's normally about 20.5, 20 3/4. So I'm not tiny yet. I'm working. I'm getting them back. But we have 2 big fellas at the table right now. We got to get Luke Pulcher to get this thing started. We got Sonny Gay versus Karl Stanley, super heavyweight division at the MonsterFactory. Let's see what happens.
And Michael, how did this match come about?
Well, obviously, originally Karl Stanley was going to be pulling left-handed versus Jonathan Breda, 2 left-handed studs, right? Mm-hmm. And then Jonathan found out he had to work, couldn't make it. And then Sonny reached out to me and said, hey, I'd love to have a match. I said, right or left? He said, preferably right. I said, I think I might have the guy, and Karl Stanley said, absolutely.
And Karl Stanley just had a birthday, I think. This would be a pretty nice birthday
Oh,
present
did
for
he?
him.
Okay, cool. That's awesome.
I think like 2 days ago, yeah.
Well, here we go. This I'm excited. I have no idea where this is going to go.
This looks like Karl's looking like he just wants to go right inside.
He
and
is
straight to the
super
pad.
strong, but so is Sonny Gay.
Absolutely. Sonny looks like he's maybe trying to go back a hair more, and Karl.
He doesn't. Looks like he might just be crushing it sideways.
Forward.
Well, he's a big-time shoulder presser left-handed, but I don't know what he does right-handed.
Well, I like the position on both guys.
That's a nice match.
That's a nice.
Those are two big boys.
Those
We
are
got
two
like
big
600
boys.
plus pounds up there. That's a couple big fellas right there. This is an exciting match to me.
And it looks like Sonny looked like he was trying to go a little bit outside. Karl's hand held up, was able to wrist curl him in.
Yeah, Sonny ended up into like an open top roll
Yeah.
with, both guys climbing for position. Almost looked like his riser got somewhat compromised, and Karl trying to reach and climb, and then they got the slip. So here's what's going to happen in this trap, in my opinion. We're going to see something similar from Sonny. He's going to go out. He's going to hit outside. And I think Karl's going to come crushing in on his arm. Will his wrist hold up? I don't know. Will the open top row of Sonny Gay hold up? I have no idea where this is going to go, but I don't know who's going to win, but that's where I think the match is going to go now. Karl could surprise me and try to go outside and crack his wrist. I don't know.
Because I was going to say, based on that first slip, is there someone you prefer? Right, that looks really nice. Obviously, Sonny into a King's move, but Karl Stanley looked.
He looks so
able
strong.
to control that pronation and not let Sonny get to full extension on that King's move.
No, he looks so strong.
Is that the key? Is that in your opinion? I mean, when people think still the word King's move, they think Michael Todd. You're the one who almost put it on the map. You, Crazy George, now Devin.
I've definitely had the biggest, most seen victories, especially in the super heavyweight division, using that technique.
But knowing
Crazy George has done it way more than me. But
sure, but knowing that technique, is that what it is? If your pronation's intact, does the King's move stay intact?
Most of the time. Now, it really is heavy pronation. It also depends on where you're comfortable at, where you can set at, where your back pressure at, and how comfortable you are once you get the stop. You have to believe that once you get the stop, you're going to be the stronger guy. You're going to have the better endurance. But yeah, it was that just looked like a very, very strong Karl Stanley.
Yeah, it looked super control.
I've got to read this super chat from Peter Stores because it is for Sonny Gay. Peter Stores Arm Wrestling says, "Let's go, Sonny Gay. Kentucky in the house. Thanks, Monsters, for these awesome events." Someone also said that they checked the NFL draft website. They didn't see
Tyson's name yet?
Tyson's name, but it wouldn't be in the draft because he was signed after
the draft. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So this is 1-0 Karl Stanley, but Sonny Gay is still in this match. He is a very versatile arm wrestler, been around for a very long time. It's just he needs to get Sonny outside his shoulder. I mean, not Sonny. He needs to get Karl outside his shoulder.
Yeah, and if I'm Karl, I'm just trying to control.
Do the same thing.
I'm just trying to do the same thing, control the spread, mainly the rotation of the hand and thumb, and see if I can get
Sonny
that
looks
big
like he's
shoulder
setting up
forward.
really good to even get more back pressure,
Yep,
more
absolutely,
pronation.
yeah.
So that looks good. Oh, nope.
Wow, again, really nice.
That was a good transition.
That was a very
Good transition, really nice counter.
Very, very good counter from Karl. He went sideways and he got stopped, and then he immediately went outside and climbed the hand and back
Absolutely.
pressure. That was amazing.
Textbook.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful transitioning arm wrestling. Very experienced puller, Karl Stanley, one of Florida's top arm wrestlers for a very long time. Sonny looked good. He set up a little bit different. He went for the hand, and he just was not fast enough to react to what Karl was going to do. And honestly, I think what happened as soon as Sonny got that stop, he's like, yeah, and then he didn't have time to react because the moment the match stopped, Karl readjusted.
And
Got
that's
the
what,
pin.
just like anything, like a sport like jiu-jitsu, arm wrestling, the reason why we tell them it's combat sport is because the stronger guy doesn't necessarily win. It's the guy who's making the move one step ahead. So if it's a counter to a counter, just like in chess, you don't make one move in chess and checkers, you move one move at a time. In a high-level arm wrestling, there's multiple transitions that are happening. And
The height of the knuckles, where your
Absolutely.
fingers are setting, the pronation, the riser, the supination, the cup. There's so many things and adjustments that happen throughout the course of a match. I've only recently gotten better at teaching arm wrestling because it's always so second nature and instinctive for me to do the things that I do. I'm getting better able to articulate what it is that I'm doing now when I'm teaching someone how to arm wrestle.
Sure.
But yeah, it really, if you watch closely, you can see all those micro movements and adjustments that really determine the outcome of the match. Unless one guy's just way
way
stronger
too
than the
strong,
other. Yeah.
sure. And that's why one of the number one rules of arm wrestling: be strong.
Amen. At the end of the day, it's a strength sport.
Yeah, baby, go!
Wow.
Yeah. Karl just holding on.
Very impressive performance by Karl Stanley.
3-0, and like you said, just controlled that pronation and didn't allow Sonny that
it looked like
access.
Sonny got everything that he wanted. He just ran into a guy who was stronger today.
Yeah.
You know, that's he hit the move, he hit the lane, he did everything he wanted. And Karl Stanley just said, nope, not today. My hand is too strong, my arm is too strong. But yeah, so he definitely put on performance. Let's get Sonny in here real quick.
Wow, really great work from Karl Stanley though. And we're going to sit first with Sonny Gay.
Sonny Gay.
What's up?
What's up, young man? You look good. Your setups look good. Your hand looked good. It just looked like you ran into a very strong Karl Stanley today.
I'll be honest, his hand's a lot stronger than I thought.
It's thick.
I came in here today thinking that my hand was going to be the stronger and his arm be the stronger, so ran into that wall.
He did run into that. Well, round 2, it looked like you got the stop that you wanted, and it's almost like you were like, all right, and then as soon as you did that, he made that. Yeah, he made that adjustment. He went straight sideways. You made the stop, and he quickly adjusted, climbed with back pressure, and he looked good. He looked like a very experienced arm wrestler today, and he looks like he's just really strong. Because I know how strong you are.
He did everything perfect. Sure did.
Well, good. So what's next for
Stanley.
you, Sonny? Well, I mean, I know it's not the outcome you wanted, but you had a good performance here. I was impressed with you. Who do you want next? What's next up for Sonny Gay?
I want on that top 20 list, but whatever I got to do to get it. I want on that top 20 list, and we'll go from there.
Amen, brother. Hey, happy to have you. God bless.
Thank you.
I'm sure you'll stick around for some after pulling.
Thank you guys very much.
You're always welcome here at the MonsterFactory, young man.
Sonny Gay, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. All the way from Florida, posting pictures crossing Mississippi. Welcome to Arkansas. Well, you have arrived, young man.
Yes, sir, I have.
Karl Stanley, Superman Karl Stanley. How you doing? That hand is thick. Grab that hand.
See that?
Ooh, wow, right?
That's a catcher's mitt right there.
I'm telling you, it's thick. So what were you expecting tonight? Is this what you expected?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I knew it would be a war. I was a little nervous coming in. I took an injury last time I pulled right-handed.
Yeah.
So I've been resting ever since. So it was a shoulder injury, so I just wanted to stay tight, keep, that protected.
Yeah.
So you saw me line up pretty tight, just getting in tight. I didn't want to come all out and, risk getting another tear. So.
Like, to me, it just looked like the difference in that match was your control of his rotation. Yeah. It looks like you were just able to stop him from getting outside. And even that last round, it was the most obvious because it was out of the strap. It just looked like your hand was super dominant, and you were able to control that rotation.
He has a thick, strong hand as well, and I could feel that in the setup. I thought every match was going to be slip to the straps.
Sure.
Who's the powerful man? I was able to keep a clamp down on the hand when he was trying to come out.
Yep.
Just keep it clamped in and, go right to the pad with it. So.
Dude, I gotta say, I'm very impressed. Very impressed. So, what is next for you, Karl? What do you got? Who's your eyes on? What do you want? Who do you calling out right now?
Well, I got East versus West finals.
Oh, okay.
Virginia,
June 3rd, right?
Yep.
June 3rd. Okay, cool. Do you know who else is going to be there? I don't know who's.
I was looking at the list. Looks like Sonny Gay's going to be there. Ryan Espy, Larry Wills is on the list.
Oh wow, Larry. Yeah. Dude, listen, I'm impressed with Larry Wills.
I am too.
He's taking arm wrestling quite seriously. Listen to that list. Ryan Espy.
Ryan Espy was on there.
You might be one of the favorites going into that, especially after this performance.
Yeah, I hope so.
Dude, very impressed.
Hey,
congratulations, young man. There's your MonsterFactory arm wrestling.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm blessed to be here.
We're very happy to have you. Hope you stay around for some after pulling. Keep that right shoulder safe. Can't wait to see you again, young man. Take care.
Guys, give it up for Karl Stanley.
Man, dude, impressive performance. Very impressive performance.
That guy does have big hands.
You see how big it was?
I shook his hand.
Oh, my God, I got to start training.
He feels like a catcher's mitt.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Turn some mics up. You got your mic turned up. I don't know what the wife said. I think she said, let's go. I don't know. I can't say that outside. But after this is over, though, pizza.
So we have one more match on the undercard. And what a match it is, right?
Dude.
And so then after that, we'll have a little 5-minute intermission and head off with the main card. But
absolutely.
I've been excited to watch
I've been very excited about this match ever since I booked it. Then we did get to see a preview of it at the Arnold Classic. Mirtaleh Aslan, the Lion, all the way from Azerbaijan, is an absolute stud. This guy is the reigning Arnold Classic champion, and he is built like a lion.
Yes.
I mean, look at how thick he is. Look at his hands, his wrists. Then you got a 300-plus pound Devin Gagnebin coming in from Hutchinson, Kansas. I don't think I've ever seen him that big.
like I said, I watch these guys at the Arnolds, and when I see Aslan in person, he's definitely, like you said.
Do we have measurements on these dudes? Do we have a hand?
I don't know if we had tapes big
Yeah,
enough to measure them. I don't know. They're huge.
Actually, all the tapes in your bedroom. I just saw it. I don't know what it's
You
for.
know what's up.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'm excited. I'm excited. We could keep talking about this match. I'm a fan of both these guys, but let's go to the action. Luke Pulcher, call this thing.
Both these guys have some really thick forearms, man. Aslan looks like he's wearing like the Popeye sleeves that Robin Williams wore.
right.
In the movie
Look
Popeye.
how thick his forearms look too. But I'm just saying, Devin Gagnebin is a big man.
Yeah, and he's got a long form, and to be just like any tall guys, it's harder to be.
I'm seeing a bent wrist press coming here.
Absolutely. Wow. Yep. And
So I don't know if that's because that's where he wanted to pin or he just wanted the strap. But
Sure.
He definitely sacrificed his wrist. I don't think it got taken, so I don't think it's.
It says right here, Chicago Bears headquarters is reporting Tyson Bagent to undrafted free agent deal.
Awesome. Congratulations, Tyson. That's so awesome to see it there.
That's so exciting.
Oh, that's so cool. Can you imagine what that must feel like? I mean,
yeah,
that's amazing. I mean, we've all been in this game for a long time, and I've been around here forever. This is not a sport that gets the notoriety that I think it should. But watching the NFL and college football, everything since I was a kid, and to see someone and know someone that I've known since he was a baby grow up to do something that amazing, it's just, like I said, it's an amazing testament. Yeah. Nah, very impressed with Tyson. Congratulations to the Bagent family. We're going in the strap. Looks good. We had a bent wrist press round one. Was that what Devin wanted, just to get the strap? And now he wants to go outside, or is he going back to that inside move? It looks like he's going outside to me.
I would imagine that too. Like I said, Aslan looks like he can go anywhere he wants to. That guy looks like a brick.
It looks strong.
Really match.
Match.
That one made Rebecca Todd turn away. I understand why my belly jumped a bit on that one too.
So the poll said 11 people for Aslan, 7 for Devin. You know, that was very impressive. I mean, I'm telling you, Devin hit a strong move, and he held on hard in that open top row, but it looked like Aslan just had too much down and side pressure, and it forced him to get back up.
Yeah. No.
I think he might have been almost into a foul position and was going to get called for that, so he tried to stand up when he
because
did.
Because of this straight arm, right?
I think so, yeah.
So White Wolf has been a member for 11 months. Thank
11
you so much,
months,
White Wolf. And
White
he says
Wolf.
everyone get over to the Monster Factory and become a member.
Guys, we appreciate all the support tonight. We're super excited. Like I said, this is 6 matches in right now. This is just the undercard. We have the main card coming. We have 3 title matches tonight, and then the non-title matches are insane.
Like I said, I'm getting lightheaded because I feel like you maybe. I'm holding my breath a lot in some of these matches.
Right?
Yeah, because it's weird. We've seen a few matches now, all going into that open top roll kind of danger position.
A little bit.
And like I said, I know you know a little bit about that move, but I get scared when you do it. I don't get scared. When a regular human being does it, I get scared.
Well, listen. So it's weird. This is a different vibe right now. We don't have as much excitement as we normally have right now, but I think we're just watching from a spectator perspective. We're so invested in the outcomes of these matches that the excitement isn't just like giddy. Like I'm looking at this thing, paying attention to what's going to happen.
And I want to say hello to Ingen Tersey. He is in the
What's
chat.
up, Ingen?
What is up, Ingen?
Check this out right here. It looks like he's going in again for that shoulder.
Yep.
He wants that strap.
Be sure you've gone over to Core Sports and purchased that East versus West 7. It's going to be an insane card.
What we see is Devin Gagnebin's belief is, what I'm seeing is Aslan's hand is too strong and he cannot slip conventionally, traditionally, so he's going for a bent wrist press just to get to the strap. And then he's changed up his technique once he gets to the strap. So is he going to go back outside again where he got stuck and then pulled over and pinned, or is he going more inside? Is he going more traditional? Is he going more to that bent wrist press that you just saw him do to get to the strap? What do you think's coming?
Like I said, for me, when you do your best move and a guy shuts it down, it's pretty discouraging, So I don't know that was Devin's best move. So I don't know what he.
It was his first move for sure. We don't know if it's his best move. It's definitely his first move. Now, is he going to try it again and try to get a better height, better angle? Nope, he's going in.
Yep.
He's coming toward him. So
we're talking about Travis Bagent's son, but I've heard Travis Bagent say, "Look, every arm wrestler has one move. They practice them all, but they all got one move." And so we're going to see if
let's see what it is.
If Travis is right.
Like
that was my Travis. That was pretty good.
Listen here, young man.
Aslan looks strong. Aslan looks strong. My God, he looks strong.
But it maybe Devin does have a different move. It looks like Devin's went inside to a press.
No ref script yet. This is.
Devin looked like he was trying to just press right off the go there. It looked like,
Okay, that's what he needs. That's what he needs.
I don't mind that though. I mean,
Wow. Okay. So what we did is we saw a chink in the armor of the Lion. He got pushed onto his bicep, and it looked like Devin was in a very strong position. But the problem is he telegraphed it. He knows it's coming. He tried that move. Now the Lion's going to be trying to counter that. So will he do the same thing again?
So they both had offsetting fouls. Now, does that count as one foul each, or does that negate each other?
I'm going to
here at
assume
Monster
it's
Factory?
negating here.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Ghostwise went a bit early, yeah.
Okay, so we're one warning.
But if I'm Devin, I like where that match went.
I like where that match went really
Me too,
a lot.
especially after round one.
I mean, that's where you got to just test your frame, go into it, and let the stronger man, the bigger heart win.
And it looks like Aslan's setting a bit up to go a little more outside, actually.
He is. He looks strong, though. He looks so strong.
Yeah. And obviously in the ref script, Luke Polcher's, like you said.
Let's hear it, guys.
Going to be super unbiased. But again, I understand. I'm sitting here watching this, and I'm just slowly
looks like
breathing.
he's going
and
outside
I'm
now.
watching.
He switched it up.
Yeah,
He's not going.
See, they were not in the referee script.
I know that.
Okay, I thought you said.
No, I said no referee script. They just went to the trap. They slipped one to trap. Yeah. So okay, I saw Devin set up for his press, which looked amazing.
I liked it.
Now
Yeah.
I seen him switching, but no, he's going referee script. He's going outside. He's not going inside anymore.
Or is he going to bait him?
He could be trying to bait him, but I think it's outside.
All right.
And just like that, Aslan is up 2-1 over Devin.
If I could have my
Or
moderator.
sorry, 2-0. My bad. I meant 2-0.
Yeah.
My brain said 2-0. My mouth said 2-1.
Go ahead, baby.
If I could have my moderators, please drop that link to Core Sports East vs. West 7 in the chat. Guys, if you have not purchased that, it is 7 days from now.
7 days.
7 days.
Yes.
7
Gonna be an
days.
awesome
I just got a call on my phone and I answered. I just heard 7 days.
Yeah.
And it was Engen. It wasn't the ring.
Listen, here's the deal.
Yeah.
He's got to go press.
I don't know. Yeah,
He was in it. I don't know what backed him out. His elbow injured. His sword. I don't know what. It looked good.
And we're gonna hear if you hear that coaching. That's from our double victor, double champ.
Double champ Stephen
Stephen
Logsdon in the
Logsdon
background.
over
Like,
there.
listen, you got to do this. You
I'm
gotta do
listening to
this.
Stephen Logsdon.
Listen, the guy knows what he's doing apparently.
I'm
He
twisting
showed
my
us the
butt
most
cheeks.
unorthodox setup in the history
I'm
ever.
twisting my
and he
butt
went-
cheeks and listening to
went
anything he
amazing.
tells me.
Yeah, it was very impressive. So I liked what I saw from Devin in that
Me
press.
too.
So
With the press, but like you said, did he feel something?
I mean, it's his body. He knows his body better than we do. That's the one time when it looked like he was in it. You know.
Oh, Gabriella is in the chat.
What's up,
Gabby?
Gabby?
Way
I
too
want to have
debate.
her here so bad, but there's nobody.
There's
to
no
pull.
woman for her to arm wrestle.
There
You
isn't.
know, I mean, I don't know. Do we just have her as an announcer? I mean, how do we? Whatever we do
We
with
should
Gabby.
have her as a special guest.
Because she's
Maybe
amazing.
a comeback match.
Oh, me and
No,
me
I
and
don't want you to
Gabby.
get hurt
You
again. I don't want to
I
get
don't know,
Gabby as
that's,
me.
That's a big
That's a
ass.
tall order.
Gabby is
That's a
me.
big ass for me right there for my comeback match.
She is
I'm
a
gonna
me.
have to test the arm a few times before I grab hold of Gabby.
The Iron Angel will hurt you.
Okay, guys, after this match, we are going to have a 5-minute intermission, and then it goes on to the main card, where, of course,
And we're gonna kick that
main
off with
event will
Tim.
be
But we're gonna kick that card
Roby.
off with Tim Tallmadge and Robbie Russell. That's a banger right off the start.
oh, wait, here we go, guys.
Looks like again, Devin set up for that flop wrist press. Going to
Definitely
the
was.
strap.
Telegraphed the hell out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Tim
But-
Tallmadge and Robbie Russell, and
Yes.
followed by,
Yeah, Mosier and the Rockers.
yes,
gonna be
sir.
insane.
Again,
The
these
main
are
card tonight is just
yeah.
ridiculous.
The undercard has been amazing.
These are great matches, and like we said, it was very hard to predict these matches.
Yeah.
It's very hard to
Yeah.
predict these matches. I may be 4-1 right now. I might be 5-0. I don't remember how I picked.
I don't
the
even remember
Daniel Worley
anything.
Jody Williams match. I don't remember who I picked to win that. But yeah, so
I feel like I got Men in Black flashy. I don't even remember what yesterday
no
was.
clue
I
what
don't.
happened.
I don't
No
remember
idea.
what we went for lunch.
It
I'm
must-
just.
Well, let me tell you, we had sushi.
We did have sushi. Oh, my belly remembers we had sushi.
Good. You had dairy. You shouldn't have dairy.
See, now you're bringing it back.
I am.
No, again, if I'm Devin, unless there's some kind of injury or feeling, maybe some kind of pain,
Hard inside.
I'm going. I'm
committing
pushing
like
that
crazy.
big shoulder.
He's setting up
He's
for it.
got
He's setting up for
he's
it.
definitely got the forearm height.
Uh-oh. Oh. Devin got that look.
And Aslan just too much
The
power.
Lion was too much today,
Yeah.
all the way from Azerbaijan. Showed why he is an international champion, European champion, many-time just champion of
Yeah.
won so much
There's
stuff.
the
That guy
guys
won
that,
so much stuff.
There's the guys that, you know, like you have Mendaga Sarasitis, you're like, wow, he's a champion. I can't believe how strong he is. When you look at Aslan, you're like,
Yeah,
I can believe how strong he is.
It makes sense that he's that strong.
Yes, it makes sense.
All right, grab your seat, young man.
We're sitting with Devin here. Not the results he wanted, my friend.
No, not the results I
That
want.
guy looks as strong as he's as strong as he looks, apparently.
He's very strong, man. And he's well respected in the sport. He's pulled everybody. We were talking outside of me. He's pulled Lillette. He's pulled Pushkar back in the day. He's pulled literally everybody.
He has pulled a lot of
And
people.
so I knew I had my work cut out for me. We had a preview of it at the Arnold. I actually didn't really get to pull him at the Arnold. I tried to slip, and he just gripped down too hard. I couldn't get away. We just had the one match. I knew it was going to be a challenge, so I had to go to the straps every time.
So tell us what happened when you went for the press.
Yeah, round 2.
And then you backed out. That might have been round 3. I can't remember. So it was just 3 rounds. Round 2. My bad. So round 2, you went for the press, and you both had coincidental fouls. That's where we thought you should keep. Why did you go outside in the restaurant?
I felt like I probably should try to keep him guessing, so I showed that a little bit inside. I felt decent there. I didn't know if I was going to get it down.
It looked very good from here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the best you looked in the entire match.
Yeah.
And then the last round, you went bent wrist, and you can't go bent wrist against that
Yeah.
guy.
Yep.
I mean, you're tied to him. You're giving him his wedge, and he's just going to
Yep.
hit drag
Yep.
pressure back for you. But, dude, you're young in the game. You had some impressive victories here. You're an amazing arm wrestler. Happy to have you. Always welcome here. Congratulations.
I appreciate
Your
it.
traps are awesome. Good to have
Thank you,
you.
sir.
I think
Thanks
that
for
when you
having
go
me,
back
sir.
and watch that round 2, you're going to be like,
I
yeah,
should've
I
won.
think you're going to be pinch yourself a little
Thanks
bit.
for having me,
It was
guys.
awesome
Yeah.
performance.
Thank you, brother. Look how thick his hand is.
Yeah, that hurt
Feel
me too.
thing? I'm
Everyone's
telling you,
hurt. My
it's
hands are
insane.
hurt.
I
I
gotta
need
start
to
working
get a
out.
bucket of ice after all these handshakes.
Absolutely. All right, here we have the Lion, Aslan, all the way from Azerbaijan, the champ tonight. Dude, I had high expectations for this young man. I know him very, very well.
Absolutely.
And, dude, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. So you got to pull him at the Arnold Classic. You didn't get to really have the crazy, so what did you think tonight? Is this what you thought?
I think it's more 40 days, and I can't win Devin. In 40 days, he changed very crazy. Yeah, he's very
Strong, big too, wasn't he?
Strong, yes. I will remember this match forever. I can say.
Dude, awesome.
And if it's possible, I want to say thanks to my sponsors.
Absolutely.
Because the sport very important for me.
Absolutely.
Because they make me all necessary facilities for my training. And thank you for all installation team of Pergola Roof. And I feel their support. They write me and say me, you are champion, and they good words make me better.
Amen, brother.
And
Awesome.
some words in my mother language, if you
Yes,
let me. Because
please
a lot
do.
of people watching your YouTube kanal.
Awesome. Go for it, brother.
Azərbaycandan baxan bütün vətəndaşlarımıza, bütün idmançılarımıza təşəkkür edirəm dəstəklərinə görə, var olsunlar, uğurlar. And green thanks to Michael. You invite me and let me to show my power.
Hey, awesome, brother.
I'm very happy to be
Congratulations.
here.
Very impressive. Take that. Be proud. Add it to your collection.
Mirtaleh,
Always a
Aslan,
pleasure.
guys.
Yes, sir.
Awesome, man. Awesome. You know what's sad? He's so nice. I want him to be a kind of a douchebag, but he's not. He's a really nice
He's
guy.
one of the nicest guys.
He's one of the nicest
Are you
guys.
talking about Aslan?
Oh my God, he's amazing.
He
He's
brought me flowers. He is in forever.
Dang. I gotta step up my game, guys. I gotta step up my game.
He saw the surgery and he's gonna risk it all.
This is my chance.
He's really gonna risk it all on Rebecca.
So Jack Bartley, thank you so much for your super chat, says, now to see if my coach Craig Tullier and Dan Mosier spanks their opponents. See if the Louisiana boys bring it.
They always do. They always do. They're big time bringers.
Well, guys, right now we're going to take a 5-minute intermission. We're going to roll with a couple of promos and give Michael Todd a
tea break.
It's a pizza break. What are you talking about?
Oh, pee. I said. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back. We're live. Monster Factory 4. And it's just getting started.
my God.
Michael and I have super empty bladders, and we're ready to go. So,
Super empty bladder.
That's the way to kick off the card. Like I said, we just want to give a big shout out to our sponsors before we get started. Vitacell Biologics. Reach out to them at 1-855-696. Luke Pulcher trying to cover that number, but I remembered it. Cell. That's again 1-855-696-2355. Use that code Monster. Make sure they know you know them about the Vitacell because of us, because of the Monster Factory.
Amazing stem cells, guys. Go check those guys out. Give them some love. Get yourself healthy. Treat your body right. Go and keep going. But I've got to talk about it. Actually, I'm going to take
Go ahead.
Vitacell Biologics. We're going to go in next Thursday. Rebecca's going in as well. She's going to get her first round of stem cells. I'm so excited that my doctor's like, okay, it's been 8 weeks since surgery. You're good to go get stem cells. I'm a big believer in regenerative medicine. Everything that Vitacell's done for me.
Absolutely.
And I cannot wait to see how this arm's going to heal up. Yeah. I'm getting some hand, bicep, shoulder, the IV thing. You got, a shoulder and a knee?
Oh, I'm falling apart. I'm ready to get those. Plus, I'm very excited because you told me they have something under wraps that I can't really talk about.
Oh, we can't talk about that just yet.
Make me look a little more youthful. I'm excited about
Baby,
that.
you look all kind of youthful.
Is that the wig? Is that wig?
I don't know if this is some weirdo magic
filter.
juju
I'm down
filter
with
that he's
the
got on
weirdo
me,
magic
but I'm
juju.
loving it.
Whatever it takes. I'm going to take this up to the bedroom. All right.
A couple of other sponsors. We have Redcon 1. Use that code Monster20. Save you a little bit on your supplements. McHenry Excavating. We have Nylon Apparel. Again, been in this guy's corner a minute. Nylon Apparel. Michael has that's the promo we just saw. Feature Nylon Apparel. Use that code Monster20. And Merit Construction. And again, we got Forbidden Props that are giving us those awesome, we're going to see them in the championship matches, the awesome battle axes here for the winners of the championship matches. That's what they are, right? The battle
amazing axes.
Pavlo has one too many. Michael Todd's still salty about that, but that's
I'm
neither here and there.
salty about that, yeah.
Slightly salty. We'll be back
He's
after
got an
this
opportunity to win 2 more tonight.
I know.
He could go home and have 4 axes. That's just...
No one should have that many axes.
Nobody should have that many axes.
Yeah.
Unless your name's Michael Todd.
And like I said, the most important, you guys, the fans, to get those chats in, help out the Monster Factory. Get Michael and Rebecca the super chats. It gets these events going, guys. Again, it's a free event. People like free events. It seems like they like the free events. And
well, it just makes more sense. It's good for our sponsors, okay, because they get more recognition,
Sure.
but also a lot of people. It just makes sense for the community.
Sure.
You know?
I like doing it this way. I'm so thankful once again to all the sponsors. Vitacell Biologics. If it wasn't for those guys, this event would not be happening. I'm telling you guys right now. They've came through big time for us. But yeah, keeping it like this, it allows everyone to see what it is we're doing. It doesn't keep us under umbrella of just pay-per-view. I'm not saying that's not a great format. It's just right now this is the format that we're choosing. We're so thankful we're able to do this and give this to you guys for free. What are you going to say, sweetheart?
Aiden Walter says, a great event. Thank you so much for that. And Texas Piranha. Thanks, Michael and Rebecca, for putting on this awesome event and free for all to watch. Amazing job y'all are doing for the sport. Okay, but what I want to talk about, thank you so much for that support.
Thank you very much.
What I want to talk about, who do you think is the match of the night for the undercard? Guys, drop down in the chat. Let me know who you think it should be, because whoever gets match of the night will get $500.
Wow. Okay, so here's the deal. That was 6 matches. It could have all been grinders.
Yes.
So the way the performance tonight for me would be between the Lion and Bob Brown. Mm-hmm. Both of those guys put on a spectacular performance. Super impressed. Karl Stanley, definitely an honorable mention. He looked amazing. Karl Stanley. Okay, so I have no idea what I'm talking about.
I was going to say, how do you pick performance of the night?
I don't know.
When most of the matches were 3-0.
Most of the matches were 3-0, but they were 3-0 and entertaining and close. Like it wasn't just, I mean, there's some of them that really don't. I don't know. Yeah. Right now, John Therrien and Stephen Logsdon get my vote for match of the night.
Match of the night, okay.
For the undercard.
You guys, do you agree in the chat?
That's how I see it. That, went back and forth, and then just to see how excited and passionate, Stephen Logsdon is in his match, in his victories. It's hard for me not to have that and stick out in the memory for me for match of the night.
And
amazing match.
For me, performance of the night so far, my boy Bob Brown, and I say boy because
listen,
he's
Bob
a stud.
Austin is a stud,
Yes.
and to watch Bob be able to pull that, and see, those were not just flash pins; those were like boom, catch and pull and drag and fighting.
And
so,
Austin was fighting the entire time.
The entire time. I mean, Devin and Aslanov was great.
Yep.
Karl Stanley looks so strong. Like, I don't know who the strongest guy in the building is right now, but we had some strong-ass dudes.
Yeah, it's been awesome. If you haven't, if you're just tuning in now, go back, watch that undercard. But we got the main card coming up. My guy, Tim Tallmadge, Arm Sports Entertainment, a young other stud, Robbie Russell. It's awesome. I can't wait to watch this match. It's going to kick off the main card.
I'm super excited about this match. We're about to kick this thing off. You have something to say real quick, babe?
Jay Farrell says, I challenge all that can give back so we continue these events. Thank you so much for that support. He says, if Ron Bath wins, it will be legendary.
Truly, truly.
Absolutely.
I am going to go ahead and tease you guys just slightly before we kick this match off.
Thank you,
Vitacell, Redcon, Non-Line, Henry X-Ray. You've all seen them all before. The new one, Merritt Construction. You're about to be seeing a lot of those guys.
Merritt Construction.
I'm just
got some
saying,
awesome things coming our
something
way.
truly special is coming around here. So let's throw this match to Luke Polster. Robbie Russell looks like an absolute stud. Tim Tallmadge is super focused. Take it off, Luke. Let's see what happens.
All right, here we go.
Luke Polster, it's on you, baby. Let's roll. Here we go. Main event time.
Now these gentlemen did not have to weigh in or anything like that, but I mean, obviously Tim's a bit thicker.
Tim's
Robbie's
a 220 ranked guy.
Right.
Robbie's a 200-pound ranked guy, but Robbie is a large frame.
He very large, yes.
And he looks heavily muscled for that size.
Yeah.
Like he looks like just one of those guys you don't want to run into in a dark alley. He's got that I've worked hard all my life build. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, yes, he does. He reminds me of almost like a younger Brent Rakers. This is the way they're built. Everything about him is just
very
sinewy,
similar build, yeah.
Everything's muscular, no body fat. Super chiseled, even in their face.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Their faces are chiseled.
Have not been eating near as much cake as me.
More sushi.
Listen, the sushi's healthy. So what I see here is a Tim Tallmadge who's wanting to keep Robbie's hand flat, trying to go outside,
Absolutely.
and Robbie just wants to force inside into a hook. So I don't know where it's going.
Right. Tim and I were talking. He was like, "I'm pretty sure Robbie's just gonna go sideways," and he said that's what he's trying to do is stop that. Tim, obviously, a traveled referee.
He's got his lower body under the table. He's posting. He's bearing that elbow pressure down on the elbow. He's posting high. He's going to be able to crack the wrist. Nope.
And Robbie just did what he said. What Tim said he was afraid he was going to do. Just take him, curl him inside, control that rotation, control that pronator, and just muscle Tim inside.
Well, I mean, I had a feeling if it went inside, it was going to look like that. Sure. I don't know if Tim just missed his hit and just gave it away. Didn't want to fatigue his arm, didn't want to get his bicep, potentially risking an injury to his bicep. I don't know if he's truly happy with the setup or not. He looks like he may still think like he's got something. Listen, when it comes to these things for me, I just want to get up there and know that I put the work and I'm strong as shit.
Sure.
So I need to work on my setup. I need to work on getting everything instead of letting you have everything.
Right.
And I see Tim as one of those guys who, if he gets his lane, he's dangerous.
Yeah.
But I see Robbie as just the stronger guy right now. He looks like a horsepower machine.
And with, just to touch on what you said, just watching your matches as a fan and just as a spectator, I was admired that you never the guy that was fighting for setup. You just look like you were just like, yeah.
Clearly,
just say go.
I made a mistake with
just
that.
Just say go, yeah. So
I used to thrive. I mean, that was one of the things I was proud of, and now I'm like, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
What you got, baby?
Paul Lynn, thank you so much
My
for
boy.
joining us. Chat says big love for Mike and Rebecca and all you do. And Paul, we are pulling for you in 7 days. Again, if you don't have your East versus West 7, you better go.
I'm a fan, Paul Lynn. I'm a fan.
Away.
Represent, baby.
Middle class white trash. How about that name? Says thanks for this great show, Louisiana boys in the house.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much for your support.
But we've got Seth Amundsen. Says celebrate the first super chat from Seth Amundsen. Thank you so
appreciated,
much,
Seth Amundsen. Thank you so much. Not sure where you're from. Feel free to message me on Instagram or Facebook. I can talk to you about something really cool we have going on you might want to be involved with. Appreciate the support. Thank you so much.
And Sarah Collins is watching. Hey, Sarah.
What's
Thank
up?
You so
Thanks
much.
so much. Appreciate the support. All right, so what's going to happen? Is it going to be the replay of the last round, or is Tim going to hit his lane?
Tim's a friend. I'm a fan of Robbie Russell's style of arm wrestling.
It looks like Robbie's going outside.
It does. Or do you think he's going to try to go the strap?
I don't know what's happening. I was so confused by that setup.
I mean,
that looked like a heavy riser back pressure setup.
Can Robbie Russell feel so confident he wants to beat Tim in his lane?
It does appear that way, but now it looks like he might be going back to that inside drag.
Inside, yeah.
And the thing is, the setup's not a lot different, but it's a little bit different.
Yeah, especially when you can't see him on the camera, but we can see the lower body. Again, Tim looked like he really got off. And Robbie just said no, just pure denial there.
Tim Tim almost had his lane. Couldn't get his wrist flat. the cup of Robbie Russell, his supination, his ability to force him on his bicep, right now just looks like too much. But Tim's over there in his corner with Jody, looking like he still may have some options. So I don't know. You can't say enough good things about Robbie Russell. He's super strong.
Yeah.
I had somebody the other day say, "How do you get Robbie at your house where you get Adam Orzinski?" Well, I want Adam here.
Yeah.
Adam is competing next weekend. Clearly, I couldn't have Adam here, and it's always been
He's got a
conflict.
little something over
a little
in
something
Turkey.
going on.
Yeah.
And I think
We'll
the
forgive
last
him.
event we had here, he was actually scheduled to compete with Tim Tallmadge up there in his Washington event, and then maybe that didn't happen. I don't remember. But I mean, Adam was definitely someone we want to invite here. He's a stud. He's one of the top guys in North America. Always representing over there at East versus West. Looks amazing. But you cannot take anything away from Robbie Russell. That is a strong young man.
Absolutely.
Brad Butler, one of our favorite musicians, that's a staple here at the Monster Factory, unable to be here this weekend, says, "Gotta support my people, love the Monster fam. It's a big ask, but I hope to see Artem get it done. Let's go,
That
stay
is a big
safe,
ass. That's a big ass.
everyone."
But I mean, I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see it go down. We're just 2 matches away.
Yeah, we are just 2 matches away.
And Ricky Bobby tells us he got a nylon shirt to support us. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Ricky Bobby.
That
Appreciate
actually
that.
supports those who give most or who give all. Andrew Bignowski, thank you so much.
Thank
for
you,
the
Andrew. Good to
chat.
see you, buddy.
And Gennaro Castellano. Rumor says Papa is next up. Papa?
Can I just be a fan for a minute? I'm just looking at this rest of this card, including this match hasn't even over, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's awesome. And I'm not. The reality is hitting me because I'm sleepy from jet lag and
This is a good
sushi,
card.
and
This is-
I'm just looking at this going, I'm actually here live.
This is extremely exciting. I mean, I would like to see Tim hit his lane and be able to get his horsepower down and see if Robbie can come back from it. You know, like from a compromised position, can he get back from it? But if he keeps hitting his lane, we're just gonna keep seeing the same thing.
That was a good hit by Tim. Garage Grinders.
And I noticed like Robbie was looking at Luke watching the ref to time that into his head. He's not doing that anymore. It looks like he just feels so confident that if he just stops the match, that he's going to be the victor.
Oh,
Yeah, and Robbie just looks super confident,
he
super in
lifted his
control.
Live it up. Oh, no. No. Oh, dang.
But I mean, yeah, it was 2 fouls, but obviously Robbie clearly in control.
Yeah, he looked good. He looked
USS Liberty says, I just bought 3 stem cells.
There you go, baby. There you go. Get them done. Get them done.
I got the awards over here on deck.
Get on in here, Tim.
What's up?
What's up, young man? What's
Not
up?
much, not much.
So I saw you try to get your lane a couple times, and it looked like his cup was just too strong.
Yeah.
What did you feel at the table?
Very strong. I mean, very good cup. I just couldn't get square. I just wanted to start square, and I felt like he was here every time. He's strong. He's stronger than me.
He's a strong young man. He's built for arm wrestling. Just look at him. He looks like a stud. I was really hoping to see you fully commit, hit your lane, and see if he had the horsepower to beat you once you got what you wanted, right?
Yep.
I never saw you quite get comfortable yet. It looked like you were real close to getting there. It's just like today he was able to shut it down. What's next for you? What do you got going on next?
Not much. Just heading back to refereeing and then back to the drawing board for another match against Roger Cunningham in July. So
wow, okay,
hopefully
where's that
I'll
going to be at?
It's in Wyoming for Corey Miller's Airy system. So.
Oh, awesome. What is that? Is that the 22nd, 29th? When is that?
29th.
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 July. Yeah.
Yep.
So you have an event coming up July 15th, right?
July 15th.
Tell us about that for a second.
Arizona State. We got a lot of good guys coming out. A lot of international guys coming out.
That's what I'm saying. I saw that.
The Latvians, some Australians, some Canadians, some guys from Mexico. So it's gonna be a good one.
Well, good deal. Keep doing what you're doing, man. We're a fan. Didn't turn out your way today, but hey, there's always another time, right?
Yeah.
We're going to see Tim Tallmadge a little bit later. He's going to be down repping a couple matches in a little bit. So
all right.
Thank you, Tim.
All right, brother.
And
Ultra
impressive.
Yes, sir.
I got it on deck
What
for
is
you right
up,
here.
Robbie Russell?
What's going on, big
dude? Strong. I mean, we all knew you're a horsepower machine. You got the levers for it. You're built like an absolute stud. Perfect for arm wrestling. What did you expect? Is this what you expected to happen when you got the offer for this match? Is this what you thought was going to go down?
Honestly, a lot of the matches I take, I mentally put myself in a place where this is what I expect no matter what. It's what I expect of myself. But honestly, Tim was stronger and better than I expected. I have to give that man that credit. He's very solid.
He's a solid puller.
Yes.
He really is, and he's deceiving in that way because you don't expect him to bring the power that he does to the table. And when he is able to hit his lane, he's a very strong dude. It's just like you had just enough tools to stop him from getting there today. Looked super impressive, very impressed. Here's your first place MonsterFactory Arm Wrestling medal. But what's next for Robbie Russell? Where are we going to see you at next? Who do you want to call out right now? Do you have somebody? Are you interested in these next matches coming up?
I was about to say these next 4 guys that are about to pull, they're studs, man, and I want the opportunity to prove that I belong with them. That's where I'm at right now.
That's it.
I wholeheartedly believe.
Which guy do you want? Who of the guys coming to you? Any of them?
Any of them. I don't care.
I was going to say, you're sitting here. You have predictions. You got a prediction, or you want to throw out a prediction for the next two? The two gentlemen you're talking
Brent
about?
Rockers, Dan Mosier. Who do you got?
But history says Dan's a problem, but never pulled Brent. But I feel like Brent has the ability to get himself in a lane. If he does, I think he could be a real problem.
And then
I think he's super strong.
Yes.
Super strong.
Eduardo and Craig.
Tell me about that.
I've pulled Craig. I don't think I've ever pulled Eduardo right-handed. Eduardo has a spot, man, that just looks so sick, but it's so close.
Yeah.
And then you look at the explosiveness that Craig has.
Yeah.
Like, how do you go against that? How do you go against the guy that?
It's so difficult, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what's so fun about this card tonight.
I was going to say something I told Michael in the setup. It looked like the first round, maybe 2. I don't know, but you were looking at Luke to hit that to hit your start, and then by the 3rd round, it looked like you were just. Were you comfortable by then?
When I pull people, I'm always in a fill-out phase.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I've never pulled them, I'm always trying to see where they're good at and what I can do. And that 3rd match, I kind of figured out what he was wanting to go to, and I shut that down.
It looked like you look super confident, man. Super impressive. Can't wait to see you in the mix with those other four gentlemen you
God
just
bless.
mentioned.
We'll have you back for sure. All right, brother.
Robbie Russell, guys, give it up for him.
Absolute stud. All right. So I don't even want to say how excited I am right now because I've been excited the whole day. The match has been amazing, especially after that amazing performance by Robbie Russell. But what we have coming up right now are 2 absolute studs. On any given day, either one of these guys could be the #1 guy in the United States, in North America, at 209 pounds. This is going to be insane. What do you got over there, sweetheart?
Sumo Daz, who is sitting
Sumo
behind
Daz.
us all ripped up, says, it's an absolute privilege to be sat front row and center of one of the best events I've had the pleasure of attending. Thank you to both Michael and Rebecca for organizing such an awesome event. Thank you so much, Sumo Daz.
That means a lot. Really appreciate that.
For your support. Really means a lot. And Sterling Jackson says, Daniel Price, Robbie Lefty.
Yeah, isn't Daniel a 220 guy, though? I don't know. I mean, Robbie probably weighs 210 or something. I mean, he's thick. He looks strong. He's a tall fella. I mean, that could be a good one. I don't know. He just told us he wants one of these 4 guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I don't know if I want to tell that guy no. He looked pretty strong.
Lawrence Boyer says, apparently we're saying super too much because I say super excited a lot.
I'm
But he
so
says,
excited.
Love the show. But if I hear the word super one more time, I'm putting 10 cents in the jar every time. Todd says super. By the end of the night, I'll have $43,658
All right, guys.
They are super matches. They're super stubbly. Like everyone's
super
super
cool place to be.
muscular. Yeah.
We're super happy to be here, and I'm so sexy. Just ask her. No, the one thing about that, just hearing Sumo Dawes say that, that's one of the things we like so much about this environment, the way we do these events, is like this is a very select amount of people that can be here. It's a very exclusive event.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is our MonsterFactory. This is how we want to do it. We don't have the professional backdrop. We're doing this. We want people involved. We want the people here.
Yeah.
We want you to feel and remember this experience as one of the best arm wrestling experiences you've had, whether you're competing or whether you're just a VIP. Thank you guys so much for the support. Appreciate everyone for being here. But I'm ready to see some freaking arm wrestling. Let's go, Luke Polsher.
Absolutely.
Woo!
I don't think you gave him a chance to do his head-to-head.
I may not have did the head-to-head, but it's all good.
No, it was definitely up there.
I saw it somewhere.
It was
Preview
definitely up
program,
there.
saw somewhere. I don't know. I'm
You saw it
excited.
in the previews. You didn't think anybody else
But
did.
again, we don't need
Yeah.
to. These guys are about to go head to
We
head
know
right now.
who Daniel Mosier is. We know who Brent Rockers is. Both these guys are crazy strong. 18 and 19-inch biceps, huge forearm.
Yeah.
Man, they're studs.
And I mean,
So the speed of Daniel Mosier is insane.
I was gonna say, you ask most of the people in the room.
We have to watch the elbows.
Right. You ask most of the people in the room. It's Mosier's speed against the stopping power of Brent, and if Brent Rockers gets that stop, you know. But again, it's like both these guys are strong everywhere.
Everywhere.
And again, you're talking
He's
about
got
Robbie.
his elbow on the pad. He may be wanting the referee's grip. I'm not sure. Yeah, looks like that's what he's going for.
Who's going for the referee's grip?
It looked like Dan was trying to.
Yeah, and I
get
mean,
the
I think
referee's
referees grip favors that snappy speed, that snappy high side pressure that we see Daniel.
It's so hard,
So
but Brent
hard,
has
yeah.
been so strong looking in all the
See
events.
the
he's been keeping.
5 to 1 odds.
5
they
to
have
1
it?
odds. Dan Mosier is what we're looking at today. That is surprising. I
That
thought
is
this would have been
actually,
more 50-50.
a little more.
You
Me
know?
too. Me too. Because I'm 50-50 how I think this match goes.
That was very impressive by Dan Brent Rakers. Brent Rakers got the hit.
Up. Definitely not a pin. I agree with Luke Pulcher on that one. Definitely not a pin.
No, but it is an offensive surge by Brent Rakers that surprised us all because we're all expecting to see that out of Dan Mosier. We saw it out of Brent Rakers. Now, it did look like Dan in that referee's grip kind of loosened up, kind of went towards Brent just slightly before they said go, and that could have negated his speed. Almost looked like his elbows off the front of the pad. I couldn't tell for sure. It's hard to see these things because I'm so excited to see this match take off because you know if you blink you might miss it.
Yeah.
Brent
my breath was held. I was holding my breath.
Amazingly strong just him.
Absolutely.
He may be very, very, very well prepared for this. Like this may be the strongest Brent Rakers we've ever seen because we know how fast Daniel Mosier is, and Brent just got the hit on him.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's because he's faster. I think he had that much strength in the setup that he was able to hit that hard.
But it doesn't matter how fast you are. That kind of power makes everyone slow.
Absolutely, we saw it earlier.
Man, Brent looks super confident. His facial, his body language, everything about it looks super. He looks confident.
Okay, what does Bob mean by that? Take the grip, you get it.
Very, very, very similar setup.
I don't know.
Already you can see Daniel's elbow looks, the hair looks like it's going to be compromised off to the front if Brent puts surges.
We got a match, guys. We got a match.
Different than what we expected, but look at Mosier. Mosier's showing he's got some horsepower and some endurance.
Neither guy's really able to take
Oh my God! I did not see
this.
this coming from Daniel Mosier. Oh my! I'm impressed.
Neither guys really lost
both
pronation. Both guys were both holding pronation sitting at the table, almost very
Great
similar
match,
position.
guys.
Oh my God! Mosier just forced a hook. Mosier just forced a hook.
Michael Todd's excited, y'all.
I could never have predicted this. That looked good for Daniel Mosier. That looks really good for Daniel. Woo! Oh my God!
Michael Todd is just
Okay, that is not how anybody called that match
What the hell
today.
just happened?
You know what? If you didn't believe what a fan of arm wrestling is, I'm sitting next to Michael Todd, and I got kicked like 15 times.
I don't know what just happened except Daniel Mosier didn't get the hit and he won an endurance match. You know, this was crazy. And he forced a hook. He forced. Have y'all, anyone in the comment section has ever seen Dan Mosier force a hook? Please thumbs up or something. I've never seen that happen in my life. I cannot say. Wow.
I don't know if I have a headache from not breathing or from smiling too much.
Michael Todd was kicking his legs like a little kid.
I was going to ask you for that.
Was that really?
Yes, you were so excited.
Brent's an absolute stud. Brent's an absolute stud, and he had options. But the whole time, my eyes were just fixed on Dan Mosier because I could not believe what he was doing.
I was so smiling eyes. I was going to see, does Vitacell Biologics do any kind of Botox? Because I think I just added 16 wrinkles to my forehead. I was freaking.
Oh my God, I'm so impressed, and I love both of these guys.
Yeah.
And that's this right now match of the year.
I don't know. I would agree. Honestly, just in that round, just that one round, we saw a more competitive round.
We saw transitions. It was beautiful.
We saw a more competitive round than we probably seen in the
saw
entire
so
undercard
much out of
so
Dan
far.
Mosier that I didn't know that he possessed. This just made Dan Mosier much, much more dangerous. I mean, did you see all that?
Ren Rocker's triceps. These guys are already pumped.
Drew Bishop says, love MMT and Mrs. Monster. Thanks for the event.
These guys are pumped like crazy. Sorry, appreciate the support, guys.
I need some water. I need some vodka.
Do we need a vodka sponsor? Is that what you're saying?
We may need a vodka sponsorship.
Okay, Marcus, you might want to rethink that. Marcus Tedesco says, prediction from Austin Arsenal Arm Wrestling. If Brent gets the stop, it's over.
Yeah, he must have said that before the match started. It's been up there. Check that one out.
I think that was the general consensus going in on this.
Here's the deal, though. Look at Brent Rocker's arms; those are insane.
He looks awesome.
Those look like they were made in like a lab. They don't look human. It's ridiculous.
I mean, Brent, you can see he's got veins in his thumb.
I mean, you got the crazy thick forearm and thick thumb of Dan Mosier, right? Like he used to not be this big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I think he weighed in at 210 pounds. Both guys right at that 210-pound limit, that agreed upon weight for him. I cannot wait to see what happens.
Everybody in the chat was surprised by that.
Yeah, I cannot wait to see what's going to happen right
It's
here.
like the third or fourth time I've been in person with Brent Rakers, and every time I see him, I feel like I got to do some kind of diet.
You got to start working
I
out.
gotta diet. Yeah, I got to do something. I got to do some push-ups.
There you go. Okay, so he's getting the hit, which we did not expect.
Absolutely not.
But what we're seeing is an awesome pronation from Danial Mosier to get to the strap. And so this is the thing. So if I did not just see the last match that I saw, right now I would say Brent Rakers is in control.
Absolutely.
But we just saw a match that I've never saw in my life out of Dan Mosier. So does he have the endurance to do it again?
I just saw someone in the chat say they would not be surprised if this got to be match of the night, and that's what I wanted to go ahead and let you guys know. So we have match of the night for the undercard, but then a separate match of the night for the main card.
We have $500 up for grabs for the undercard and $1,000 up for grabs for the main card. We just felt like I've always been a fan.
The second match in.
Yeah,
we're actually one round of the second match.
Exactly,
in, so.
exactly. So I've always been a fan of giving me that incentive. Give me that match of the night bonus. Ever since I saw it in the UFC and Fight of the Night and stuff like that, I was like, that's something arm wrestling needs.
I'm going to be willing to bet, though, the match of the night is not going through either of these gentlemen's head. They just want to win.
They 100% are. They 100% are. What is going to happen? I'm so.
Both guys look so
I can't even.
matched.
That hand looks strong on Brent. That hand looks strong on Brent. Oh no! Look at.
Again, Mosier's unlike the last round. Wow! Unlike that last round, Mosier's definitely lost his location, lost his pronation. Like you said, I think that strong hand from Brent.
So was that the buckle? Did the buckle just do that? Was that because the buckle was on the back of?
See, my mind went to was it the endurance of Mosier?
Okay, yeah, exactly. That's what you make you think. But the first match started just like that. It's just he was able to contain it more. Is it because that buckle's on the back of his wrist?
Right.
And he did not have the same access to his pronator and the same height in the strap that he would have had on the other side.
Absolutely. Or like I said, or was it because Mosier is a bit fatigued? Because like you said,
I've never seen him do that.
Yeah, we've never seen him pull like that. So.
A couple in the chat are saying the grip was not good for Dan. Got the jump. How much does Rakers weigh?
They both weighed around that 210 weight.
And again, when you look at Brent Rakers' triceps, I'm looking at his arms right now. He's
form.
off camera. Everything looks freaking inflated.
No, he's a stud. He's a stud. He must have 0 legs because his arms are enormous. He's a big boy. But I mean, he's one of those other ones. I mean, he's like a Pablo. You take his shirt off and he looks like he's just.
Yeah.
I mean, it's built out of stone. These are two. We got some jacked individuals
Absolutely.
here tonight.
I'm a happily married man, but if I saw Brent Rakers on the beach, I trust my wife. I'm gonna move a couple umbrellas down. You know.
I'll stay as far away from that guy as possible.
Moving a couple umbrellas down and ordering a hot dog with a Diet Coke.
Let's hear it, guys.
Yeah, awesome match.
Thank you, Cody.
Crazy match.
Like I said, these are two guys. They can be in turtlenecks and pajamas, and you know these guys are strong.
Yeah, you still know they work out.
Like I said, they got muscles in their cheekbones and eyebrows.
Oh, Cole Rabin says, "Let's go, Daniel. I've been training with this monster, so look for me in the next year or two. I'm coming for these super weights. Great tournament."
I know those super weights. I've been one of those. Here we go. Wow.
And like I said, that's what I'm thinking. There was no buckle, there was no nothing. That just looks like...
That's strong ass hand by Brent Rakers.
That was a strong
hand. As much as every match I've ever seen, I've never seen him pin Dan Mosier like that.
Yeah.
I think it could be round one. Dan fought so hard he just blew his arm up.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think it was the buckle or anything like that. I think it was simply just, again, Dan outside of his comfort zone with using all of his endurance, possibly. Again, it's just what it looks like with the data we're getting in the subsequent rounds.
I mean, the fact that he couldn't get away from his hand. Listen, Brent Rakers was the first guy that I saw at 198 pounds in the United States who wasn't John Brzezinski control Mike Laris and top roll his hand.
Oh, right. You've talked about that last time.
What that happened and how that translated onto a world level was he was so dominant in his hand and he depended on it so much to win that when someone was able to take his hand, like I even think at 198 or so, I think Bill Logsdon did it a few times.
Yeah.
Because Hands of Steel Bill Logsdon had that hand that was able to get out of his hand. because his hand was his go-to. If he didn't have his hand, I think he has since corrected that and made his arm very, very strong.
Absolutely.
So now you have a man with a very strong hand and a very, very strong arm. So I think at that world level, that international level, where before he depended so much on his hand, and if he got it compromised, he didn't fare real well. I think now he's just an all-around specimen of an arm wrestler, and he's showing it tonight. This is amazing.
And again, I after Monster Factory 3, I got the privilege of sitting down at that burger place he took us to. And
How good was that place?
I sat next to Brent Rockers.
so good.
I sat next to Brent Rockers, and I'm watching what this dude eats, and he ate everything: French fries, ice cream.
You're like, how does he look like that?
Cheeseburgers. But we did on a serious note. We did speak about his workouts, and he said everything he does is arm wrestling specific. So all that muscle you see is from arm wrestling specific workout. He said he doesn't bench press. It's all arm wrestling specific, which is, man, genetics are a powerful
That's very
thing.
Devin Laird-ish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But again, Brent Rockers looks like he could step on stage in a men's physique.
I mean, any day. Throw some board shorts on that dude, and he can go to there tomorrow.
For sure.
Finishes up here in time. He might go hit one tonight.
Yeah, maybe he will.
That hand looks so strong. Look how strong his hand looks.
Yes, he does. Again, full start and a foul, but if I'm Brent Rockers, I'm liking everything I'm feeling.
Dude, his hand looks like it's unbeatable.
Dude, his
Oh my
like
God.
I said, he
Did you
looks
see his hand just
completely
now?
inflated. It looks awesome.
And guys, if y'all don't know, Dan Mosier is an absolute stud.
Yeah.
The last time they pulled at the 2022 IFA National Championships, you're looking at Dan Mosier as the IFA champion. Brent Rockers is the second place finisher. So we might be seeing a different outcome tonight. This is a very impressive
I'm Brent
performance from
Rockers.
Brent
I'm just making
Rockers.
sure I don't foul.
Okay, that's what he wanted. He wanted that strap.
You can tell that Luke really does not want them to foul in the ref
Yes.
script. How many times does he
He's
say
like-
don't move?
He's like, come on, guys, don't
You know,
move.
He's approaching don't move as much as we're saying super.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
It's
boy,
about the same.
if you're putting things in a jar from when he says don't move, we say super. You're gonna have a lot of money in this thing.
Absolutely.
Cody Whitehead says, cheat like hell, Dan. Cheat like hell. Ricky Bobby, you need to put on Fergalicious for Ron Bath.
Fergalicious.
Do you know something I don't know? I kind of like to jam to that, too.
Yes, you do, honey. We'll definitely watching that later.
That's what that is. I heard it up. I thought I heard something in the
Listen, we had the most fun in my last trip down to my follow-up, my surgeon, because Rebecca was jamming out to 80s music, and I was like, okay, we have got to buy a karaoke machine, if it's for no other reason than just for mine and your entertainment. It was so much fun. It was so much fun.
Rebecca, are you even old enough to know 80s music?
Absolutely.
You got
I was
so
gonna
many
say,
brownie points just
I'm
in.
looking at this filter. I'm like, she's
It's
not a
that
day over 25.
All right, here we go. Is he going to stop it before he gets too low, or is Brent's hand and arm going to be too much?
That's a pin right there.
There we have it, guys.
3-1. That's three. That's three, right? 3-1. We got an off from Robert, our sound guy. I'm just making sure. I'm just so focused on these matches. Ren Rockers 3-1 over.
So we
Dan
got to pull
Mosier.
off.
No, that's it.
Our
3-1.
referee.
All right.
Wow.
Wow, that's right.
And you can just tell, I don't know if that was on camera or not, but you can just see how elated Brent is. He's on cloud 9 right now, and I'm so happy for him. I think he's a great guy. I love Dan Mosier, too. Always a supportive, nice guy. And
Get on in here, stud. Listen,
Lord.
I know this is not the outcome that you wanted, but that was the most impressed I've ever been with you in my entire life watching you arm wrestle. I saw you do so many things in round 1 that I've never seen before. I'm losing my mind in this video. Go back and watch it. It's crazy. I was so impressed. Now, did that win and that desire to get that win, did that blow your arm up?
It did a little bit. My hand, I just felt like my fingers, I didn't have the pressure I needed with my fingers. My wrist is still kind of tender from the surgery and everything. But Brent's an awesome arm wrestler. He's won pretty much every tournament and every award you can win in North America.
Dude, he's a
pretty much
former
everywhere,
Triple
so.
Crown champ. He's a
Awesome
bad dude. And that's why I wanted to set this match, because you guys were so but used to. It was like if your speed versus his stopping power. And tonight it was he was hitting you. He was getting the start on you. Maybe it was your hand, maybe it was your wrist.
Yeah.
But once you got to stop in round 1 and you were able to make those transitions and force a hook, I've never seen you force a hook in my life. I didn't know what the hell was happening. I thought I was in like an alternate universe or something going on, but I am super, super proud of you, dude.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Just once I got in the hook, I felt okay, and I was able to hold on for a few minutes, but he felt like his hand was real uncomfortable for me. And every time I tried to grip, the thickness and the length of his hand, I was trying to grip and was getting too far down on it. So it's really hard to get hard.
His
to
hand
get
looked
good
like
hand
it might be
control.
the thickest, strongest it's ever been today.
Yeah, he felt really strong.
Dude, his
And
hand looks huge.
I felt like I was there, side pressure and strength-wise, no problem. But the way he was getting the advantage on me, getting over my hand, it's hard to stop that.
Well,
So-
and I think that negated your hit too, like
Yeah,
because of the
yeah,
setup
yeah.
and the way he had such a strong hand, it slowed you down, which we've never seen a slow Daniel Mosier. So
yeah, I'm still a little uneasy with jamming on this thing, so I'm gonna go back to the drawing board, make sure I get this wrist toughened
well, I
up
know
and-
we haven't seen the last of you. So what is
Oh,
next?
for
What's
sure.
the next, Daniel Mosier?
We got a bunch of stuff going on with work and everything. I've been super
You were
busy,
telling me
so-
crazy stuff.
Yeah, so trying to take care of all the work stuff and the personal stuff, get that out of the way, and then get back to training as hard as I should be. And I'll be back to take that title back. No worries.
No doubt in my mind. We did just have Robbie Russell up here, and he said he wanted any one of you 4 guys.
Robbie's very strong.
Robbie
He's been
is
impressive. I've
strong.
been
Would that
seeing
be
him
would
tear
that be a
some
match
people
you
up.
want to see while we see who? Because right now, the crazy thing is Brandon Seltzer holds the title.
Yeah.
Brandon Seltzer is the current champ right now.
Yep.
So we're gonna have to figure some stuff out here at the Monster Factory. So to be active, you might be a you and Robbie Russell coming up. I'm excited to see it. The guy looks super impressive. This match to me, I'm still like I've been talking to you for like 5 minutes because the round 1 was so amazing.
Mike
You know
was-
what I'm saying?
I said to you,
Huge fan.
Mike
You know
was
what I'm saying?
kicking my legs like my wife does when we watch a scary movie. He
Like,
was
you seeing
moving and
this?
shaking so much.
I couldn't believe it.
No, it's just I appreciate it, and I'm going to start training even more and more, and make sure my endurance is where it needs to be. Like I said, he was a stronger man. He had the better grip and got the jump on me off the go. So, props to him.
Once
Congratulations.
I get this arm healthy and I'm doing some unfilmed footage of training, because no one's going to see what's happening with this right arm until it's table time. But I'd like to have you back up here and do some training with me.
Absolutely.
All right,
I'd
brother.
love to
Thank
be
you.
a
God bless,
guest.
brother. Proud of you.
Thanks for
Daniel
having us.
said,
We
man, it's
appreciate
Very happy to have you,
awesome.
man.
We appreciate everything you're doing for the sport. You guys do a great job.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Dan. It means
you.
a lot.
Brent
Thank you.
Rockers. Let's see you. I don't even know what to say about that performance. I
think
don't even
he's
have you
gonna
here
move
yet. And I'm
over.
talking
I don't
to
know if
you.
he's going to fit in that chair. He's so puffed up
He
right
is
now.
pretty puffed. His arms look bigger than mine. Like
I never heard you say that.
I don't know. I don't think I would ever voluntarily say that.
Okay.
But this dude looks huge.
Wow.
Dude.
Thank you. Your face, how happy you look.
My gosh.
Like,
You have no idea, guys. I trained my butt off the last 3 months for this match.
Wow.
Well, ever since we talked about this match,
Yeah.
you know, I think you've been all right. I'm focused 100%. Now you've been hitting some other events, and I've seen you
Yes.
pull,
Yep.
and I keep being more and more impressed. So tonight, honestly, okay. So round one, I've never seen Daniel Mosier do any of those things. Did you expect him to do any of that? Force a hook? He forced a hook on you. Like he put you in a hook. What happened there? You know, like what the hell is that about?
He did force me into a hook, but I thought I was going to be comfortable there, and he was actually stronger than I thought. I thought if I stopped the match, it was coming right back.
Completely the opposite of what I thought was going to happen. You got the hit. You were hitting Dan Mosier.
Absolutely.
Have you been practicing that?
Yes.
Well, it showed.
I have. Yep.
It definitely showed.
Yes, I have. And just switching up the way I pull Dan, I have to pull him a little differently than I pull other people. And just I did a lot of study, a lot of video, and I think I figured out the lane for Dan tonight.
All I know is you looked really, really good tonight. Hand this man his award. Give me this thing right here.
Brent, I'm just looking at you going like, you have muscles in places I didn't even think I needed to work out. I need to work on my Adam's apple. I look at you got them neck muscles and you got really nice teeth. I'm like sitting there going like, I'm a happily married man, but what the hell's going on? Why have these feelings? Tell me what you do to me, man. Yeah, man, awesome
Congratulations, young
performance, man.
man.
I'm so happy
Awesome
for
to
you.
have you here.
Thank
It's
you.
always a
Appreciate it.
pleasure. This is two amazing performances you've had here, right?
Yeah.
What my intentions are right now, Brandon Seltzer is the 200-pound Monster Factory champion. We do have Eduardo Tietê and Craig Tullier coming up. I feel like it's a necessity to see you pull the winner of that match to see who gets the match against Brandon. I know it's one more extra match for you, but I think we need to clean out this 200-pound division and see what's up because
I'll be honest with you. I don't know that I'm going to be cut out for that 200-pound class.
you're not going to be making it too big.
I think I've gotten too big.
Oh, so you're going to
where
Pablo
it's,
or Ron. Or are you going after this left hand? Oh, I know you want a piece of this left hand that's coming up, don't you? Don't lie. I know what's up.
Oh, yeah. That almost happened.
We alluded to the fact that we heard a rumor that after you're done with this, you're heading right over to, there's a male swimsuit competition here in Arkansas.
You're going to go do a men's physique board shorts. You're ready to roll.
You got a pair of board shorts. You're heading over there.
Oh, man, I appreciate the compliments.
Man, Brent, super impressive, brother. Like I said, I was hoping that you'd had some diet so I sat next to you and watch you eat cheeseburgers and ice cream and piss me off.
We're going to eat some more of those tonight.
I hope we do, actually.
All right,
we got to head over to that place.
The funny thing, I was telling somebody the other day, I'm sitting here and I got my bald head and my beard. I'm like, yeah, people used to mistake me and Brent Rakers all the time.
True story.
Me and Brent would be like, hey, is that Brent? You know, it's like
From the
almost
back.
You walked up behind us, you didn't know who was who.
Right now, Stevie Wonder could tell you guys apart. So, that's how I feel.
Congratulations, Brent.
Thank you, buddy.
The Rock showed out tonight, dude.
Again,
Amazing.
awesome
Super
man.
impressed.
I'm so happy for you, man.
Yeah, congratulations, brother.
Thanks, guys.
All right, yes, sir.
Brent Rockers, ladies and gentlemen.
Rockers in the house. Oh, my God.
You know what? I think he was pissed off at you for saying his name wrong for 10 years.
I think so. I think he's like, listen, you're never going to forget my name.
No one's going to forget that
All I
name.
know is that was a crazy match. Like, Dan just completely showed out round one. And then the hand strength and just determination of Brent Rockers to bring that back in a fashion that was extremely impressive, right?
Yeah.
What you got?
I got a super chat from Aussie arm wrestler Jake. I wish you were here to say you're ready, bang for me. Great event, Monsters. Thanks for this. Ready, bang.
There you go. There you
I
go.
love it. Did I do a good job, Jake? Did I do it in my southern accent?
I love your southern accent, baby.
All right.
Are we good to go? We good to go? So what is next, guys? This is our left-hand heavyweight championship match. Which, okay, obviously I should be up there. Dan Pablo. This is crazy.
Okay, it's really surprising to me what the odds were from this match from everybody that was polled in the room.
Really, what was it?
Really
We'll
surprising.
have him put them up in a minute.
Gotta wait for him to pull it up, I guess. But anyhow, what I've seen on the internet, a lot of people are like, "Rest in peace, Artem." But then
10-8.
10-8. That is almost
10-8.
even odds.
My God.
I honestly think the only way is Artem got a hold of everyone's paper and started scratching different names out. Absolutely.
That's
I
what
think
he's done. That's what he's done.
happened.
He's trying to rig the system. But listen,
Artem has got some smarts on the table.
The kid has continually progressed, and he's consistent with his training. We know he does a lot online. He trolls a lot of people, but the kid is passionate about his arm wrestling. He looks amazing. He looks strong. He looks way bigger than the 208 pounds that he weighed in at. Pablo is an absolute stud. I mean, just some of the things I don't even. So who I was talking to the other day, this guy will post videos of him doing like one arm lock and holds or pull ups, holding like 25 and 50 pounds in his free hand. It's crazy. I can't even hold myself with one arm. This guy's doing weird, crazy shit with it.
I will say, I asked Pablo about that. You know, he told me he's like,
Fake weights.
Yeah, no, he said he's like, that's the first time I tried this. He's like, if it didn't work, I would not have posted. So I was like, hey, I love the
That sounds
honesty.
like a Michael Todd approach right there.
But,
all right, so let's see the teletape real quick. Let's see how these two guys look together. They've already stuck it up.
Yeah,
Screw it.
I
Let's
think
go,
they
Luke
did.
Polsher. Make this championship match happen.
We are ready, guys. Come on. This one is for an axe.
This is for an axe. I don't know if you guys see those amazing axes back there. We're going to see some technical arm wrestling versus some real raw horsepower arm wrestling right here.
Her and I says, like Marcus said, well done, Brent. That was a hella match.
Okay, so look at this. That's a nice slip.
Very nice.
That's a nice slip.
Everyone's alluded to Artem's coming in this match with absolutely nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose. And you just had a low hand top row. I mean, Pablo was set up with the higher knuckles, and the slip looks even.
Absolutely.
But Artem understands this strap game. We recently watched a video of him teaching Larry Wills how to play the strap game really well, and he said that once Larry got the position, he looks super strong.
Larry looks really
but
good.
it does look like Artem is getting kind of what he wants
Can
in
you
this
maybe
setup.
get a little tutelage on the side tonight then from Artem?
I
Because
definitely
you
need.
have no
I have no strap game. I'm just duct tape me to my guy. That's all I need.
They don't do that anymore.
I know. I need him to duct tape me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so right now what I see is a very strong Pablo. Just wanted to horsepower this shit down. But look at that post coming out of Artem. I think he's about to roll it around. He's got his elbow planted. He's about to roll back through it. Now,
But again,
here's what
like you
happened.
said, all
Does
the
the
techniques in the world.
pronation of Artem hold up to the power of Pablo? Right now, I don't see it.
Well, we're going to find out.
We're about to find out
probably
really
10
soon.
seconds or so.
He just loosened
Come
up the
on.
fingers. That may not be good for Pablo. Let's see what happens here. His wrist might go back. Oh.
Artem with a really nice soft.
That's a lot of heart from Artem right there. He's like, through the safety of my arm.
He definitely.
We need the scare cam for Mrs. Monster over here. She turned all the way back. We saw her back in that one.
I almost ran over everybody behind me.
She almost jumped the couch. It was crazy. But still, even with his compromised wrist, he straight went Todd Hutchins style, all old school Michael Todd. Let's go crazy. Who cares about my arm? And pull. And that might be putting a little fatigue on the bicep and because Pavlo was in position, perfect position. We was stretched out just enough. If he can do that again and maybe get a little bit compromised in that wrist and hit back, surge back, and open up Pablo's bicep, I told you guys he has a shot. This is not just a blowout. Pablo is 100% the favorite, but Artem is a very technically strong arm wrestler.
Went full-blown Todd Hutchins. Your wife went full-blown Linda Blair, Exorcist. She like spun around so quick. I wanted an old priest and a young priest. I didn't know what was happening. She literally, her spine contort. I'm watching the match, but in the corner of my eye, I'm seeing Rebecca like invert. So I got scared.
Rambling around is with me. He said, I almost looked away on that one.
Well, I mean, Artem turned his head away and everything. He just turned his entire body and frame away from his hand. He's like, screw it. Who cares what happens?
Like I said, my blood pressure already from, I don't know, lack of sleep, too much emotions. You kicking me from the Dan Mosier match.
Listen, Dan Mosier right now has got a match tonight. Dan Mosier and Brent Rakers are splitting $1,000 as of right now. Now, that doesn't mean much because we still have Rob Bath and Pablo, Roman Gromov, Dustin Hyatt on the card. Eduardo, Tietê, Craig Tullier may last all night long. Well, we may be doing this till tomorrow.
I was going to say, speaking of Ron Bath, though, Pablo's going to face Ron in a few matches. If he gets too fatigued, is that going to affect him?
He accepted the matches.
Absolutely. But I'm saying, if I'm Ron Bath, I'm salivating. Every bit of energy that Pablo uses, I'm
Pablo's outside looked good that time. His hand looked good. It looked like Artem was just shooting for the straps. But
I'm just impressed that Artem gets the slip. I'm impressed.
Because Pablo's hand is that strong. You know what I'm saying?
And he's a rule follower, if you know what I mean, Rebecca.
Who, Pablo?
No, Artem. He follows the house rules.
The house rules?
Yes.
All right. Artem Hutchins. That's what we just saw for sure. All right, was there a super chat just then? Okay, went back a while. I'm excited.
Absolutely.
I'm excited. Can he do it again? And the thing is, people are like, can he do it again? He got beat. But yes, he was putting fatigue on the Artem Pablo.
Absolutely, yeah.
Can he make that stop higher? I don't think he can. I don't think he can.
Yeah. It looked like Pablo actually, as good as Artem was, it looked like actually Pablo just made a really nice adjustment of where he took the power.
Did you see what he did just then? He didn't go outside. He cupped first, supinated, and then top rope from it. I've always felt that you can top rope better out of a hook than you could from a straight wrist.
Absolutely.
Because you can pull right through the thumb, and if you're strong enough to do it. And it looks like that's what Pablo did. He's like, listen, I'm about to get my wrist turned out. I'm not about to get stretched out. I'm going to go and take control of this young man's pronation and top roll through it myself.
And can I just say I'm a huge fan of Artem's heart in this match? I mean, because he's really impressive to me. He keeps going back up to the table.
He hasn't ran out of the building yet. It's super impressive.
I think it is.
What were you going to say, Jason?
No, I was going to say just what we were talking about the top rolling from a cup. Just anatomically, the moment you start getting your hand bent in, your finger pressure can't be as hard. Right. So just like when you squeeze a hand gripper, you're going to have more power squeezing this way than this way. So as soon as you get that cup and the opponent's hand is invert or cupped in like that, automatically your finger pressures has to let up anatomically. So it just gives you more access to that top roll because you're in essence negating the person's ability to hold their fingers closed.
I just want to say we have 2.2 in the chat, 2,200 in the chat. Thank you guys for joining in.
Thank you guys. I appreciate that. Yeah.
That when you leave the chat, you click that thumbs up to let YouTube know, send this feed out to more folks.
Yeah, again, everyone
Brandon Allen, hey.
What?
Guys, never disappointed with the Monster Factory and crew. Brandon Allen, we want to have you here. You just got to find you.
Well, on that note, I did not realize that I did not respond to your last text. He's like, yeah, Michael didn't respond to my text. And I'm like, I'm the last guy to text him. And I looked at my phone and I was mistaken. My apologies.
There we go.
Rob Carstendike, thank you so much for dropping your support this way. And by the way, he's the man behind
Rob Carstendike is an absolute stud with Vitacell Biologics, best stem cells available.
And
I can't wait to get some.
As long as Brandon quits arm wrestling his wife, he'll be in a good enough condition to come have a match at the Monster Factory. That Jenny Allen is mean. She hurts that poor
She beats up on him, huh?
She beats up on him.
Okay, look at Artem. He's cupping in hard. Is he trying something different?
He needs to.
That was nice. That's nice. That was nice.
Okay, that was impressive.
Yeah,
I'm very impressed with that slip. You know what I'm saying? Because it was,
Artem just had a whole hand of
tenaciousness. It was
fists on.
hard. It was fight from. Now I'm looking at Pablo. He's like, listen, I'm about to show this young man what's up.
Yeah, I think Pablo's looking at Artem like, all right, son. I don't know how you say son in Russian, but I feel like that's what he's
He's about to tell him.
He's thinking.
Oh,
I think
okay,
he's
so
thinking that.
look at this setup. I didn't even know you could invert your shoulders like that in a setup. Apparently you can.
I told Artem yesterday.
The strap is being applied, so I guess all you have to do is make sure that the hand and the webbings are even. But look, because what I think Artem's about to do is, I'm talking way too loud.
You are.
I'm talking way too loud.
No, you're excited. We need to be talking loud. Everyone else is on their breath.
Everybody was too quiet in this building. I couldn't talk about this.
Everybody back there is a little
So watch him leverage on his elbow. Watch him leverage on his elbow. He's going to come back and square around. That is a ridiculous amount of activated pronation that he has in his fingers. So he is just trying to buckle back Pablo's hand. I still think Pablo's going to be too strong and crack his wrist. Just like
Holy cow!
That was a smart move. That's a smart move. That's a smart move. That's a smart move.
Yeah. But again, if I'm looking at Pablo's face, Pablo just looks like he's
He
going
looks
like,
so calm and collected.
He looks calm and collected. He's almost like, yeah, that was good.
It was a good move. But the thing is, he doesn't have an out again. He has to win this match. He cannot come off the back, or he will foul out and lose. Can he stop the match? Did he put enough for two?
Pablo did a really nice cup. Arm caught. Pablo about to give the head rub.
Agent of Chaos says Pablo's arm is bigger than Artem. If they were in Russia, guys like Pablo just eat guys like Artem. Oh my God. All right, guys, let's hear from these folks.
I could not be more impressed with this young man we're about to talk to.
Gotcha.
Sit down here, Artem. Dude. Dude, my wife's over here like she's a huge fan. I was just like, this guy keeps going back to the table to pull this monster. Dude, you looked amazing. Round 3 when you got this climb, you got his wrist to bend back. I'm sitting there going, oh my God, he might. I mean, round 1 when you just basically said, who cares if you break my arm or not? I'm going for it. Showed a lot of heart, and I'm sitting there thinking if he does that a couple more times, he might get enough fatigue on his arm to wear him out to get him over. By round 3, I was like, oh my God, this could happen. What were you thinking? Is this what you expected? Was he as strong as you thought he would be? Was he stronger?
Oh man, I honestly want to say that setup felt a lot better than I anticipated. I actually was like, all right, I'm in it. But he was just taking my hand the whole time. So my only thought was, should I go inside?
It looked like round 3. You're like, I think he's setting up to
Every time I'm without the strap, I'm like, man, he's taking my hand so bad. I can just probably hook this guy. So that's why it was like those little maneuvers to where I didn't want to go to the strap because it might turn. And that last round, you saw that weird slip thing. I'm like, oh, it was kind of in it, but like, no. So Pablo was just had a lot of everywhere.
Dude,
that was the main thing.
He's the champ for a reason.
He's
a very strong.
My run's fully on, kind of a little slows down now.
That's on all of ours, right?
Right.
But yeah, brother. Hey, super happy to have you. Thanks for all the promotion you did leading up to this. I'm sure we'll have you back. This is awesome, dude. I'm very impressed. Now, funny thing is, wasn't it like 2 years ago you called me out for a super match, and I'm like, you must be talking about left. He goes, no, I'm talking about right. I'm like, are you crazy? I honestly think that we should have a left-handed super match.
Oh, we should. We absolutely should. I mean,
now, I'm not going to make your weight, so
I don't care. I don't care.
It's a super heavyweight match.
I don't care about anyway. You know what? I talked to Pablo yesterday. I'm like, you know what? There's not enough people talking that I'm going to go after Devon. I'm going to go after Hermes. I'm like, I think I'm going to go after. He's like, yeah, well, why not?
Well,
so
listen.
So you can go on the list. You can go on the list.
I can go on the list. Now, left-handed doesn't count. Are you going after him left-hand or are you going after him right?
Both hands.
Both hands.
Just like I told you 2 years ago, we were talking right hand.
You did. I was like, this guy's crazy. Okay, so here's the deal. I don't know when, but we're going to have to do a left-handed match.
Okay. Well, you know,
I mean,
I got
to step up my setup game, my strap game. Everything you're doing right there probably would have worked with me. So, I'm just saying, I'm like, I don't know what the hell he's doing, but it looks impressive.
I also have to come back to go pull like an undercard and have to come back. So you know,
he's gonna make me be an undercard.
Oh, you also, man, you have to work our way up, Michael.
We're the introduction match on the preliminaries.
You get to wear your own shirt though, Michael. Think of it like you get to wear whatever shirt you want.
Only here we have top athletes that are undercard.
There you go. Hey, brother, very impressive.
I love you, brother.
Thank you guys for having me. Yep.
Yeah,
all right, so awesome. I need Pavlo Derbedyenyev. I don't know if I said it right. The bad dude. Now I need Luke Pulcher to step behind, look right behind him, and grab what there and bring that to me. With the base. With the base.
Right? Pablo also gets one of these two.
Don't swing it. All right. So this is going to be added to your collection, stud.
Yes.
He gets one of these too.
We even have an improved base from Forbidden Props. Look at what this. He's got 3 of these.
He gets one of these too.
Can someone beat this guy? This is getting ridiculous.
I think his wife wants him to lose more than anybody.
And you also get one of these. This is your first MonsterFactory Arm Wrestling medal.
Thank you.
Congratulations, champ.
Thank
Awesome
you,
job.
Thank
Very
you.
impressive.
Awesome, man. I said I think his wife wants him to lose more than anybody. She's probably like, why am I going to decorate the house with all these damn axes that are hanging around?
Exactly.
I heard your wife cheering for Artem.
I think she was. Like, we don't want any more axes in our house.
I don't want any more axes.
That's a problem, yes. Listen, I need to build something like this, right, to make my collection
Well,
look nice.
I need to come see it. I
Right?
haven't even been invited over yet.
Yeah.
Is it because of the injury? You don't want me to come over yet?
Yeah.
But once I'm healthy, though.
Yeah. Completely healed up, yes.
Now,
Please.
I'll be visiting.
Well,
All right,
Pablo,
so
we're going to see you in a minute. No, well, not a minute, but who knows how long these matches are. We're going to see you momentarily, though, against Ron Bath in the finals. Do you, does this any fatigue on your arm or anything like that? Or do you feel like you need to eat some pizza? What do you got to do to beat Ron?
No, I'm good. I'm ready.
Okay, well, that's all. All right, well, that's it.
There you go.
That's
a confident young man right there.
There it is.
But
I just saw Ron Bath going, shit.
Darn it. But yeah, dude, I'm excited about that match. So Ron has the winning record against you, doesn't he?
Yes.
Okay, so have things changed?
Yes.
Oh, I like that confidence. That's a gang of confidence right there.
That's as much shit talk as I've ever heard Pablo do.
That's a pretty good shit talk.
And he said yes.
Yes, it says enough. It's enough, right? All right, so are you going to take home the fourth axe tonight?
Yes, absolutely. That's why I'm here.
Yes, absolutely. That's why I'm here. That's all the
I
shit
would
talk I
drive
get
from
from
Chicago to lose. I drove here to win,
So
right?
this means he came here intending on beating me last time. That wasn't a fluke? Like, that actually was supposed to happen?
I was like, Ixnay on the confidence,
Hey, brother, congratulations. Always a pleasure. I'm excited to watch you arm wrestle.
We'll see you shortly.
I want to say just 2 short words
Say
about
as many as you want.
Artem. Whoever been thinking it's a mismatch, full of shit. He's right there. We're maybe 5% apart. Maybe not even.
He's that strong.
Very close. With his style, super close. A year after today, I don't want to pull him anymore.
All right.
0 chance.
That's a compliment right there, Artem.
That's awesome.
He's like, 11 months and 30 days, we can do it. 11 months, 31, I'm out.
I don't know. I don't want to, because that's a really sweet moment, but I did see Artem slip Pablo some. He's like, give them the speech, and I saw him hand him a couple dollars. So.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
I mean, that makes sense.
I
Artem's a
love
good dude.
corruption, you know that.
Yeah, we love it too.
Take care, brother. We'll see you soon, okay?
Thank
All
you,
right,
guys.
God bless.
Awesome, man. Pablo,
Get all those
Derbedyenyev.
trophies and get out of here. I need someone to straighten up that axe that's driving me crazy.
That was awesome, though, Artem, man. Awesome match, man.
I don't have a picture of my father, but I have a picture of me.
You're a good man, Brad Cook. All right, guys. So, wow.
Woo! All right, there are still 3 more matches left, and it's this one is just as like I said, I haven't had a breath, man. It's freezing in here, but I'm sweating and I'm dehydrated. I don't know.
It's crazy. But once again, let's give a shout out to Vitacell Biologics, right? These guys are amazing.
This would not be possible
100%.
without them and you guys out there at home.
Dude, these guys are amazing. They are falling in love with arm wrestling. They're doing so much, and you're seeing all these different influencers and people out there getting Vitacell, getting these stem cells, helping their bodies recover, rebuild. Regenerative medicine is a thing. Guys, if you have an injury, if you have something, call 1-855-696-CELL, 1-855-696-2355. Use code MONSTER. Let them know that you're watching this. You're supporting arm wrestling. Thank them for supporting arm wrestling. These guys go above and beyond, and I am so thankful to get to go down there next week and start the healing process.
I'm excited to get my stem cells.
I'm excited for you to get your stem
get
cells.
all of this healing, and I'm walking around with a torn ass, and I'm just like...
Hey, there's a reason for that torn ass.
If you're
I'm just kidding. It was deadlift.
It was deadlift.
Torn ass cheeks, guys. Cheeks.
Torn ass cheeks. Torn ass cheeks.
No, but I'm just. All I know is if your opponent, if you're in the 242 class, you want to keep Pablo as far away from stem cells. I'm hoping.
Do not let that guy ever
He
get
don't
stem
need that.
cells ever.
He don't need stem cells.
Rob, if you're listening, cut him off. Do not let him.
We are the only person here not allowed to get stem cells is Pablo.
Sterling Jackson says, tell Artem to listen to Daddy Travis.
I think he did a great job. It was awesome.
did a
It really was.
fabulous
I'm like,
job.
I
It was
was,
great.
imp-
It was
I was
competitive.
enjoying that match as
Me
much
too.
as any yet, but we are about to have a crazy,
Okay, we have
crazy
been
match.
excited about this one since you put
Since
it together.
Dude,
Yeah.
I was at the Olympia and Eduardo was like, I want the book like Tullier. And I'm like, okay, all right.
And we watched Eduardo do what I did not know would be possible after Dallas Langston beat him. He was down 2.
He was
2-0
2-0,
down.
and he just fought so hard to come back and win that thing 3-2. That's the same warrior you're going to see in Craig Tullier. Tonight we have
Every
two.
time Craig goes to
The amount of arm wrestling that these two gentlemen have done throughout their careers is damn near second to none. They're both warriors. They're both crazy amount of heart. Very passionate about their arm wrestling. I don't know if we've seen the tell of the tape yet, but we're about to see Eduardo Tietê versus Craig
Every time I
Tullier.
see Craig, I'm always like, that's the peak male physique. And then I see him the next time, and he's like more jacked than he was the last time. So
High top versus high hook.
There you go. We're going high.
Styles.
We're going
All right,
high
guys.
tonight.
Well,
All
I gotta
right.
tell you what, super excited, but we are getting to
How
have this
super
one here.
excited are you about the super excitedness?
Oh, you're doing the super.
All right, guys. Let's take it to Luke Polsher. Let's get this thing started.
super ref, Luke Polsher. And right next to me, John Therrien just sat down. That's obviously he's invested in this match. You're invested in this match, huh, John?
I'm going to tell you guys what. Craig Tullier's hands are some of the strongest of anyone I've ever met.
Yeah.
We used to work together. We used to live together back in Baton Rouge and washed and sprayed rehab manholes for Louisiana. And this guy would pinch. He's 143 pounds at the time. I'm about 190. He would grab a hold of me. I'm like, dude, just let go of me.
Yeah.
Like, his hands were so strong. Every time he touched me, I thought he was going to hurt me. And I think they've just gotten stronger as he's gotten bigger. So,
sorry, Eduardo's got that patented, Dallas Langston-esque foot prop on the opposite, on the opponent's pin pad side of the peg there. But it's weird because you think he's going to go real high back pressure, but it's like you said, it's like a high hook.
Craig hooks and top rolls. Back
At
in
the
the
same
day,
time.
he was a top roller. Back in the day, Craig was a top roller.
Yeah.
And then he turned into a hooker.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, he can do it all. He can do it all.
Only in our sport can you see another man turn into a hooker, and I'm like, oh, that's cool.
There you go, right?
Ingen Terzi says this and the Pavlo versus Ron matches he was most waiting for. So he's very excited.
This is a very exciting match. Ingen knows these guys very, very well.
Ingen knows a little bit of something about arm wrestling.
He does. And I think he's competed against both these guys at some point in his career as well.
Yeah.
I was, like I said, with the match of the night being out there, I knew these guys could potentially be in the running for that, and we haven't got this thing started yet. We've had a slip, gone the strap. I don't know how these matches are going to go, but they have so much potential.
Again, obviously.
There's so much potential.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Brent Rockers Dan Mosier match is another testament to anything can happen.
I'm still in shock at that match.
Yeah, my head
But
hurts.
I'm super impressed with Artem. Performance of the night, damn near Artem. You know what I'm saying? He lost 3-0. Damn near the performance of the night.
Garage Grinder Arm Wrestling, thank you so much for your super chat. He says, amazing card, great commentating. Artem's awesome. Can't wait to see the rest. Love the Monster Factory, and we love your support.
Thank you very much, young man. Appreciate the support.
And yeah, I'll tell you, it is hard when you're as big of a fan of arm wrestling as I think the three of us are. We're sitting here, Rebecca turns her head around every once in a while, but, Michael and I have been glued to it's hard, though, to sometimes, talk about what
Well, you
we're
get so
watching.
invested in what you're
Exactly,
watching
yeah.
that you don't even know what to say.
Setup looks nice for Craig. I really like Craig's setup there, yeah. I was gonna say, Craig looks super confident. The way he just said last second right before he got this knuckle hike.
Did
just
Eduardo
a
miss
hair.
that just a little bit?
It looked like it might have been a false start, but I don't know. I was watching so intently that I can't tell. It could have been a perfectly timed hit that Eduardo missed. I'm not sure. But Luke Polsher's there. He's on the front. I mean, we got Tim Tallmadge discussing something right now. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Because it looked
these
like
two guys.
Because they were in the ref script right there, right?
I believe they're in the
Yeah,
ref
and it looked like right as it was going, again, I don't know, obviously, like I said, Luke and Tim, they're going to man the helms on this, but it looked like he had just either the perfect hit or just that little bit of knuckle height.
But the thing, Travis Major tell you for years, false start every time, and you win 9 out of 10. You only get called for it once,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you got to play the game, right? And Craig looks super strong. Eduardo looks super strong. Both these guys are powerhouses, So I'm excited to see what happens.
And again, normally, under normal circumstances, someone sitting on their arm like that, I'm like, this match is done.
No,
but
it does
with
not.
Eduardo, definitely
can do
not the
that
case.
all day
Yeah,
long.
that definitely
So
not the
if
case.
at any point he gets Craig to hit and Craig bounces off the arm, we're in for the fight of the night, probably.
Yeah, and I mean, Craig Tullier is.
Right now, Craig's in perfect position. He's in driver's seat for sure.
And
Esteban Leve, yes, they can contest a round. They contest 1 round per entire super match to go for a review
replay,
by the referee, but they have to request it. Us at the commentating table, that's exactly what we are, commentators.
Yeah, we're not involved in the outcomes.
Now, if you're Eduardo and you didn't like that, obviously, he's a smart arm wrestler. If he felt that Craig legitimately full started, and I lost that first round, I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to use my one protest right now, because maybe you don't get it.
Okay, both these guys just agreed to start in the strap. It was fun. Craig's like, this is going to start. Luke asked Eduardo. Eduardo asked his essentially his translator, and he's like, his immediate response was yes.
Yep.
Put me in the strap, please.
And I don't know if you guys picked that up on, but that is wise wisdom from the legendary Bob Brown, who I'm listening to everything Bob Brown said.
He's a winner around here.
Stephen Logsdon, if he tells me my butt cheeks need to rotate more, I'm rotating my butt cheeks.
Whatever it takes, right? I mean, we got a lot of experience in this room tonight, And listen, we still have 2 title matches tonight.
Yeah.
We're only
we
round
still
2.
have 3. Again, we have
we're only round 2
two title matches and 3 matches because
we're only round 2 of this match.
For me, like, if I'm a Craig Tullier fan, I'm happy his elbow's on the table because we know Craig is so explosive.
Yeah.
He ends up elbow fouling and costs him sometimes the matches because of fouls. But that first round, everything looked perfect.
That was definitely a false start.
Again, we're not in a refs match. That movement was not a foul, just a warning.
Because they're not in a refs.
Again, really nice time hit on Craig. I guess Tim's obviously right there. It looked like it was a pin, but
I'm just going to tell you guys right now how much respect Craig Tullier has for Eduardo Tietê's hook. Because he is staying as far away from that thing as possible. Not saying he wouldn't be extremely competitive there and not even possibly win there, but why do that when you can take the path of least resistance, and that's cracking his wrist?
Yeah.
And he's looking extremely strong, extremely technical, and he looks like after each round he's just as fresh for the next round. So
one of your quotes that I love, I have one of your tanks that says, your detest for losing is, what is it? Your detest for losing.
My disgust for losing outweigh your desire to win.
And Craig Tullier is used to winning, and he's lost 2 big matches here against Brendan and over East Coast Wednesday against Ovid. And if I'm Craig Tullier, when's the last time you see Craig Tullier lose 2 super matches?
When's the last time you seen him lose 3 in a row?
That's
he wasn't about to let that happen.
So this could have those 2 losses could have lit that Michael Todd style fire under him to maybe put him in a different state of mind with training. And so Craig just looks awesome right now. He looks calm. Again, he said he didn't feel well the last time against Brandon. I'm not thinking anything against Brandon for sure, but he was complaining about his stomach and stuff like that. And you never know. You go have some food and get a little bit of food poisoning, and it's going to affect you.
Tall Paul Hutchins Jr. says, who has the best Ric Flair woo between MMT, Mrs. Rebecca, and Jason? LOL, awesome event, y'all. Have we been wooing a bit?
I wooed earlier.
I wooed after the Dan and a few of the Dan and
I don't know when I wooed, but I definitely wooed.
Brent Rockers match.
One was like a woo on purpose, and the other one's just like an excited woo, I think. Had a couple of woos.
Yeah, and Craig looks super
Going back to strap,
right
both guys are okay with starting these matches in strap. They don't want to slip. They know they're most likely going to come apart. They don't want that twinge on their arms. Like, let's get this thing. Let's tie ourselves together and let's find out who the strong man is. And that is, it's strength in the right muscles. Like, the way to find out who's the stronger is to go into hook. Not true. Craig's wrist and hand might be too strong, and Eduardo has to be strong enough to put him in. If he's not, he's not the stronger man.
Absolutely.
So that's people just, they want to say what determines strength in arm wrestling, and strength is very subjective to specific muscles that you train specifically for arm wrestling.
And a smart arm wrestler is not going to just go, hey, I think you're getting stronger there, so I'm going to try. No, you're going to avoid that guy's power. Greg just looks awesome.
Yeah. Well, that was impressive. Yeah. Wow. Okay, that didn't go the way any of us thought it would go.
Yeah, we thought that was going to be a
war. Bob Brown wants to see a hook match.
I would have.
I want to pull a homage.
If you want to go ask them guys, I'll let them do it. If you want.
Hook, as Coach Ray would say, hook,
hey,
hook,
it's
hook.
a bonus match.
We're going to go to bonus match at the Monster Factory.
Is this a
for the
strap hook
fans.
or just a hook?
Everyone's on their feet.
Let's
if they
strap
want.
hook it. Strap hook it, baby. Let's see this strap hook.
Coach Ray right now and his cats are smiling
We
right now.
thank Bob Brown for this. I wanted to see it too. So this is interesting. Now the thing is, Craig Tullier's hook is diesel.
Yeah.
Craig Tullier's hook is diesel. But this is 50-50.
I'll just tell you right now, I got my woo on deck. It's ready. I got my breath and my woo is on deck.
To Michigan next year. Let's go, brothers. Absolutely to the best.
Here we go.
There you go.
Wow.
That was fast.
He's like, okay, one more time.
That was right.
He's like, well, one more time, I guess.
Round 5. King's moves. Craig Tullier is back. Craig Tullier is back. Double King's moves.
All right. Let's get Mr. Eduardo. We need you guys over here. He can't speak English. All right, guys. Eduardo would be coming over here, but his English translation, Portuguese, is going to be great. So we just want to say thank you to Eduardo for coming out. Amazing, amazing arm wrestler. Eduardo just ran into a badass Craig Tullier today.
Yeah.
He ran into a very, very strong Craig Tullier. Eduardo's amazing, huge fan. Thank you for coming out. God bless, brother. Let's get you over here and let's get you in this seat, Craig Tullier.
Muito obrigado.
Wow.
All right, guys. Hey.
Yeah.
Wow. That's what we want to see.
What is up, dude?
What's happening, bro?
I don't know it. I don't know it.
Craig
So
Tullier, I thought your smile hit peak when you saw Bob Brown win, but you're even smilier right now than you were before.
he is smilier.
Smilier. That's the word here in the Monster Factory.
So you told me you were strong. Are you as strong as you thought you were?
I'm probably stronger. Maybe I was kind of second guessing myself a little bit because I'm stronger than I thought I was.
Listen, you just pulled a stud.
I know.
Yeah.
And after winning 3-0, Bob Brown asked to go inside, and I think that might have even been an easier lane.
It was.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
I know.
His hook is world
Yeah,
class.
his world is top
That is
world
not
class.
the guy you want to hook. You know what I mean?
Because I have two questions for you. Number one, were you expecting it to be that easy? And number two, like I said, I told Michael, I said, I've been following your career for years, and to watch you, lose here against Brandon, not the rub stuff, but and then things not go away against David. I'm like, I've never seen him lose and he said 3 times in a row. Did those losses motivate you to train any differently, or
It actually did, Jason. I totally changed up my whole routine, and it's really excelled me a lot.
You need to make some money. You need to put that PDF out right now. You can make a lot of money on that routine. $50. Buy that routine.
Yeah.
Right. I'll buy it. I'll give you 50 right now.
Yeah, I feel blessed to be here, and thank you so much, Mike.
Amen, brother. Absolutely. Happy to have you. That's what I was telling him. He's like, have you ever seen Craig lose 2 in a row? I'm like, no, it's not about the losing 2 in a row. He was not willing to lose 3.
No.
Like, the 2 happened. There's nothing
Right,
to do about
right.
it. Chalk it up. It's a
Right.
lesson learned, whatever. What can I do to make sure that doesn't happen again so I don't
Right.
feel that way again?
Right.
And you're going home the winner tonight, brother.
So I cut you off, but you're talking about. I want to hear more. You changed up your routine, but what else changed?
So I've always been just training hook, and a lot of people don't know, and Mike knows, but I have a very good top roll. It's just
We all know
after my
now.
surgery, I winded up having to change up my training to get my pronation back to where it should be, and actually my pronation has gained a lot, and it's helped me with my side pressure too. So I think it's well-rounded me even better.
Man,
You look complete as I've ever seen you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean, like
very
I said,
impressed.
I told Michael, I'm like, every time I see you, I think that's the best you've ever looked, and then you come and I'm like, damn, no, you look better than you did last
And the
time.
thing is,
Like,
this guy's 50 years old.
I wouldn't believe it,
He's 6 months older
except
than me.
we had a birthday party here last
So
time.
I got a birthday coming up. He's already had his. I'm hoping that when I have my 50th birthday and I get back on the table, I have the same kind of performance you had.
You will,
Congratulations,
brother.
young man.
Thank you
Always
so
a
much.
pleasure.
Thank you,
This is the
Jason.
real birthday present right now.
That's right. Thank y'all so
Hey,
much.
man.
Thank
Always
y'all.
a pleasure, brother.
Thank you. Love you,
Yes,
man.
sir. Love you too, man.
Just the smiliest, the super smiliest.
Super smiley.
Craig
Super
Tullier.
smiliest Craig Tullier.
Wow, man. That was, none of this stuff's going like how we thought. I give
No,
up. My
no.
predictions are so wrong.
Listen, I think I've won every match so far, just not in the fashion I thought it was.
And
no. I think I was wrong about the Dan match. I think I picked Dan. So I think I've got a really good. I think I'm doing good. I may have mispicked the Daniel Jody match, and I mispicked the Dan Brent match. But the rest of these, I'm doing really good.
I know. I live in Las Vegas, and this is why I don't gamble. Because of this.
You're horrible at it.
I'm horrible at it.
Okay, this next match is one that a lot of people have been excited to see. It's one that was on for Monster Factory 3 and fell through last minute.
It was a very last-minute fall through. We are looking at it right now. The tell of the tape: Roman Gromov versus Dustin Hyatt. Roman has dominated the lightweight division in North America for several years now. Recently taking a loss at the Arnold Classic, which made people start thinking maybe Dustin is this, because so many people are like, this is a mismatch, this is a mismatch. And I'm like, no, Dustin's a stud.
Yeah.
So you have the second place finisher at the Arnold Classic at 154 versus the second place finisher at the Arnold Classic at 176, meeting at 170 pounds. I think Roman was 165, Dustin was 170. Guys, this has potential for match of the night.
Yeah, I mean, and you look at
it's for the lightweight championship of Monster Factory.
And you look at the pulling style for Roman, it says anything. And you can pull up videotape on Roman and see him winning everywhere. He has lanes everywhere. You can't really hook him. You can't top roll him. So it's going to be really interesting to see especially round one, where Dustin goes. Like the lane that Dustin picks. Is he going to pick a lane that he thinks he's best at, or the lane that he thinks Roman's worst at? If you know what I'm saying.
Absolutely. I'm over there looking at Roman, and you just look at the size of that right arm.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he's a great left-hand arm wrestler as well, but he is built for arm wrestling.
Yes,
he's
absolutely.
built for lightweight arm wrestling. No wonder he's been the top guy in North America for so long.
Yeah.
I want to cut in here really quickly because Ingen Terzi in the chat says Samashia said he felt Craig much more than what people think.
Oh, yeah, very
so
good,
it's
very
closer
good.
than what
Yeah,
people thought.
I mean, listen, I would love to see that match ran back after what I just saw.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? Maybe that's the 200-pound Craig versus 195-pound Craig. I think Craig has to eat a lot to be 200 pounds, but the version we see tonight is an amazing arm wrestler. So let's take this to Luke Polster. Let's get this lightweight championship match underway. Take it away, Luke.
Gentlemen, to the table.
Wow. All right, again, this was the match that, these guys are my weight class. Hopefully I don't run into Dustin Hyatt round one at East vs. West, but it's going to be an awesome match here. Like I said,
It looks like Dustin's shooting for the hook and Roman's going outside.
That's what it looks like to me, too.
That is a bad man.
Okay,
that is a bad
so
man.
when you look at that and you go,
That is a bad man.
do you look at that and we just saw him do that, and you go, was it the weight cut, for, again,
Listen,
is that
let me
the
tell you
reason
what I
why
think it is. I
154
think that
pounds?
man's got a point to prove.
Yeah.
People are thinking, oh, you took second the Arnold, you've fallen off, you're not the same guy. That man showed out just then.
Yeah, absolutely.
So can Dustin make the right adjustment? Dustin is a young, up-and-coming stud. He's been everywhere. He's been in Arm Wars, I think, once already.
And he's
maybe
a
going
smart
back.
arm wrestler on the
He is.
table.
He's
That's
very
what
technical.
they
He's very. But that speed and power, Roman, that was straight through the hook. We thought he was going outside.
I did too.
Thought he was going
100%.
outside.
Yeah, and
the
and
thing
it
could be Dustin was shooting inside and it landed in a hook and
so he just went there
fell,
too.
fell through it.
Correct.
But either way, that was spectacular.
Wow,
from Roman
Roman
Gromov.
Gromov. And
I'm still a Dustin Hyatt fan, and he could pull this thing out. I just got to give a lot of props to Roman for that hit. That was amazing.
Rebecca's eyes were so wide open, you look like you just had Botox. That's how wide I was. You don't need that.
I have not
stuff,
had Botox, but if somebody would like to give me Botox, I'm 50 and I will bathe in it.
There you
okay?
go.
I will bathe in it.
Troy bounced it. Says, thank you, Monster, for an awesome event. Thank you so much for your support. And yeah, that first round shocked me.
Oh my God! So how many people we have live right now watching?
2081.
Wow.
So we've fallen off a little bit from the Pavlo Artem match. I know they got to be coming back for this Pavlo Ron Bath match. Like everyone in the world, go tell your friends, tune in, watch the Monster Factory. This stuff is getting crazy. So it's a 2-1. Dustin was a 2-1 favorite. See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
After the Arnold Classic, Dustin became the favorite when previously people thought it was a mismatch. Roman looked like a stud.
Like I said, and to continue my losing streak, so far, I picked Dustin too. Just I thought he was going to be the bigger guy, and Dustin looks super fired up. Roman looks like Roman. Wow. All right, so like as Neil picked up saying, we are deep inside. The other guys really won the rotation. Roman looking to try to maybe feel that hand come outside. Obviously, you can Tim watching those elbows.
What a match. What a match.
Wow. both guys
That's a
looking for
beautiful
that
transition
angle.
by Roby.
Yeah, really.
Does he have enough
transition.
behind it?
Dustin
Oh, look at Dustin.
Justin looks like he's edging forward slightly. I'm moving more to the side of the pad. I like Dustin's
Right there's a
position
drag. Get the shoulder behind it.
I don't like that.
His arm stretched out too much. That's a foul.
Foul?
Before the that's a foul on losing. But do we not have foul on losing?
No, we don't.
Oh, wow.
Wow. So
we've never had foul on losing here.
You don't get involved?
I didn't know that.
Wow.
Foul and losing is not a WAF rule.
Yes, it is.
I mean,
It's always been my entire arm wrestling career. I don't know if it is now or not. I have no idea. Either way, that's a war.
That was a war. That was
the longest match of the
night so
evening
far,
by
yeah.
far.
Absolutely.
Now, the problem is Roman still has that outside lane. Can he pop the wrist back of Dustin? Or is we going back inside? Has he blown up his pronator enough to where he doesn't have that anymore and it's going to have to be an inside victory? He looked good outside the city.
Oh my God! Just like that, Dustin Hyatt.
Oh my God!
Dustin Hyatt trying to make insane when it comes to arm
Oh my
wrestling.
God!
Wow.
That gets a stud.
Man, if looking at that round.
Hey, before you say anything else,
Yes.
I could not be more impressed than I was with Roman round one, except for Dustin Hyatt round two. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, what's happening here?
Well, the way Dustin made those adjustments in the second round, you know, what I didn't like was Roman, it looked like he was pulling from a bad position, or Dustin was kept creeping in, moving his elbow position, getting the match
He
over
was
his
doing
side of the
great,
table.
and at one time, though, when he backed off, Roman almost
Yeah,
had
had
full
the lane.
access to his
Yes.
shoulder, and I thought that's where Dustin
That's
made a
what-
mistake. But then he was able to get back into he kept getting his shoulder. When I've been in that position so many times in my arm wrestling career. I've transitioned behind it, got my shoulder behind it. So many people think it's that steady pressure downward. What it is, that steady pressure downward, go back pressure, then move back in, get behind again, down pressure, move back in behind
And that's
again.
what Roman looked
And
like. I
he
mean,
did-
Dustin looked like
just
he
kept
was
getting closer and closer to his
Yep.
side. You saw the hands quick start moving across from hand peg over, right?
Yep.
And once he got that position, he was able to finish.
So Agent of Chaos says there's an elbow foul 0.5 inches from the pad. And
Yeah, I don't know. I thought we had foul and losing, but I guess we don't, and that's fine because the guy that's supposed to won.
yeah, well, and that's the way that you always say it's
I've
gonna
always
happen.
said it that way.
So Cody Bird Arm Wrestling says it was 100% foul and losing was rule in past events, maybe other events, but never in the Monster Factory. From the very beginning of conception of the Monster Factory, we told Luke.
Did we really?
Yes, we told Luke exactly what we wanted was WWF rules with Arm Wars Twist, which is basically running foes. And the two of the differences were we didn't want foul and losing, we did not want slip in losing. So all
We've
slips
never
go to
wanted
a
slip
strap.
and losing for sure.
Wow.
Match of the night for sure. White Wolf, shut her down. Let's go drinking. Shut her down. Let's go drinking. No, we still have a huge championship
I got
match
John
coming up.
Therrien sitting right next to me. He's super invested in this match too.
Look at this dude.
Man, Dustin looks awesome.
I don't know if his arm is spent and he can't hit that speed.
Yeah, that's what
Or
I'm
does this shoulder press come crashing down on him?
White Wolf says this is the match of the night right here. Oh.
Roman just smiles and
Look at the happiness of Dustin Hyatt. He won the lottery, and whoever won Mrs. America just asked him out on a date. Like everything good that could happen to that kid just happened right now. But look at his face. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God.
He's giving Craig Tullier a competition for smiliest of the night.
He is very smiley.
Super smiley.
Super smiley.
There's a super smiley
Look at
corner.
that corner.
That corner is the smiliest corner
I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, you need to calm down, guys over there.
You're way too smiley.
I was going to say, Colgate might be their sponsors.
Well, hey, Colgate, if you're out there, we have the perfect
I would
venue.
be messaging them.
Okay. Cody says no. He says the foul can't save you. Has been in
That's
the rules.
what it was.
That is
what it was. That's why I didn't want to correct you because you were so adamant about it. But that's what it was.
Are you
so
saying
that
this
was
is a you were right, I was wrong situation?
I was, but I didn't want to bring you out publicly and show you.
Aw,
Don't
well,
make me
I will
sit in the
accept it.
middle
I
of
was
you two
wrong.
guys.
You were right.
That's okay, baby. I'll give you one. You get one of those. I'm just a fan, right? And the thing is, I picked it this way. Like
I do too.
So,
I was like,
I think I'm winning the $50. I really think at this point, no one can beat me. Wow.
You bought us pizzas. I hope you win it.
Oh, no shit. And lunch.
Yeah, I hope you win. I hope you win. Even though I win, I'll give you $50.
Oh, my God. I am super impressed by both these gentlemen.
Kevin Palco says he wants to see Palco versus Hyatt.
I have already thought about that if it went that way. Kevin Palco versus Dustin Hyatt. But
oh, yeah.
Look at this kid. Look at him. Look at that
Crazy.
face. Oh, yeah. We're back in it.
All right, let's go.
Roman's not going out without a fight.
Well, let's see if Roman can do what Dustin looks like he's doing. His elbow position is everything right here. Both guys are super tight.
Uh-oh. Roman's looking good.
Roman looks really good here. I like Dustin's adjustment, though.
They're making good. They're lifting their corner.
Yes.
Look at Roman looking directly at Bob Brown.
Awesome, yep. I'm just afraid that he has too much fatigue on his arm already, though, Roman. And in this
What is
position,
going on?
it's just too draining for him. I like Dustin's.
Come on, guys.
Dustin's angle is just so much better.
Uh-oh, is Dustin Hyatt going for the top? Oh, he got it. He got it. Oh, my God.
Wow. There you go, Dustin Hyatt. Monster champion, lightweight winner.
Oh, my God.
And he's super happy. Wow.
I'm going to tell you, before I talk to either one of these people, Ron and Pablo had to do something crazy to take match of the match away from these
Absolutely.
people. That's match of the year, maybe. That's a crazy. That might be the best match we've ever had here. That was insane. All right, Roman, we got to get Roman over here first. Oh, my God.
Dustin Hyatt is so amped up. He wants to come talk to us.
Let's talk. My arms are huge.
We'll talk to you in a minute.
His arm has so much blood in it, it's bigger than mine. Why is everybody's arm bigger than mine tonight?
Dustin wanted to come talk to us before his pump roll.
Sit down, young man. Sit down. Dude.
Hey,
dude.
guys.
Hey, awesome. It's always a pleasure. Happy to
Awesome,
have you.
man. Awesome,
Listen,
brother.
that round one was amazing.
Yeah.
Like I just said, there's nothing that would make me more impressed in how well you did was what he was able to do round two. To be able to come back, get that lightning press. So what was about the press in the rounds 2 and 3? Just too much fatigue on the arm, too fast on the go? What was it?
Nope, so round 2, I wanted to switch my game, where I was going like high hook.
Yeah.
First one, it worked because it was a surprise for him.
Yeah, the first one you just.
And then the second one, I was just kind of was thinking about top roll too much.
Yeah.
Instead
too much
of
commitment to top roll. Yeah.
Yeah, instead of engaging all in,
Right.
I was concentrating on about making perfect top roll.
Right.
That's where I messed up. The second or third match, I tried to trace him back, and that didn't work.
Don't do
too
that.
fast.
That move did not work.
And then,
but then round 4, you're like, listen,
Yeah.
I'm in this thing, young man.
Yeah.
You got to earn this.
Yeah, because he is way too strong to go in the hook.
He is so strong.
Yeah.
What, how old is this kid? Is he like 22 or something? Like, what is coming? What's the future for this young man right here?
Oh, very bright future.
I mean, my God. I mean, because you
Yeah,
are
it's an
an
honor.
absolute stud in North America for sure. And probably, if anyone says rankings around the world, you're going to be in the top conversation. This young man here just made a statement tonight. I mean, listen, dude, I'm super happy to have you. You're always going to be welcome here. I can't wait to see what you do next. But wow.
Thank you,
Now,
guys.
Roman,
It's
we
an
talked
honor.
earlier. You were talking about the things didn't go your way against Kevin Palco that first round. The first thing I thought of it was a weight cut. He cut too much weight maybe to make 54, and that looked like the Roman I was expecting. And like I said, obviously kudos to Dustin for just making amazing adjustments. Again, match of the night. Unless Ron and Pablo, who knows what happened? One of the heads have to
I have no
explode.
idea what's going to happen.
Like, one of
I have
them
no
beat
idea
that
what's
out.
happened. But
awesome, man.
brother.
Thank you so
Congratulations.
much.
Very happy
You're
to
a
have you.
champion.
Yeah,
That's
thank
awesome,
you.
man.
All right.
Dustin Hyatt, ladies and
Dustin
gentlemen.
Hyatt, the champ. The champ. Oh, my God. There you are.
You're in
That's where you're at.
Arkansas.
Read that for the crowd. Let them know what that says on that thing. Read it to me. What's it say?
MonsterFactory lightweight champ.
Lightweight champ. You said you wanted a main card match. We made it a title match. Now you are the lightweight champion at what, 22 years old?
22.
22 years old at the MonsterFactory, 170 pounds. Dude.
That was crazy.
Like,
I came into this not thinking. Honestly, I didn't think I was going to win.
Really?
As it got closer, I thought I had a little bit more of a chance, but man, he's crazy strong. He's crazy strong. I'm beyond blessed. I'm so thankful I was able to pull off the win. Win or lose, all glory to God. I wouldn't be here without him.
Amen.
It was crazy. I'm so out of breath.
Someone in
Dude,
your weight class-
round two. It could honestly, round two could have went either way.
Yeah.
I saw you make the right adjustments. I saw him counter with the right adjustments. It was physical chess happening at the table.
You-
and I saw a young man, just so much heart and willingness to just let it all. You wanted to die on the table just then.
Yeah.
Like you wanted that.
Usually I'm able to pull a little bit more and get a little bit more chop in, but he's just able to counter. I was all tendon. It was just everything was
It
going
just opened
sideways.
up, right?
Yeah. I mean, it was. I don't even know what to say. I'm so out of it. Whew.
Man, Dustin, I said, if someone's in your weight class, man, I just hope you're tired of winning. I just hope this is enough, so I get a shot at East West. But dude, man, it's just awesome performance. Like I said, your transitions, everything. Because I know people talk about your age, and everything. You don't arm wrestle like a 22-year-old. You don't carry yourself like that. You're an awesome representative of the sport. Congratulations, man. It's
Thank
so
you
well
very much.
deserved. You're an
Thank you.
awesome young man, and dude, again, I hate your features so damn bright, but
Hand me that medal.
there you go. And yeah, there's
Not
more
only
stuff for
does
you
he
to
go
take.
home with the championship lightweight title, you
Wow.
also get your MonsterFactory arm wrestling medal, brother. Hey, dude, I'm a fan. I'm a fan, dude.
Thank
It's
you.
awesome. The heart that you showed just in round. Okay, so even the final round.
Yeah.
Once he committed, a lot of people would not have fought as hard as you fought. But I'm sitting there thinking this kid is one win away from the biggest win of his arm wrestling career to date, which I'm sure there's bigger ones to come. But being the first ever person to win this lightweight title of MonsterFactory, what's that mean to you?
I mean, it means so much. Just the level of competition this year. And
you just took out the guy.
Honestly, I didn't think I was good enough to be at that level. But I proved myself wrong. It's nice,
That's nice. That's
I always count myself out, but I'm just beyond blessed.
God bless you,
to
brother.
get this.
Proud of
Thank
you. Happy to have you.
Again,
Always
thank
welcome
you.
here. Obviously, you're the champ.
You're making my wife
Champ.
making my wife cry.
Oh, and big thank you to NatFit and Vitacell Biologics.
Vitacell Biologics,
I
obviously.
would not be able to do this without them. They
They
support
were
me a
awesome,
lot. They
aren't
were really great.
They really are investing. Roby being an arm wrestler himself, being a national champion powerlifter and all that. His dad, Rob, being the one who owns Vitacell, for them to be doing what they're doing for arm wrestling right now is amazing. Guys, go give them some love. If it wasn't for those guys, we wouldn't have guys like this traveling, kicking butt all over the place, or we wouldn't have these amazing events. Thank you to Vitacell Biologics. Thank you, Dustin Hyatt, for showing us what true heart is, brother.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
All right.
Awesome. Dustin Hyatt. Monster Factory lightweight champion, Dustin Hyatt. Wow.
What do you say after that? I mean, this was the match, the one that we have coming up, the one the world has been talking about, the one that's been blown up all over social media. People talk about this match. How do they follow that?
I don't know.
How do you follow that match?
I need
my God.
Advil. I need Advil, a shot of vodka, and some more hairspray.
You are a big fan of vodka.
It's all these Russians in here, you know?
Sergeant Tank says match of the effing night. Okay.
It's
Thank
hard to
you so
argue,
much.
you know.
Cooper Danger Production, Paco versus Hyatt needs to happen at the Monster Factory. The metal 365, be strong. Stay metal, keep it heavy. Thanks for the show. And guys, we greatly appreciate the support so much. Jake Houston, Kevin Paco, you better focus on our match first. Kevin, you better pay attention there. And Brad Butler, just a bit of support for the Todds. Thank you so much again, Brad Butler. But guys, okay, we knew that there were going to be some wars here tonight.
Nobody could predict a match like those. Matches are so rare in today's format of arm wrestling. In today's format of arm wrestling, those matches are so rare because we see matches end on fouls, we see false starts, we see this, we see flash pins, we see all kinds of things. To see two guys leave it all on the table just like that, you gotta embrace that and love that style of arm wrestling, because that's how a lot of us old school people grew up watching this thing.
Yeah,
we used to watch Ron Bath, the legend who's about to come up, be in ridiculous wars on those pro football player arm wrestling championship things. They would just grind inside.
Yeah.
So to see a match like that, bone to bone, in a hook, shoulder pressing, transitioning, I couldn't ask for a better match.
Yeah.
So what do we have right here?
That was just a tail of the tape. No, I was gonna say that reminded me of like the old school, Wide World of Sports, Dave Patton style, just back and forth, super competitive
I
on
want to tell you something funny. Someone in the chat said, Monster Michael Todd has not been more impressive in his life 36 times tonight.
I'm so impressed.
So many
times over and over.
I mean, it's been a fantastic night of
I'm very
arm
impressed.
wrestling. And I got to tell you, I kind of love it that you're not on the card. honey.
It did make it a lot less stressful.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to watch. This is the easiest it's been for me to watch arm wrestling since my injury. Sitting at a tournament, watching people compete has been driving me nuts. Watching this as a fan has been amazing. We're going to go to the teletape real quick. Ron Bath, the legend, out of Calhoun, Georgia. 20-inch biceps, 16.25-inch forearms. What's his style? He stole this shit from me. It's winning. Winning is that man's style.
Love it.
Pavlo out of Chicago, Illinois. 20.5-inch biceps, 16.5-inch forearms, and his style is freestyle. He does it all. He's ready. He's ready to bang. We have the heavyweight Monster Factory right-handed championship match on the line right now. Let's take it to Luke
On
Polster.
the main card, guys. Get
Ron back with that patented mouthpiece in. He's ready to bite down and go hard. It looks like they're going right to the straps.
Straps grip, refs grip.
Or refs grip.
I don't know what they're doing.
I don't know either.
I think it might be refs. Looks like a refs. Yep, it's refs. These guys have agreed on a referee's grip. They don't want to fight. They just want to get this thing started. What is going to happen? What's going to happen?
I don't know if I have much.
You are killing me, Michael Todd. I need you to be quiet for a minute.
That's way too long.
Oh, God.
I'm holding my breath. Ron's in there right now. Pavlo's. And that looks like a pin, yeah.
Wow. Oh, my God. How strong is Pavlo?
He's that strong. I mean, we've seen Ron do that with Zurab, you know, and be in wars over on East versus West, and is Pavlo that strong, you know?
So it looked like Ron was committing 100% commitment to the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Will Ron trust his inside power? Remember the last time he went inside with Todd Hutchins and he blew his back out?
Would you not say that out loud? I will
I'm
hit
just
you.
saying, like, is he going to go bone to bone with this powerhouse?
Hey, man, we just saw Dustin Hyatt do it. So.
Pavlo, Ron wants to win, so I think he's going to pull out.
He's willing to do whatever it takes.
He will
I
leave.
did think the setup was going to favor Ron. I thought he was going to get his hand, but that shows you how strong Pavlo's hand is.
Yeah.
Pavlo's hand shut down the pronation, and Ron Bass supinated him into a hook and just laid on him.
I mean,
he drug him to the pad. He's like, come here. Oh, my God.
I mean, we heard Pavlo just say in the last interview, he didn't come here to lose. You know,
He
he's
said that.
serious. I mean,
He's
you know,
an actual election fool.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
he's really serious. Ron Bass, another
Wrestling
guy that doesn't come to
CEO
lose
says,
either.
dang, get the energy up in the room. The energy is up in the room, but people are holding their breath.
Yeah,
okay?
it really is. You can
Yeah.
feel how tense it is. I know for me,
It's very
like,
intense in here.
I'm sitting here like, I'm not lying. I have a really bad headache.
Like
I have a really bad
headache.
I have a
Things are
tension
going
headache.
crazy.
I think I'm holding my neck so damn tight. It might be this Monster Factory
Referee's
shirt.
grip again. Referee's grip again. We got a couple strong men at the table right now.
Yeah.
Monster Factory heavyweight right-handed title on the line. Pavlo is your defending champion. The legend Ron Bass stepping up, trying to take what he believes is his. He is not happy with that setup.
And like I said, if people don't think we're screaming, you can feel the tension in the room because these guys are fired up. These guys are super fired up. And when you see professional arm wrestling live for the first time, you don't realize how much energy it is from every square inch of your body. Pavlo, you give him one foul.
Okay, Pavlo got the foul. Side pressure cup in his wrist on the setup.
Again, we're just making sure there's no...
Lon's getting close first. Lon's getting close first.
Looks like Ron still go outside again. Looks like Ron, is this too much? He's controlling his rotation, yeah?
He cannot go outside again.
Yep.
You cannot stick to that lane, Ron Bass. You've got to try something different.
Absolutely.
And the thing is, the different thing is scarier than that. The different thing is going in the power of Pavlo.
Yeah.
Who wants to do that?
Like, actually, I'll tell you who'd want to do. Artem was willing to do that. Actually,
Artem would say, he was like, maybe I should hook him. Maybe I should hook him. You know what I'm saying?
He's right there. You got to try it, right?
Listen, I think he should hook him. But I don't think he should hook him. I think he should try to press him. I think he should test his frame. I think he should go for it.
Can you remind me, when did Pavlo pull John Brzezinski? How long has that been?
It was April last year, maybe.
Oh, so it's been
a year.
Over a year. Okay, because someone's like, let's remember that John Brzezinski beat Pavlo. That was over a year ago.
Yeah,
and it could have been 2 years. I think it was last year.
Yeah.
When was the
Guys.
Pavlo John Brzezinski match? Last year at Kentucky Muscle, yeah.
You cannot
So it was last
compare.
April.
And I mean, when you're at this level, and the dedication these guys have, 3 months is a huge
3 months.
difference.
Listen, Ron Bath is strong.
Yeah.
Ron Bath is trained up. Ron Bath, but we are seeing a top rolling Ron Bath. What we need to see is an old school inside. I'm committing to this thing. Shoulder pressing Ron Bath. I don't
Everybody
know if
is
it's
yelling
enough.
for Ron Bath to hook.
I don't know
They're
if
like,
it's enough to
hook,
beat
Ron.
Pavlo.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's enough to beat Pavlo.
Yeah.
Pablo
I was
is
talking
a
to Ron. Ron
machine.
said he's like, at his age, he's like, I'm not getting any stronger, but I can get smarter. I mean, Pablo is still new enough as an arm wrestler. He's a powerlifter background, but he's still new enough as an arm wrestler. We're seeing his progression. We're seeing him not only able to get stronger in arm wrestling movements, but also smarter on the table.
He definitely.
And that's a dangerous combination.
Well, the thing is, he stayed so committed. That's the wrong path I like to see.
All right, let's get fired up, Ron.
I think he's going outside again. I think he's going outside again. He set up different. He's palming in. He's palming in. You see that palm?
I do see it.
Oh,
His
he's
shoulders
palming
coming
in.
a little bit
He's
forward,
grabbed
yeah.
the table. Oh, okay. It almost looks like Pablo's on the top rope.
That's what it looks like to me, too. I'm like, am I crazy? I don't know. Am I been awake too long? It looks like Ron's going inside, Pablo's going outside. Again, Luke Poulter showing he's super calm, cool, and collective. Again, it looks like Pablo's looking for an outside room. Ron's edging that shoulder forward. So that's one foul that Pablo had a previous foul.
Still committing inside, or is he going to go back outside? It looks like he's committing.
It looks like he's committing, so it looks like Pablo's dropping down.
Nope, he's outside.
Pablo.
Oh, my God.
Wow. Show respect from Ron Bath. 3-0. And give that dude another X.
That is an Axe Collective full. Somebody give him his base. All right, let's get Ron Bath in here. Wow. Ron Bath.
We're going to bring over to the table the legend. Been doing it along with probably most people who've been arm wrestling currently or alive. Ron Bath's been on the table. Still looking studly as ever.
Ron Bath.
Ron Bath.
So we talked about going for the hand. You went for the hand, he cupped you in. You went for the hand again, he cut. Round 3, he and I are thinking, I think Ron's going inside. I think Ron's going to test it.
I don't want to go inside. His side person.
Right. Like
his side
the
person.
only other option than what you're doing was the worst option. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, the first two I actually tried cupping and going. And the third one I actually tried to come this way and I actually got a little bite of it.
You got a little bit more, but he just has so much fingertips and lat pressure and bicep.
Yeah, his hand and arm and body. I mean, you look at it. I mean, all his weight's in his upper body.
That is true.
You know, between age difference, everything else. I mean, he's been working hard. He's hungry for me. I knew I was going to have a bull when I got here. I was hoping I felt good enough to get him stretched out.
I was going to see it.
Yeah, sorry for all those that are rooting for me, thinking I was, but you know what? Sometimes I'm just going to have to back off and maybe go to my age limit.
Ron Bath and Masters?
What?
For everybody. Yeah, every master.
No, I got to go up. I got to go up because he's just turned. He's in his young 40s.
And senior grandmaster.
Yeah, I can get all of them.
Everything.
I mean, you know, it's been fun. I mean, I'm very competitive.
Don't talk like you're done.
No, I'm not done. I'm
here.
done. You know, pulling bulls like this. You know, trying to keep up with these young guys and the seniors.
Well, I was saying, Ron, we spoke earlier. You said, you know, I'm not getting any stronger, but I can still get smarter.
Yeah.
And you know, but it's scary when you got a guy like Pablo who is able to still get stronger, and he's still new enough in arm wrestling.
Yeah.
He's getting smarter too.
Yeah.
And so, you know, obviously the guy's got more axes than Paul Bunyan.
Yeah.
And
He got a lot of axes.
He got a lot of axes.
I'm so jealous of all the axes.
But but again, Ron, you're
And with
just
all due
awesome to
respect, he
watch.
came in heavier than me.
Yes, he was definitely heavy. He was a lot heavier than
We'll
you.
leave it at that. But no, aside from that, he's been working and training hard.
Sure.
He well deserved it. I thought I had my options in my shot. He proved it wrong. Even when I made him to back off on the side pressure.
Yeah, the last round, it's like he's got too much pressure. And then I thought, okay, maybe. And then I saw you bust him just enough. And he was like, shh.
Yeah, that last
I don't
round,
know.
okay,
Maybe
he
we
was
got to
on
come up.
outside.
That's I've been here several times.
We got to do it somewhere else.
The MonsterFactory, just I love you and Rebecca.
He's like, I love it here.
You guys love me here, but this MonsterFactory just hasn't been my favorite.
Bob Brown has done the best of his career here, and Ron Bath is having not the best performance, not the performances that you want, not the performances you're wanting or you're used to.
No, it's fun. But it is what it is. Hey, I was glad to give Pablo the match. I've beaten him the last couple of times we've pulled in a super match, but it's been over a period of time. And like I told you, when you asked me if I wanted him, what I think he would say, I said yes, and he wrote back YESSS. That guy's been hungry for me for a year and a half.
Yeah.
And he proved it. I mean, all the best to him. No, I'm not done arm wrestling. Doing more studying. We're finding out there's some different techniques of lifting and stuff where tendon strength and a lot of that won't go away.
Right.
But with all due respect, I think my time of trying to keep up with these 40 and 30-year-olds, you know, I might have to.
So you're still good with a
enjoy.
50-year-old like me?
We might play with a 50-year-old. You want that win so bad.
Listen, guys, just to give you a little history, I pinned this man once in competition in our entire career of arm wrestling, which started back in 1993. 1993, first time I ever arm wrestled a guy. I think the only victory I've ever got was in 2006. It was one pin. And so, yeah, I'm doing a pretty good record against you left-handed, though.
You got me during the primer part of my life.
You're a bad dude. You're a bad dude.
So, with all due respect, I think if I was in my young 40s, this man would have saw a different war tonight because I would have been a solid young 40-year-old if we were the same age. But it's not. I mean, you can fool yourself all you want, but, you know, there's a reason we get older and move on. But, no, not done arm wrestling. I'll have fun. Me and Andrew talking about we might go to, we'll love to do Worlds and, you know, do the Bob Brown thing and go and do the seniors and grand seniors and just enjoy the trip.
Just get a vacation and have a good time.
You know, there's certain people I want, but, yeah,
you
and me might have to have one.
All right, you heard it here.
But just for fun. Yeah, we'll do it here. I mean, this is always treated me poorly. But I'll let you all keep going. First thing, I am a fan of Vitacell Biologics. I had a brain fart there because me and Andrew both have had some treatment from them. Yes, I need it again if they're watching. Yeah, I got to set it up. I need more power, guys.
Power up,
but so we're going to be getting a hold of them. So yeah, go to Vitacell Biologics. You could Google my name, but put Mike down under it because it is his show. And
there's going to be a lot of people out there that just switch from Monster to Ron Bass. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Mike gets all the credit from this show. And all your other sponsors, and definitely great appreciation for you and Rebecca for putting this show together, for putting some immense, crazy matches. You know, I think why I was so tired on this.
From the whole matches leading up to it.
The match before that, Dustin Hyatt wore my ass up back there.
Dude, Ron, I said the same thing. I said, dude, I'm sitting here watching. I have a headache. I'm dehydrated. My lips are chapped. I'm like, just watching you guys just leave it all on the table. But again, it's always inspiring. Michael and I said I've been watching you since, you know, the ESPN days and everything like that. You know, Wars with John Brzezinski and showing up studly in a turtleneck. You're studly still. You got a beautiful wife. It's I
don't know. I look pretty good. I actually.
You look really good up there.
I almost stripped down yesterday.
I don't see why you wouldn't.
You and Brett Rockers need to hit up some men's health.
There you go. Down to the senior center and get some 80-year-olds.
Yeah. Or that, right?
Whatever.
Again,
You know what I'm saying?
that man wants to go find something to eat and drink. I'll let him have his time on the table.
bless, brother.
I appreciate it, guys. Appreciate all my fans out there that have rooted for me for so many years, and trust me, I'm not done. You might see me back out here yet, but it won't be pulling that guy.
It won't be
maybe in 10 years.
We'll get him on.
Congratulations again, Pablo, and we'll catch you all later.
All right, brother.
Ron, awesome performance, brother. The legend.
What's he gonna do with all these accents?
Now, here he comes.
What does he do with all these? And he walks up like, hey, babe.
I said earlier that Craig Tullier had the best smile. Then Dustin Hyatt. I just watched him taking a photo with 2 axes in his hand, and I didn't think it. I thought his face was gonna hurt because of all the smile.
Let's get him fixed up.
Don't make him use any extra energy yet.
Man, check this dude out.
We can't see your face, Pablo. Put some of your axes down. Come on.
All right, here we go. Smile. As he's putting everything away. All right, hey, what's up, champ?
I'm tired.
You're tired? Dude, how much did that mean to you?
It looks a lot. I've been getting ready for this, and Ron is Ron, and I appreciate him very much. He's a legend. He's still got it. He's very strong. I leveled up. So, and I get ready for him especially because we've been pulling before. I knew what to expect, and I knew what to work on. So I did my homework. And it pays. And that's it for now.
I saw those pins, and I saw the relief and excitement at the same time when you won this thing.
Yes.
Like, I knew what it meant. I could tell that the left-handed match with Artem, obviously a lot. You know, all the matches you've had here, you brought it every single time. But that right there is what I saw was a man who had planned to do something, came and did something, and was so happy and thankful that you were able to get the work done. You looked amazing.
Thank you, Michael. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the sponsors, and this is happening in your house, and it's it's very family event. At least I feel that way. I've been treated like, I don't know, brother.
Amen, brother.
And I'm very happy that it goes this way, not other way. But give me somebody who can beat me.
I was gonna say, who's next? All right. You have the call out, like,
so who do you want? Who do you want here? You want me to bring in Marcio? What do you want in here?
Marcio, yes. John, always yes. Todd Hutchins, always yes. Corey, always yes. Yes. Any arm?
Corey, always yes.
Wow.
Hang on a second. We have a heavyweight champ, right and left, who is calling out our super heavyweight champion.
Well, wait, I was going to say.
We don't have a super heavyweight right. That thing's on the shelf till this right arm gets better. We're not crowning any champ there. But left-handed, are you wanting Corey West in the super heavyweight?
Yes.
Are you wanting to take on a fifth act?
Yes.
Wow. Now, Rebecca just was talking about, how long
Both arms.
Rebecca was just talking about, like, your match with John about a year ago or so. Because that's something we could see here at the Monster Factory. A rematch, this version of Pavlo versus, obviously John's still John. Is that something that can be arranged here?
I love you, Pavlo, but if anybody's pulling John Brzezinski in this house, it's going to be me.
Okay,
that
we
man
got that.
costs too much money for me to give him to him.
Okay.
I'm taking that match if that happens. I love you, bro.
Hey, I'm waiting for that right to be back.
I know
you
you
owe
are.
me a super match.
You're going to get one.
I'll be here. Don't worry about it.
It may not be for that axe. We may be holding off that super heavyweight axe until I'm ready to bang
That
you
I
for
don't
it.
care about. We can pull behind the scene so nobody sees.
But I want him to
so
see.
good.
'Cause I'm a bad dude.
Then get ready.
Yes, sir. Hey, congratulations,
Thank
brother.
you, Mike.
It's
Pablo,
always
you're
a
as
pleasure to
nice
have
as you are strong.
Thank you, Jason.
Yeah,
You're
we,
awesome.
we,
You're a
we,
fan.
we think very highly of you here, just like a brother. You're family to us. You're always welcome. Need to get you once this is healthy. Just like I invited Dan Mosier, I want you to come back down and train with me. Get me ready for this comeback. And it's always a pleasure, brother. God bless.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys.
You're a gentleman, Pablo.
Okay, so this is over your thing, so you have to pull it out of there.
Yeah.
You're
All right,
champ,
baby, get in here.
champ.
Champ.
Yeah, he's got so many damn axes. The Paul Bunyan
so
of
I'm about to tell you
arm
members
wrestling.
something. Rebecca's going to be online to share the.
You don't know what I'm doing?
I don't know what she's doing. I know this guy's
Don't
about
you
to go
start
eat some
talking
pizza.
about what you
This
don't
guy's about to
know.
have some pizza.
Let
Look at that
me
left arm,
read
though.
this first. Darren
Scared
Anderson
me.
says, really enjoying the Monster Factory matches. Keep up the great work. Looking forward to more to come. Thank you so much, everyone, for your support. Phil Woody says, see all channel members live for the after
Oh,
polls."
damn, thanks. He didn't need to tell your...
No, so
Okay.
what I'm saying
All
is, okay, guys, I just dropped the link in our community tab. Okay, members go to our community tab, and I've got the members only link to, I'm going to walk around with my cell phone videoing some
really?
after pulling. And yeah, we're going to have one set up here
Okay.
that's just running that we can edit later on.
Okay, gotcha.
But to get some after pulling, maybe interview a few folks and do some chatting. You can see some of the fun. I'm not going to do it all night. I'm telling you right now. This
I'm going
girl's
to tell you, you got
hungry.
about 20 minutes
I got
for my wife.
a cake in the freezer.
We better get that out of the damn freezer.
I think
What
a
happened?
cake
So we don't
set.
want
Cake
to do
set.
that,
There's a cake and a half.
Okay.
For our members that joined tonight and our members that have been around for a while, I want to give you a little something
We
extra.
appreciate everything. We appreciate
And
all support.
We'll also be dropping some news to the members maybe here in the next few days.
Are we
So,
really?
well, you don't have to tell them everything, but they deserve a little insight.
I feel like I can tell
But it's
them
got to be in the
everything.
daylight when I want to show them.
Okay. All
All
right.
right?
So, guys, thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you, Jason.
No, again, Michael and Rebecca, thank you guys for having me so much. Rebecca, thank you for the hair dryer that helped my coif. You're amazing.
Your hair looks amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, but honestly, I'm honored to you guys open your house for all these people, for me and my wife, and you're a massive blessing. I hope everyone knows what just wonderful people you guys are. It has nothing to do with the arm wrestling. Yes, you're a champ. You have awesome biceps. You look amazing. Stress-free. I'm liking it. But you guys, I mean, anyone who comes to this event, you get treated like family. Michael takes you to dinner. I mean, I can't say enough wonderful things about you guys. You've been a blessing to me and my wife. So for that, I'm truly, truly, truly thankful and blessed.
Of course, man, of course. Thank you, Robert
Thank you
Kelly,
so much.
doing a great job on this live stream both nights. I think it's went over very, very well.
I do
Super
too.
pleased with how everything went. Thank you so much to Vitacell Biologics, 1-855-696-CELL, 1-855-696-2355. 2355. Use code MONSTER. Redcon 1, 9-Line Apparel, McHenry Excavating, Merritt Construction. Big things coming soon from Merritt Construction. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
I just showed a cup that I realized gave away a little bit of something that you did that we
crap.
haven't been able to talk
Well,
about
now they're
yet.
going to be rewinding it.
Edit
Look
it.
at it.
Sarah Collins, congratulations to all the pullers. Enjoy the event. Thank you so much
Did
for
we
watching.
see this one
Sarah.
here? I don't know if we did.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't see it. I didn't know.
Really enjoyed the MonsterFactory matches. Looking forward to more to come from Darren Anderson. I believe.
All right. Yeah, I think you did. I think you did.
Are we going to do the whole match, the undercard or the card? Or is that going to be something
announce that
after?
later on the
Later
community
on.
tab.
Okay. Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah, we'll be paying them here shortly.
I think it's pretty easy to see who it was on the main card.
Main card, there's no doubt it was Roman Gromov, Dustin Hyatt. And I'm going to go ahead and John Therrien, Stephen Logsdon, the undercard.
Okay.
Don't you think?
I mean, if we're talking about what was the most competitive match on the card, then yes. Then
Yeah, it's not performance tonight. We're not looking at who had the most, who looked the most
Dominant.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that may, once we get more sponsors, we might be adding performance of the night bonus.
We should. We should.
You know, I like that idea. I like that idea.
All right,
guys, thank you again. Monster Factory 5, guys.
It's a wrap.
Monster Factory 5 is going to be insane. I have a lot of things going on right now. It's not going to be anything that we're going to be doing by ourselves. We're going to get a lot of support from the community and from different people here locally in the state of Arkansas are helping us make this September 16th. What's coming is going to be truly a blessing for us, for all the arm wrestling community, for everybody that's involved in what we're doing here at the Monster Factory. But it's not just going to be a Monster Factory project. Things going to go beyond and stretch out all over the world for what's going to be coming. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for all the support. I think that's it, baby.
Don't forget to go to Core Sports and get your pay-per-view for East versus
West.
West 7. A lot of stuff going on
We also
that big
got
card.
King Table coming up with Corey West is pulling for the #1 spot in the world versus Artem Morzov.
That's right. That was leaked. Wasn't supposed to be.
But it's already out there, so I can talk about it.
Excited about that.
All right, guys, stay
let's sign
tuned
off
for the
9
membership.
o'clock.
Check out the after pulling.
I need a nap.
9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock when we're doing it.
9 o'clock, members only.
All right,
after
guys.
pulling.
God
9
bless.
minutes.
You need to get better. Too strong. I'll just power right through you.